Let's to the end.
Because I do got... All right. Ready. Yo, Think This Podcast, episode 237. George, Greg back in the building. Don back in the building.
We here.
I don't even want to say special guest Johnny because I thought Johnny been here twice.
I've been here twice.
Oh, you have been here twice. Okay.
He just was saying it was a long time ago.
Audio only. What episode numbers was that?
Audio only.
We started recording video at episode like 50 something. So then
before that.
You were probably in the first 10.
Yeah.
Maybe one.
And then I came back with my daughter, probably like 40, maybe right before you guys went video.
Maybe before we went public. We appreciate you coming back, man. Anytime you want to come back, man. Anytime you got time, man. Don, everybody's always welcome to this podcast.
Yeah, we here.
Appreciate it, man.
We here. What's good?
Disney Plus raising prices.
I know. I just so done.
Up,
it's only $1. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Well, I get it free through Verizon, but the email's confusing. Do I continue to get it free, or do I got to pay $1?
I double check. I'm the same way. I get mine free.
When does yours
It says something about March 26th, but I get it free because of my plan. So
yeah, but it expires at some point. Was it end of the year?
I don't think so. Whenever you off that plan.
Oh no, mine expired. We had it free too, and
I think you're thinking of Apple Plus TV.
No, it was Disney TV. Mine expired in November last year, so then they started charging us now.
Oh, I don't think so.
Man, I'm the only one paying for it, I guess. I got the bundle.
I paid for it.
It's because you ain't in Verizon.
Yeah, that's what I got, but I got
I
it
do
free
the
through
ESPN.
Verizon.
You know what I mean? I got to have that to watch my daughter, but yeah, got the Hulu.
Is ESPN Plus worth it? I don't have Hulu.
Oh, they show them on there?
Yeah, it's on
I didn't know
ESPN
that.
3 and ESPN Plus.
Damn, all right.
Oh.
I haven't watched I watched like 2 Arizona games this year. No college basketball because of the pandemic. Like, fam.
That's when you watch
Duke, fam.
during the pandemic.
When was the last time Duke, Kentucky, Kansas, North Carolina,
That's
Arizona,
yeah, you right.
and someone else all bad? Like half them might not even make the tournament.
That's crazy.
Crazy. Michigan State. That was the other one.
You right.
On ESPN Plus, do you get to watch the UFC
Kentucky.
fights, or do you still have to pay for it?
Some of them
Nah,
are.
you don't- yeah, you
some
don't.
of them you can. Like I think it's like the prelims and stuff like that, but you won't get like the main
see,
event.
Yeah, you don't get that.
I thought it was like, if you pay for ESPN Plus, you get the main events. Like,
There's a lot of stuff. Like if you miss, like say First Take or something like that, you might find
Yeah.
some stuff like that on there, which is pretty cool. But other than that, it's a lot of just like college stuff that you don't see on the mainstream.
Yeah, but that's the thing is you can't get it anywhere else. So if you want to watch that, like you said, if you want to watch that, because they do soccer, they have they have the contract with the all the main leagues for like their cup games, and then they have like the Italian league contract. They have something else too, and then all the college games. Obviously, I mean that's probably the biggest draw for people is all the college stuff. It's all on ESPN Plus.
That might be the strongest coffee ever because I can smell it from 5 miles away.
it's from Circle K, so
That
they
is-
use whatever seasonings they could find.
Cocaine.
Although I will say
something.
Guatemalan.
I will
beef.
say their
Pablo
machines
Escobar
though,
coffee.
their
That joint
machines
is
are fire.
strong.
You go to the machine, put the cup, pick your stuff digitally, so put it in the cup for me.
Fam,
I just
that-
woke up.
That one man I was telling you about whose family owns the coffee, whatever you call it, plantation or whatever you call it, coffee fields in El Salvador or whatever it is.
You come from work?
Yes, but
yeah.
they said it's like the most dangerous to travel down there and check on business is like the most dangerous thing you could do.
He told me. He said that, they just take their word for it. They don't even go bother.
I believe that. I believe it.
You're still there? We good. But we will be doing... And Johnny and Don are here to talk cards, all right, since some...
No, they're here to talk everything.
Yeah, no, we're here to talk everything.
But these are card experts, I guess, if you want to call it.
Here we go.
Say experts.
Or just trying to do something. I don't know. And we will be doing top
I'm just trying to be a
10
hype beast reseller like everything else.
comedic comedy,
Funny people.
Stand up, funny
to
people.
us.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Nah,
yeah.
we did top 10 funny people. I got some people in the hood that they funny,
no,
got some cats in the Vista, though. They be killing me, Facts.
Some of these Facebook
you out
groups,
that
you know what I'm saying?
Got some cats from high school. They funny.
Okay.
Yuri might
We
be
know
number
plenty of
one.
funny
Shout out to
people.
Yuri.
We don't know anyone as funny as Dave Chappelle. All right, let's end that now.
I don't know.
Yo, I know.
He dead, but I know somebody.
Sheesh.
All right, we're talking way too slick.
That one cat that was the cat I told you about who looks like Dave Chappelle and he's like in all those commercials and stuff.
Oh yeah,
He was-
dude. I can't think of his name. What are you talking about?
He's been on shows and stuff too, like on network TV. But he was at a wedding, like one of my friends' weddings in LA. I went there. I was
yeah,
like,
you
wait,
told
that's
me
that cat. That dude is hilarious.
Oh yeah, he's very funny. I know what you're talking about too. I can never think of his name. Every time I see him on TV or commercial, I'm like,
Yeah.
he look just like Dave Chappelle. Got
Yeah.
the big teeth,
Yeah.
that little peanut head. Pickup. Actually, you know what? I don't want to do pickups yet. I wanted to ask you guys, and I'm only asking you guys just because I listened to the Joe Budden podcast. I listened to it regularly. Shout out to Maul. He came on the podcast before. And it was weird because they're on like 400-something episode. And Joe Budden had asked them, and they do music, they do hip-hop podcasts. And he asked them what got them into hip-hop. And somebody had sent me a message, listener suggestions. I appreciate everybody who sends stuff to the website, thesneakthis.com. You got a suggestion, a topic, a top 10, send it to us. We'll try to do it. If we've done them all, we've done them all. You know what I mean? But like, please send them some suggestions. Some actually sent a few. But somebody was like, yo, I just got into the podcast like episode like, it's 2:30, like, what got y'all into sneakers? And I was like, I guess it is. You should ask that. And I was like, I got Johnny and I got Don here who are like, all of us OGs in the sneaker game. Whether we're like fully, I don't know if Johnny's you still fully in sneakers?
A little bit, not too much.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's good then. But like, and I feel like we've all known each other from the Facebook group and like, we know each other for a very long time actually. You know what I mean? But I was gonna ask, like, I'll start Don. What got you into sneakers?
Okay, we might all have like the similar background or story, but obviously with me was watching Michael Jordan play growing up. I'm 36, so like I grew up in that era where it was Michael Jordan, and then from there it was like just the early '90s culture. You know what I'm saying? Like the commercials, the Jordan commercials, and then it was everything on TV. Like everybody was rocking like high top sneakers. You know what I'm saying? It was like the music, hip hop, and then it was just basketball. It was Larry Johnson, and seeing what he wore, and Barkley with the his Barclays and all that. So I think it was just that time and that era, and always seeing how dope it was and wanting to get it. But obviously parents weren't paying that type of money for the Jordans and things like that. So when I was old enough to able to acquire some, I just got everything. You know what I mean? But and then I've told the story on here before for the listeners who haven't understood. Will Smith and that whole Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That's really what did it for me. And that's why I have a 5 tatted on my arm, and that's why that's my favorite shoe. Very first episode when he steps out, you know what I'm saying, with no laces on, and that it was just crazy. And me being, a young kid, I'm like, fam, you know what I'm saying? I want to cop heavy, but, moms wasn't paying $150 for Jordan 5s back then or however much they were.
Yeah, how much were they? Like 120?
Like 110.
I mean, it was like, I'm sure it was 110, 120, but with me being 6 years old, that wasn't happening. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, no, that's pretty much what it was. It was the music, it was TV, it was Michael Jordan. That's kind of what did it for me, and I haven't looked back since.
Johnny.
So, kind of similar to Don, you know what I mean? I've always, played basketball and been into basketball, so obviously seeing Jordan and everything those guys wore, but what really took me over the edge was actually Larry Johnson, was the Aero Jams. Those were the first shoe that I was just like, yo, I got to have those. And that's when actually Converse had the store at Metro Center. I don't know if y'all remember that. They had the Metro Center store over there. So I was like, man, let's go. We about to get some Aero Jams, some Larry Johnson. Mom was like, oh yeah, nah, we ain't getting those. You're going to have to settle for these KJs, the one strap. I was like,
KJs were fire too.
Yeah, they still got the React in the bottom. But
they were back then.
But yeah, so I went with the KJs, and it was just, from there, it was just like, everything was like, I had to have the dopest sneakers. You know what I mean?
His story is relevant in terms of one's better than the others is the point I'm making.
Yeah, so
yes.
8th grade, I played in penny ones, and just after that was just 90s basketball throughout high school. And so
I feel like one of the episodes you came on, we did top 10 commercials. We did top 10 sneaker commercials.
Man,
that grandmama.
That grandmama.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So that was it for me, man.
George, you want to tell how you got it?
So yeah, my story is the same as a lot of people who grew up. When I grew up, I was born in '79. I'm old as shit. I saw Jordan's entire Bulls career. I mean, maybe you can say when I was 6 or 5 or whatever, I wasn't paying attention, which is true. But I distinctly remember them losing to the Pistons and then finally getting over the hump versus the Lakers in the finals. But even more so for me than that was the Fab Five, Michigan.
Okay.
Black socks, long shorts.
Wearing the Barclays.
Yeah. Air Force Max.
Yep, the Barclays.
Michigan was the thing that was everybody wanted those socks with the Nike written in blue, black socks with the Nike written in blue, bold outline letters.
Baggy shorts.
So a lot of people credit Jordan for being the first one to bring the baggier shorts to the NBA, but I mean, I think he got that from the younger generation, even people younger than him. You know what I mean? I'm not saying the Fab Five influenced him, but I think the Fab Five doesn't get the credit it deserves, at least now. Like, I think we've had conversations in the past 10 years where we acknowledge that, but we haven't talked about that on this show in a long time. They deserve a lot of credit. And another person who deserves credit is Penny. Penny doesn't get credit because, fam, he was drafted in 92, 93, or 93, 94, something like that. Maybe 93, 94. His relevance is, like, understated in terms of, like, Little Penny. I mean, one of the biggest Nike commercial ad marketing of all time.
And see, we give that credit.
Chris Rock.
We always give that credit to Nike. You know, we never really discuss it as like the aspect of like.
Yeah, I don't know how much
Penny.
credit Penny gets, but Chris Rock should get a ton of credit. I mean,
oh yeah, of course. I mean, we talk about you brought up the LeBron commercial where he was like the many different versions of
Or the
him.
puppets. Remember, it was LeBron and Kobe, the puppets.
Like, it's just like so many things like that. But nah, I never think of Penny at all as much as like we probably should.
For me, it was Jordan first because I did have 3s, 4s. Those were the first two that I actually like asked my mom, "Yo, can I have the?" I mean, I say "yo," but I'm like, "Yo, can I have these?"
Yo,
mom,
Yo, ma.
my dudes.
Yo, ma.
Yo, ma.
And then I had, I sent you some of the pictures, but I had like the I don't know if it was Air Force 2 low or whatever picture I sent you from like me being at Disneyland with my cousins. And I had like, and they were obviously destroyed. Like, cause when you're young, you don't have a bunch of sneakers. You might have 2-3 pairs. And it was an all white, maybe Air Force Max 2 or Air Force 2 low, something like that. And so again, the Fab Five. So it was like Jordan, Fab Five, and I guess Penny and Fab Five was kind of at the same time. But like, Penny doesn't get the credit he deserves. Everything he did on the court was like cool. And then the shoe came out, the Penny one, fam. I think I might have tried harder to get the Penny one than any Jordan when I was younger.
A lot of people did it.
I wore it to school the first. I don't know what month it came out, but like the first day I had it, the next day like I wore it to school. Like whenever I bought it, and I had it like the outfit lined up.
I mean, everybody did back then.
I mean, that's what you had
I don't
to
know
do.
about that.
My school colors were royal blue, so I was like, I'm gonna play in those.
Fam, I slept in my
fam, we had
day clothes. I'm not even joking.
We had our high school was green and white, and we didn't care. We still wore Penny ones. We didn't care.
Oh yeah, but back then I don't care. You know, we used to wear sneakers with everything. You wore your Jordans. I was wearing like a brown button-down shirt, corduroys. I used to argue my mom. I used to make me wear corduroys. I hated corduroys, but I still wore Jordans and stuff with the corduroys.
With some up-tempos.
Yeah, anything. So that kept y'all in the sneakers? Basketball, stuff like that?
Yeah, for me it was basketball.
I felt like at some point.
And then Bo Jackson too. Bo Jackson was big.
So I feel like at some point.
And Agassi.
Sports had. Oh, you know Deion did. Deion kept me into it.
I think just 90s, man. That whole 90s, man. They was pushing everything because you figure it wasn't even just Nike. You figured Reeboks was pushing, Sean Kemp, Shaq.
Right.
Just everybody was getting pushed.
It was also too like it was commercials. Commercials actually were relevant then. Like you would watch the Neon Deion commercials, the Bo Jackson commercials, the Larry Johnson commercials, the Jordan commercial. I mean that it was all commercials for me and just TV. Like MTV when MTV was popping. Like all the VJs was wearing something hot. I had said before. Like when you watch In Living Color, like at the end when they're all together, every last one of them had something hot.
Wayans brothers.
Martin was crazy. I mean, they all were fresh. So to me, it was TV. It was everything we watched, everything. And when I was growing up, it was all fire, and I wanted that. You know what I'm saying?
Too was the free marketing though too. You had East Bay sending you stuff every month.
That magazine,
circling everything.
Yep,
like
that
that's
magazine.
how you kind of asked for it. Like, what kind of shoes you want? Hey, let me show you the magazine with all of them circled. Pick
You know
one.
what's funny is like even though it got all the East Bays and stuff like that, I had never ever ordered a pair of sneakers out of East Bay. Like all
I
years as
did.
a kid, never.
Oh yeah, I did. Well,
Never,
this
ever.
brings up a
Didn't
question
need to.
though. I never thought about this before. Does the era after, like Iverson, Jason Williams, the white Jason Williams, like does this era have like a guy like that, like a flashy guy? I don't know if it does. LeBron's not. He's not flashy. He's not like fam. That Nike commercial with like Lamar Odom, Jason Williams, and all them doing all that dribbling to the beat.
freestyle?
Yeah. Does this era have? I never thought about that before,
mean,
but that brought it up. Does this?
I could see rest in peace. Kobe
Dame, maybe?
Kobe had some flash to him.
Kobe had some flash to him, but
Will
like,
Kobe be in that commercial though? You know what I mean?
might
Like,
do, but
Afro
I don't
Kobe
think it
had
was,
some
like,
flash.
push like that.
No, Afro
Kobe-
Kobe had flash.
the only one I can think of is Dame. That's it.
see, Kobe didn't.
Steph Curry's not
have-
like that, and I mean he's a whack shoe brand, but
See, it's hard to say because Kobe. I mean, with Kobe, he had flash, but you could just see Jordan. Like you could just see
That too.
Jordan.
fam, Jason Williams in the All-Star game did that around the back pass and then hit it with his elbow. When was the last time anyone tried to do anything crazy like that? I mean, it wasn't an all-star game, rookie game, but
Well,
you know what I
everybody
mean.
shoots threes now, so you don't got to do it on the back pass now.
Yeah, that's a conversation you need to have with him.
Facts.
Kyrie's kind of got a little flash. I mean, he's a nutcase, but he's got some flash.
But he don't have the personality like Iverson, Jason Williams, those guys that goes along with it. I know what you're talking about.
So you want like street along with
not so much street,
flash.
but like
It's hard
somebody
to say.
who's like that got that like swaggy it factor or whatever. I feel like our generation don't.
I feel like they all had it. I mean, LeBron came out.
Who
as
was
the king.
they all?
LeBron came out as the king. It don't get no more flashy and swag as that. I mean, you were talking about somebody, one of the most anticipated first games. I remember, I was like, I am.
Oh yeah,
missing.
but that's different.
But he's
That's
never
not the
been
same
considered.
thing.
He's never been considered like a bad boy. Like Iverson was the
that
bad
ain't
boy
the
of
same- yeah,
basketball.
that ain't the
Jason
same
Williams
thing.
was the
Envelope,
bad
yeah.
boy.
But see, like,
There's been
everything
plenty
that
of
you
anticipation.
guys-
Zion, fam. There's been plenty of anticipation for their first
yeah.
game. I'm saying like that, fam. When you think of like White Chocolate, Jason Williams, everything like you remember he did the hesitation on Gary Payton in the game,
all that.
fam.
It's crazy because I was just watching a video where Tracy McGrady and
Yeah,
I forget who
McGrady
else was
too,
talking about-
off
they
the
were
glass.
They were talking about how White Chocolate is a legend. They're like that. We don't really say that too much, but
Right.
he is a legend because
Almost
of the stuff that
definitely.
he
Yes.
brought
Yeah.
to the league.
Yeah, but like you,
Fam,
get
it was
in this
Gary
era.
Payton. Everyone was like, White Chocolate ain't doing nothing to Gary Payton. Fam.
I know what you're talking about, but see, you're talking about an era of, to me, was like just better basketball.
Don't do that.
Fam, the 3-pointer has turned into the flash now.
So what would you want Steph Curry to do? Play that way?
No, because that's never been his way. Like, that's my point. Like, who's gonna be to me? If I had to think of a flashy player now, the closest thing I think of
Dame
would
can be flashy and shoot threes.
Fam, his flashes shoot from far. That's not a flash.
No,
Yeah,
but he
I agree
dunks
with
too.
Dame dunks every once in a while. He ain't dunking.
it's not-
I would say John Morant maybe, but like he doesn't do as much as he did in college.
Does Ja Morant even have a personality? I have no idea.
John Morant on Twitter is funny.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now Zion,
I don't think I've heard him speak once.
I don't know. Zion has a personality.
But Zion doesn't have swag though.
He doesn't. He looks like he's hurt all the time.
Yeah.
He has swags on his dunks though.
I think.
Oh, well,
I think in
sure,
a couple
but-
years he might turn into that Tim Duncan. With
You
the,
think so?
With the big jeans.
Yo,
Hey, I hope
underrated,
not.
like,
I hope not.
Man, when Tim Duncan was in the league, I hated him. I hated like his guts. Now I worship Tim Duncan, dude. Just as like, no, I'm not saying I disrespected his like level in like pantheon or whatever. I hated his guts in the NBA, but now it's like one of those things where like you look at Tiger Woods and all the people on the tour used to hate him, and now he's like that.
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
hi, laughing and joking and whatever. Now I look back at Duncan, I'm like, damn, I should have appreciated Duncan more, like, because I was always a KG guy, and I looked at them as like one and the same, like rivalry, and I always liked KG more. But now I just realized,
See, I was
like,
gonna say KG had swag, but he was in
Yeah.
that same era though. He was
Yeah.
in that Iverson, that early '90s.
And you
Like,
see what? I think only you and KG thought they were like this. 'Cause I don't think Tim Duncan
he said,
cared
only
what-
me and KG.
I don't
Yes,
think-
no one else.
I used to be like, they used to try to make that a thing, but I was like, I don't think Tim Duncan thinks they're right. I don't think
Well,
he
of course
cares.
he doesn't. He got all the rings. It's different.
I'm gonna tell you what.
I'm sure Kobe, like a lot of people, he just like, damn, I got 5 championships.
But
Yeah.
you know, like one of the things too, like well, maybe one of the asked that too was because I went to dinner with some friends and Zay, you know, Isaiah Freeney.
Oh, yeah.
So like, you know, had like a little birthday thing for Sad, and we was eating at the restaurant, and he's young, he's going to NYU, he's about to play ball, whatever. And I asked him, and I said, because when he goes there, it's different. Like your daughter's in a completely, you know, she's not in Arizona.
Yeah.
So like, you're gonna go experience something you've never experienced before. And I remember I told them when we were at dinner, and I said, man, you might not want to come back. And I don't know about your daughter. Your daughter might be like, I might not.
we've
wanna.
already had that discussion,
Oh,
man.
really?
It's tough. It's
And-
because you don't know.
Right. And he's about to experience New York City college and a star basketball player. Like, there's nothing like that's a trifecta.
Mm-hmm.
Like, good at basketball, NYU, and in New York City. I mean, what more could you ask for? And I asked him, I said, he's born and raised here. And I said, do you got lifelong friends? Because, I mean, like, friends here that, like, you would talk to forever. Because I told him, I said, I have none. Like, I've been to 9 schools. And that's what made me think of the sneaker thing. Because, you know what made me get into sneakers was always having a first day of school. I went to 9 schools growing up. I went to Christian school in LA. Then I lived in Oregon. Then I did half of 6th grade in the Bay, 7th in another school in the Bay, 8th in another school in the Bay, 9th, half of 10th, something here and here, whatever. I went to a group of schools, so like sneakers was always my first day, every day was I had to go somewhere.
It was your break the ice at school real quick.
So like I remember when you could come through with a pair of Deons or something. I got into sneakers because of my dad and Jordan and basketball, watching Lakers and stuff like that in LA, of course. But like what kept me in it was that, and it was funny because I was telling my friends, I said, you know what it was? I said, I think the attention that I got the first time I came to school from my sneakers was my way of making myself feel comfortable because I was never the biggest kid. I was always the smallest, whatever. And that gave me everything. I was good at every single sport, basketball, football, anything we played, I was good at. And then back then, we all dressed athletically. Like, we wear hoop shorts and stuff. We wasn't, whether we was hooping or not. And then we started wearing our jeans, put the jeans and the hoop shorts, whatever. But I think that was like one of the things that made me like love sneakers so much was like, it broke the ice for me. First day of school, every single time, new school, and it was like, damn, that cat got the Deons. Yo, he got the iris. Oh, he got both color irises. Oh, it was crazy. And like you had said, I don't know which one of you had said about like back then, sneakers came in 2-3 colors. Like it wasn't like 55 colors of iris and stuff like that. Like you had white cement, you had black cement, man, that was it. And maybe they came out with an all-star one to freak it a little bit sometimes, but that was even rare. So, but no, I was just thinking about that. I was like, man, I just remember those first day of schools, and I remember going to school in California, the Bay Area. It was called Jack London, and I was only going for half a sixth. So I went middle of the school year. It's worse is going to school in the middle of the school year because you don't know nobody.
Exactly.
And they were sitting in like a circle on the floor.
Everybody's already clicked up.
Everybody already got homies and stuff. And I remember I had on Diamond Turfs. And I had Diamond Turfs on because, and we're going to talk about the Nike situation with the CEO, but when I lived in Oregon, my friend's mom worked at Nike. So she would give us Nike sneakers. Not give us, but we'd buy this Nike. We got everything back then. And I remember I still had brand new pairs. So when I came with the Diamond Turfs in 6th grade, they came out when we were in 4th or 5th grade. So when I had a brand new pair, it was like, yo, and I didn't grow as much as everybody else was always growing. Like once I got to like 6th grade, it was like, all right, everybody's pretty tall.
What's going on over here?
I remember I walked in the classroom and I got in the circle. I just found a spot on the circle. I don't know nobody. And I remember this kid said, yo, his sneakers are dope. He looks cool. And I was like, oh, okay, I might be all right here. You know what I mean? But like, I just remember that. And I always forget that because, you forget those little things. You remember why. And then it happened with college too. It was like, man, I got to go to ASU. I don't know, man. Like, you feel a little funny, Phoenix College, all that stuff. But no, I just wanted to reiterate that just to the listeners of the podcast because like we've done so many episodes, you forget. You could easily say, oh, go back and listen to that. I'm sure we said it, episode 2, 3, 4, 1, whatever, but those episodes are so bad, they're embarrassing. So
nah, it's not that bad.
Oh, they're bad.
I know I listened to it. Well, I was part of them.
They're bad. They're not embarrassing. We had no idea what we were doing, but they're definitely bad.
Cool.
I cringed.
They were cool, man.
We were talking about episode 1 today, and I was like, let me just go real quick, just to like a little seconds. I had my hoodie. I was like, oh my God. I'm by myself in the house. I was like, oh my God.
Y'all was like, we're just friends drinking beer online. That was funny. I've watched it a few times.
That was bad too, drinking all that beer and stuff back when you used to be
Y'all used to get lit.
Because
lit.
I used to go home trying to edit all late at night. I used to be like,
oh no, y'all got lit.
I had a headache every night trying to edit. I used to stay up and go straight to work. I wouldn't even go to bed just so I could get the video and stuff out. But, anyways, pickups. Anybody buy anything recently? Sneakers or cards, whatever.
Okay.
Or hats or anything you've got.
Well, no, here's my recent pickup right here. Shout out to Greg. I've been wanting this joint.
I got a new pickup, fam.
forever.
Right.
So finally got it. So appreciate y'all. So this is probably my latest pickup here. No, I'm gonna be honest, man. I haven't really bought a lot of shoes in the past couple of months. Not because I'm into cars or anything like that. Just for when I've been taking my usual L's on sneakers and undefeated in every other raffle I enter. But aside from that, no, I haven't really bought anything the past couple of months. So I just been chilling, really. I'm trying to do some bigger things this year, man. You know what I'm saying? What we were talking about earlier.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to make some bigger purchases, some bigger cops. You know what I'm saying? So, but we'll see. I mean, I'm still trying to cop sneakers. I'm never leaving,
Fine.
but
corporate real estate.
I mean, we'll see. Trying to do something.
I'm glad Johnny brought you those because I actually meant to bring those pink SBs and I forgot. I was gonna have you open that, open the box or whatever.
Oh, your pig joints.
Yeah.
Oh, they came in?
Yeah.
Let's go.
They are fire.
I told you.
Johnny,
I told you.
Pickup wise, nah, man. I've been slowed down on shoes. I think the last thing I picked up was Undefeated Kobe's, the pack.
Oh, okay.
the last thing I
was
picked
which
up.
one?
I mean,
That's
like
a while
Don
back.
said,
That's 19, I think.
I've still tried for some stuff, but
taking
you
L's,
know,
man.
L's, you know, a few of the ones and stuff like that. But like I said, I'm not too upset about it. It's just like, oh, Al, move on to the next thing. But
What's the last couple ones that came out? Because maybe I did get something.
Mochas.
I would say I tried for.
I did get mochas. I haven't been here since mochas, so I did get mochas. I got a few of those.
A few.
The Japan, what was that? The Japan ones, the silver.
Blue
I got the
balls.
silver and blues, so that'll probably be the last thing.
Oh.
It's been like a month or two, but I did get all those. But everything else in the past
look
like
at you.
4 weeks, all L's. But I did get some of those.
I tried for some of the dunks.
Yeah, definitely L's on those.
Yeah, everything's just
Thanks to
been
this
L's.
kid from Nike's VP.
Huh.
He's the reason why we're taking L's.
No, stop it.
He is.
No, he's not.
Okay.
He's not even close.
So, yeah.
You saw that warehouse full of stuff.
Oh, stop it.
Apparently, people have heard the, like, buying online story, but apparently there's also, like, buying at the employee's corporate store or whatever, and that's, maybe that's in the article, too. I don't know. But, obviously it's a we'll talk about the issue bigger. Obviously it's a conflict of interest, just him using her credit card to buy like Adidas.
Yeah. Yes.
But can you imagine like using the credit card of a VP to go to like the employee store and cop it all and then resell it?
Yeah.
Fam.
Insane.
Huh?
Yeah, insane. But what's up? What about your pickups?
Just the 4s. That's it.
Do you like them?
I haven't got them yet. Shout out to the plug.
Wait, you got what?
Those 4s.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
You smoking.
I'm gonna be honest. You might not like it. You haven't seen him in hand yet?
Nah.
Okay. Good luck.
Bad.
Well,
I
you
saw him in hand.
should have sent a picture or a video.
I tried. Didn't I tell
saw
you
him in
guys?
hand at the store.
I told you about that little cracked toe box.
Yeah.
It's not the
Twice.
biz.
Yeah, I don't mind that though, because it's just the
Oh, you will.
it's just the toe guard. Like the rest of
Okay.
the toe box is suede, so we'll see.
I want you to like
Lotion.
them, but they're
They need lotion.
yeah. No, I want you to like them, but they're
Sahara deserts.
I was saying the sandpaper one.
Yeah,
like,
There's
joints.
plenty of SBs that roller derbies have leather like that.
No, this is different.
That's different.
And it's
How's it
got
different?
glitter
It's
in
white.
the
What's
crack.
the difference?
It's got glitter in the crack. It's weird.
A lot of things got glitter in the crack. Let's
Hey, and we enjoy that, but these we do not.
let's relax.
But these we do not. I'm just being honest.
What else?
But
got?
you just said a video or a picture, so like
I mean, can't send you everything.
stuff that I want. You should be sending me.
But you don't
4s.
wear anything, so I don't send you
Well,
fours
you know,
anymore.
You're
'cause
definitely not wearing these.
I'm gonna
fours.
keep saying Rona till like 2027. So even if it's over.
Before
so.
Rona, you were wearing nothing, so that's why you were
Nah,
wearing
that's not
nothing.
true. I actually wore Samantha and sent you a picture. I think it's up on
That
Instagram.
was like 2 years ago.
Oh, it
And
wasn't.
after we roasted you for not wearing them,
Yeah, but
you
fam,
got
it's been Rona for a
OGs
year.
Fours. You're not wearing these brown fours. You're not gonna wear these.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not. I mean, you got OG fours you don't wear.
I've said
With
this
the
before.
Nike Air. And
Where am I supposed to wear them?
Oh my God. You
To
can wear
the
them
grocery
here.
store.
All
I
right,
say,
yes,
wear
and
me.
then-
I was
Hey,
like,
what
wear
are you
me.
talking about? We're to the podcast. We're just thinking podcast.
George, if Lightnings do come out this year, you got to wear them to the podcast. First podcast they come out.
Oh, we're all wearing them to the podcast if they finally come out.
Lightning's been coming out for about 8
They
years.
said finally it's coming out with kid sizing as well, so I think it's
August.
confirmed. Yeah, it is confirmed.
I'll believe it when I take my L. When I get my L, then I'm like, oh yeah, they came out.
I'll pay resale.
They
I
came
need
out.
that. Yeah, no, I'm paying resale. For
And you
that.
I
got
need those
big
back.
joints.
I need those back.
Oh, you had them?
I had Lightnings, yeah.
Oh, you used to have a lot of stuff.
I used to have a
Lasers,
lot of
everything.
stuff. Everything.
You ain't got all that stuff no more?
Uh-uh.
None of it? Dang, look at this guy. Though. It
Yeah.
must be nice though. I envy you.
Yeah, I got rid of it, man. Like I said, it was too hard to wear shit. It was just like looking at it like, where am I gonna wear it to? Texas Roadhouse?
Thank you.
You know what I mean? So I'm like,
I
I'd rather
envy
just
you.
have the money and just do some stuff. And it was just like,
I
whatever.
envy you. I love hearing that. Man.
You
I'm
can
not
do
even
it, man.
joking.
I did it
love
too. You
hearing
can do it.
I
Unload.
love hearing that.
Nah, but see, the problem is he'll say that, and then the next week or 2 weeks later, flip flop, and he'll
Oh, I
say,
know.
"I love
You
shoe
right.
boxes,"
I
and then
know.
2 weeks later, I need to get rid of it, and 2 weeks later,
But especially when you see the cycle, though, you're
Now-
just like, I'll get those in 4 years. They're gonna come out.
See, that's
at
my
least
thing.
now he finally acknowledged, like, instead of buying 4 shoes I'm not gonna wear, I'll buy one $400 or $500 shoe that I will wear. So at least he finally acknowledged that that's the case.
Yeah, but like,
I think the only things I've looked back, the only things I've kept this year, and I mean, and granted, the year's only 2 months old, 2.5 months old. Where we at? March 2nd. Pig SB, which came basically from me selling old SBs and the money just sitting in GOAT. So why not buy it?
doing 4 topes, whatever. They
Yeah,
call
whenever those come, yeah, that. But I wasn't even going to include that because it hasn't happened yet. I mean, I can't even remember. I want to say I got Air Max, the ones that look like Dallas Cowboy colors. You said
navy blue.
Those joints are fire.
Bro,
Yeah,
they need to
like
retro these Obsidians like ASAP.
Yeah, they do.
ASAP.
But when they retro,
that should be
it's
another.
impossible.
But that should be another one like the Jordan 1s. Those Air Max Red
Those joints sat
Royals.
for a while too.
They should always be out every year. Like an
Yeah.
Air Force One, they should be out every year.
There is no reason why cats, like I said, should have had. Like, there are people we know who still never owned a black red Jordan 1. Like, I get it, but fam, what, 85? What are we, 30-some years now?
Yeah, no,
And we still can't get one? Come on, man. That's ridiculous. Air Max 1, red, royal, 95 neons, 90 Air Max 90s, all these infrared, all this stuff should just be readily available.
And I bet you Nike can do that and just say like, this is going to be like the master collection
Of
that's just
course
going to
they
come
could.
out every year.
Of course they could.
Who knows what Nike can do anymore?
They can definitely do that.
That's true. What about you, pickups?
That was it. Oh, pickups. I got Clot, Kiss of Deaths.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, son, you won that. Congrats. Let's go, boy.
You know, I
so
love
you
That was a
I
good
had
one.
a feeling I was going to win that too.
Socks.
I
How
only
can you
win
not
out of
like
countries.
those? Those are
I can only win out of countries. I can't. I do a rap.
those are tight.
Not England though.
Man. Oh, you talking about from looking at them? All right, whatever.
I can't win in
clear toe
European
box.
territories. I can't.
They're
win
tight.
in North
What's wrong with the
America.
clear toe box?
Yeah, you tripping. Them
We've
are the
done
greatest
clear-
Air Maxes of all time.
You know how many people added me and DM me like, oh yeah, Greg's gonna be upset when he gets those.
No,
No,
I'm
he's
not.
not.
Clear toe
They're
box
tight.
watch.
Even if I don't care for when I get them in hand, it's such a classic OG one that like none of us ever thought we'd have.
Yeah. No,
so
they're
it's
tight.
like, well, I got it in my collection.
Well,
now,
that,
I'm
I mean,
good with it.
if that's the reason why you bought it, that's true, and that's the same
No,
reason why.
I'm wearing it. It's fire.
I doubt it. That's the same reason why I bought that fake pigeon.
Okay.
Never thought I'd own one.
Why are you calling it a fake pigeon now?
That's just the first thing that came to my head.
Nah.
All right, relax. You reading into every comment like, oh, I'm looking at it as far as I can. By the way, we didn't talk about the pictures that were on that Instagram or whatever, like the actual done.
I don't even matter.
Shoe?
Bro. You gotta watch the man.
Whose
You gotta
account
watch
was
the
it
man,
again?
the Warren Lotus man. You gotta watch the man that's walking across the country, whatever. You saw Warren Lotus
To get
Yeah.
cheesecake and $5,000.
I thought it was
and
just
every pair of
California
Warren
or
Lotus,
something.
whatever it was, like from LA to what, San Francisco.
Yeah, it was supposed
Yeah, I
to
watched
be.
his video today of him walking.
Oh, I didn't know it was a thing.
Fam, the cat is like literally like in the jungle. Like he like, yo, this is weird. He's like, he seen a dead turtle. He flipped it over, and he said, man, he should have been wearing Warren Lotus. So I was like, damn.
Oh my God.
He's like eating mustard from cramps. He's got like a hiking stick. He's actually doing it. And Blanc has sent it to me. Shout out to Blanc. I got the Kiss of Death Air Max 1s, which I'm super hyped about.
Good
those.
come up.
I really, really wanted those. Like, so I got those. It just felt good to actually win something, to be honest with you. Oh, got some Stan socks and stuff. Shout out to the homie. I'm not going to say who it is, but he helped with some Stan socks, which is the best ones of all time. I'm wearing right now, the quarter ones, which George put me on to these
Great
quarter.
songs of all time.
These are the greatest socks of all time.
They are. I
The
mean,
quarter
those
length, whatever this
the
is.
Drake ones are too, but yeah, same both.
The quarter length icon Stan socks are the best socks of all time. They just stop right there. I ain't got to scrunch them down.
Really?
I ain't got to raise them up. Perfect.
Put me on.
They are
fam.
the,
I know.
they are the
I'm
perfect
looking at
length.
it.
Oh, hey,
I
that's
ain't gonna
kinda
lie. I
tight.
already eyed them earlier. I was like, what?
But when they-
almost look like NBA socks, but they.
Oh no, they make the
They
NBA
make the
one.
NBA ones too.
The
See?
same one, same length. Yeah,
Right
it has
there.
the logo man.
Put
on
me
it.
on, fam.
That's it. They stop right there.
But when I told him about it last time, he said they sold out, and I found him some listing on eBay, like a random listing. It was
Gotta
the
buy them
only
on
one on
eBay.
the entire internet.
Yeah.
only
And
person on the
they
internet
finally restocked. So check the website.
Let's go.
Shout out to him. But I think that was it. Oh, shoot. Let me go ahead
I was
and
gonna
show
say,
it.
yeah.
For those who've been listening to this podcast for a very long time, I have brought these up numerous times. Shout out to the homie Johnny. Finally got these from him.
Finally.
I paid for these maybe about 4 or 5 years ago. Like, it was probably like a year after the podcast, maybe, I think. I can't even remember. I mean, it's a Nike Racer. They don't even make them anymore.
Hey, put it this way: it probably about a year after Cortez, because I got Cortez those Blazers, and he was like 8C. So it was about a year probably after that.
that's right.
And the 14s, but it was around that time when I was going to
Forgot
Nike.
about that. Holy smokes.
It's been a long time.
Man, this shoe isn't even made anymore.
See, that's what rich people do. They wait 5 years to pick their shoes up.
Nah, man.
That's rich
lazy.
activities. No, that's what
lazy
rich
stuff.
people do.
Man, like I said, he lives like 10, 15 minutes from my house. Like,
Always hitting this guy up.
these joints is fire, too. I don't know why they stopped making these. And these are kind of, they never had air, they didn't have zoom, they didn't have nothing in them.
Don't need to.
Them joints is fire.
I
Look
still
at
wear the
half
multicolors.
box. This might be the original bag you bought them in.
Probably. I think it is.
Oh, from Nike.
Creased up.
That bag is wrinkled. You want to do that ad real quick? I got nothing else too. I didn't buy nothing. I don't think no hats, no nothing.
You didn't buy the gray one? Oh no, you said you didn't want the gray one.
I can't buy any hats until summertime.
Why is that?
I got like 60 hats I've never worn. They're just sitting there. See, that's why I envy you, Johnny. Fam, we're gonna talk about that too a little bit when we talk about, because I got to give a recap.
Yeah, but he buying other stuff though. See, so
yeah, but see, you know what it is? That's my issue. You know what? Not my issue. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna do it.
All right.
We're gonna talk about it. Because I envy that.
From rare dead stock to the latest release, you can find the exact sneaker you're looking for on eBay. As the original sneaker marketplace, eBay is the place to go to cop the pair you've been eyeing. And with eBay's authenticity guarantee, a team of independent professional I always stumble on this word. Authenticators. Yes. Authenticators perform a rigorous inspection of the sneakers you purchase before they're sent to you, so you can shop confidently knowing your pair is the real deal. And for the sneaker sellers out there, eBay has eliminated selling fees on sneakers of $100 plus. Maybe they'll do it on sports cards next, making it free to sell or flip your collection. With other sites taking as much as 25%, you're going to have a lot of extra money left for, Greg,
for sneakers.
More sneakers and sports cards. Check out ebay.com/sneakers today! Exclamation point. Whether rare, dead stock, or the latest release, find the exact shoe you're looking for on eBay. With eBay's authenticity guarantee, your sneakers are meticulously inspected by independent professional authenticators. I got it that time. A team of experienced sneaker authenticators verify the box, logo, stitching, and dozens of other inspection points. Each sneaker also receives an authenticity guarantee tag that includes a digital stamp of authenticity and is customized with the sneaker's details. Authenticity guarantee also protects sellers with a verified return process. It's free to sell sneakers of $100 or more on eBay. Free. Free, the most important word in marketing. And thanks to eBay's authenticity guarantee, verified returns make the whole transaction worry-free. With other sites taking as much as 25%, you're going to have a lot of extra money left for more sneakers and sports cards.
Shout out to eBay. Like I said, ebay.com/sneakers. ebay.com/sneakers. All right, Joe, what comes out this week?
It should be /sneakdis. Let's see here. Good question. You might have some stuff already listed. Obviously, these differ a little bit all the time.
I do.
The Jordan 4 White Cement Golf are coming out. You copping?
Nope.
You copping?
No, but they are tight.
Oh, you seen them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look nice.
Dang, even those in hand early? People get anything early.
Anything. They're tight. I like them.
I don't go nowhere. I don't go golfing.
I mean, well, you don't wear golf shoes when you golf anyway.
You're
so
right. See, I was telling my wife, I said if I golfed enough, I'd buy actual golf shoes. But until then, I just wear
Timberlands.
Now he just wears, what was it, infrared 6s?
I wore infrared 6s. I endorsed a pair of infrared 6s golfing.
Well, no, those ones that you
now.
wore, those Volt ones, actually kind of are like golf shoes a little bit. Like the bottom is like...
I wear those regularly. It's crazy. They stopped making that too. Remember that on the LeBron whatever?
Oh,
those pods?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why does Nike, they just be stuff be just disappearing?
Yeah, man.
When people don't want stuff, that's why shocks
they
don't
don't sell.
exist. They suck. Nobody wants it.
Back. Well, shocks didn't actually shock.
I don't know what that means, but for
Don't
some
act
reason
like
it's
it.
funny.
I know
When
exactly
everybody
what
bought
he meant.
socks,
Yeah.
when shocks came out and the commercial was like boing, oh, people couldn't wait to get their hands on a pair of shocks to try to sit on the hill to see if it like.
And it did nothing.
Now, nobody expected them boing off the
If
ground.
they wouldn't have had Vince Carter do the ad, it wouldn't have sold.
Vince Carter didn't do the ad first.
Yeah, he did.
The runner, the OG runner.
Oh! I think about the basketball shoe.
No.
I had those.
basketball
I had
shoe.
the
I
like.
played it.
low top.
I only bought the
played in those?
basketball
The
one.
Vince Carters? Yeah.
I had them
one?
too
the
small.
Concord, the black and white with the purple.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
With patent leather black. I played in
I
those.
had the black and
Those
gray
like the
ones with that
BB4,
model.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
they
had
were
them.
okay.
Your
But
bottom
you know
didn't
when
rip off?
Nah, but when you're young, you don't really care. You can play wherever.
That's
See,
true.
that's the best era of basketball too. That's what I talk about too, playing basketball. Whenever I played basketball, well, I don't know anymore, but like before I broke my hand, those blocks of times I played basketball, I was trying to wear like a Jordan 4. Stuff I actually hooped in.
I played in 11s. I played in Laney 5s, Midnight 6s.
Yeah.
All of that.
All
Yeah.
these.
On top of the
I mean,
90s
NBA
stuff,
players
too.
are now still wearing that stuff. Really, I mean,
You know what was hard to actually? Speaking of Penny One, I played in those in junior high, but then I tried to play in the all white ones later on.
Me too. The
They
bottom
were
is
horrible.
flat.
But then they didn't ever stay tied either.
Nah.
You didn't get no really support. So I was like, oh yeah, you can't really play in these.
See, I don't know why stuff like that happened. I tried playing in Pippins with the air on the side. Like, I went to the park, tried playing them. Was sliding all over the place. And it was ice skating. I was like, man, I remember I thought these had grip.
Oh, they're tripping. The first time I played in a Kobe, like the new era Kobe, when he started making his shoes lower, I said I'll never ever play in anything ever again. All the Kobe's are made to the perfect basketball shoe.
I feel like playing,
Maybe for not like a center, but
I felt like playing in Kobe's made me like not as explosive. That's the word. Like, I played in like Jason Kids and stuff. Like, I felt like you had to stomp the ground to put your body in there to get a layup. Now you wear a Kobe or a KD or something, I feel like all I want to do is shoot a jump shot or a fadeaway. Like, I don't feel like I want to drive to the hole.
Huarache 2K4 is probably the best shoe that I played in.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. People do say that about those too. People consider that one of the best basketball shoes of all time.
2K4s is probably one of the best basketball
The
shoes.
only one I had of those were the Laser Kobe's, and I never hooped in them.
you still playing leagues or what?
Like last year I did. That was the last one. But
Oh, yeah,
I
I
have a
guess
torn
it's
meniscus.
Corona.
Yeah, I have a torn meniscus and I still play. So, but
You're not getting that worked on?
I'm debating on whether I want to get surgery.
I don't blame him at this point.
I still have I had a microfracture behind my kneecap, and they were
Oh,
like,
that's the worst thing.
well, no, it was so small. They were like, I mean, if you play, it's gonna hurt like crazy.
Yeah.
But if you don't, it doesn't matter. They're like, it's gonna eventually fill up with calcium and like whatever. So I never ever did. And every time I played, man, it felt like I was like felt like I was about to die. But you know, old now, so don't matter.
Well, it sounds like you were old then.
Damn, Don said he was 36 right now. I didn't know Don was 36.
Yeah, man, we out here.
I thought you was like 32.
Nah, man.
Man, how old are you, Johnny?
38.
God dang. I am too.
He said, you old as hell.
I thought
so am
you
I.
two was the same.
Nah, I'm 38, man.
Young whippersnapper over
82.
here. Huh?
82.
Dunk Low. Actually, it is good to have Don here because Don can actually comment on every single shoe that's on here.
Maybe.
He's actually seen them in hand.
Yeah.
Dunk Low City Market.
Those are cool. I like those.
You copping?
No, copping. That's not even a good question anymore. Am I try? I don't know.
You'll try
that's
it.
been
I didn't do any
It's
raffles.
been that way for 5 years since we've been here.
Right,
Like,
but
they ain't
you know
new.
what? Yeah, but like I got better. I don't bother anymore. That's why today I was like, anybody want me to help with something? Because I'm not bothering with.
Hey, you want to help? You know what you can help on? Those black and white dunks for women's. My daughter needs
those are fire.
those. She's been asking me for SB, black and white SBs for I don't know how long.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, hey, this is the closest we're going to be able to get.
Okay.
So I need those dunks.
Let me know.
She'll love those, but I'm just talking about the regular ones. She's showing me Supremes, but she'll take those too. But nah, we talking about the regular
come out
ones.
this way.
Well,
Absolutely.
yeah, I haven't gotten there yet.
Don't black and white with this fire. Simple said he paid what, $300 for them?
Supremes?
No, the $300
Oh,
for the black and white dunks.
yeah.
God,
I think they're a little bit less in size 12, like 260 or something. But they haven't come out in men's sizes yet, right? In the U.S.
They
Okay,
haven't,
that's what I
'cause
thought.
I've been waiting.
Just wait till they come out. They'll be a little bit less, or the day before.
I've been waiting.
$300 for a dunk. No air, no zoom.
Oh, here we go.
No
It's not that bad, unfortunately.
Well, how much?
They're
Hold on.
$180.
But how
It's
much-
not that
Hold on,
bad,
hold on.
unfortunately, where we're at right
But how
now.
much styling though?
What was that supposed to mean? How much styling?
What's that?
Fam, you know what?
I mean, you paying for something.
I have said this many times. It's a van. You get a box, an extra pair of laces. That's it. No technology, no nothing. It should be readily available all the time too. Now they used to be, and we didn't care about them. They were at Journeys and places like that. There is no reason anybody in their right mind. And you know what? With Nike CEO people, that's sneakerhead's fault too. That's all of that's a lot of fault. There's a lot of layers to that. Go ahead.
We're not there yet.
Oh, well, go ahead.
Supreme Dunk OG 4 colorway in a low. You copy?
I'm trying for those. I'm gonna try.
Are they hitting sneakers? Like,
What are
they're
the
not
four
hitting
colorways?
sneakers this week.
Lime green.
No,
The
they're-
green one is the best one to me, by the way.
He's lying.
With green laces. No. The green with the green laces.
The green's the best one. It's
Way
better
go.
than brown
Oh,
I was gonna say,
or blue.
I want the brown. I was gonna say I want the brown one. That's why I asked about colorways because you know
yeah, I knew he was going to do that.
I'm
He always
rocking
does
with
that.
my boy
It's the
Tot.
same color as those date,
I'm just
right?
trying to
Yeah.
wear them with my Tati's jersey. You know?
Yeah.
You know.
The green is the worst one by far.
No.
It's not even close.
Green with the green laces is the
green-
best
the
one.
green's the
But
worst
I don't
one.
know why people are putting black laces in the other ones when they give you the color lace of the shoe. It's
Yeah.
way better with the color lace of the shoe.
You know, green's the worst one. But that's cool. I'm trying for all of
I think
them.
the green is the worst one too.
You smoking.
Going for
What's
brown.
to smoke? Of course it is.
Brown is I don't know.
Going for
Yeah, so
brown.
why would you put bark root above green?
I didn't put above it, but
The black
did. You
and the
said
black and
green's
blue are the
last.
top two.
I said green is
Nah, you
whack. I didn't say last.
How am I tripping? The black and blue are the top two.
No.
The black
The
definitely is.
green one with the green laces is
No,
the best
the
one.
black and
well, I
white
hope
one is.
everyone does not go for green so I can get it.
But they're going to for that very reason. Because that's the weakest one.
Oh yeah, I thought everybody go for brown first.
No, everyone's going to go for green
Brown?
first.
Ew, brown.
Because they know
Nah, they're not
they know
really
black and
brown.
blue is
They're-
going to sell out first.
Brown.
They're the same as like those mystic dates or whatever. It's the same. It's not really brown. It's like that date color. Apricots.
Brown
What's that?
hat?
You
What's
like
the color of those Air Max One? What color? What is
Mystic
it? Air Max
dates?
Ones you didn't like that you hated on? What else? Dunk High Dark Curry.
Nope.
Steph Curry Dunk High.
Nope. Steph Curry.
D Brown
Nope.
Pump Omnizone 2.
Now look, OG classic. I still have mine from like they released 3-4 years ago.
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
it was. I got them from Shoe Palace. I mean, look, man.
I mean, you should have known those.
Them joints. I
got a
love
pair.
Reeboks. It's a classic OG Reebok. Now, what am I going to do with it? I don't know.
Well, there you go. You should have known it.
Yeah, but see that I'm in the. We're actually Johnny was in the position that we talk about. I mean, we all talk about all the time. What am I gonna do with a D Brown Pump basketball sneaker? What am I about to do? With
So that's what I'm saying.
You about
The
to
other
pump
thing I
up.
looked at
That's what
too
you're
was
gonna
like
do.
having bread toe ones, having Chicago ones, having bread ones. It's like you're gonna wear that with the same goddamn shit.
Six
so you might as
variations
well
of
get
red.
rid of two and just
Yeah,
keep one. So
yeah.
you keep
Right.
red one. South Chicago, South bread toes. They're the same.
6
goddamn
variations of red.
I'm sitting here with like all these. I got like 3 Iverson questions, and I'm just like. Now look, I love it because it's such an OG. I just
Nostalgia.
love it. I consider it one of the top of all time. But what am I gonna do with this?
That thing is about as wide as a mystery machine.
Them joints are wide, and I got a size 10. I don't even got my size in them. They're all 10s. I need a 9.5. Them joints are so gigantic. Go ahead. Those don't stay tied up.
No.
Not at all.
Jordan 1 University Blue.
Fire.
It is?
The high?
Yeah.
Oh, those. I don't
Fire.
know if people like those.
Huh?
Like,
I mean, I think it's good. I don't think it sucks.
I think
Yeah,
the other one's
I
better.
think it's-
The turbo blue looks like the turbo green.
I just
that's
like
not
the-
coming out soon though.
I just like the leather. The quality on these are insane. Really good
I was
quality,
gonna say the
really good
quality was
suede.
different.
It's good. I like them a lot. I'm gonna try to cop for a personal. I
Yeah,
like
I mean,
those.
I think they're good. I don't think they're like, but I haven't seen them in person, so
They're
I can't
fire.
say like they're supreme good. But yeah, I can see tumble leather. All right. Cloud 450 Yeezy, the dinosaur foot.
If it was a 200, I would.
No, you wouldn't.
No, you wouldn't.
If it was like,
You're not buying.
If you
Yeezy.
got
No one's
that
buying
shoe
Yeezy
and it was
anymore.
$500, you would flip that shoe. You would not keep it. Don't do that.
if that shoe was $85, I'd try for it.
You just said 85. And what if you could sell it for 500?
I mean, what's that supposed to mean?
This isn't like cop or drop or keep or not keep. This is like, do you like the shoe? Like copping
I
to
like the
keep.
shoe.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
It's just overpriced.
No, you don't.
$200 for a sock shoe
Kanye,
with no boost.
Kanye
no
doesn't
nothing?
even like the shoe.
He doesn't.
Man, y'all just be making up stuff on this podcast.
Oh, really? That's not your middle name?
What?
Make up stuff on a
I don't make
podcast.
up nothing.
Okay.
Shoot, what I couldn't believe is being at the Heated Soul event and seeing how many Yeezys and variations there was for sale. I was like,
Yeah, and they're all whack.
I was like, this might as well just be a
whack.
Yeezy.
You know what? Okay, well, I'll stop. But one day when you're ready to have a real conversation about Yeezy and Yeezys himself, please invite me back.
I mean, what's the
450s
real-
are whack.
They suck. They're terrible. They suck.
Every single colorway or shoe he's dropped in the past 2 or 3 years have been whack. Every.
Nah,
So
I
when-
wouldn't go
no.
that far, but
I am. So when you guys are ready to have that real conversation, invite me back.
and then this is coming out.
Oh, that basketball one? It's just dope.
That's not terrible.
That almost looked like the bottom of a Reebok, the Emmitt Smith. What are those called? Those
ES22s?
Those suck too.
What?
Those Emmitt Smiths.
You smoking? Nah,
I
they're
had those
gigantic.
in
It's
high
a
school.
it's a classic
No,
shoe, but it
middle
sucks.
school.
I have those.
Those and the Junior Seau's. Remember the Junior Seau's?
Yeah, it was still fire. What am I supposed to do with them now? I can't. Those I like use those to like run away from people in and fight. Them joints was gigantic.
Well, you can't run in those.
I had
so
canvas ones.
You can fight, but you can't run.
fam, that means you run faster than big old heavy shoes like that.
Yes,
All right,
that's how it works.
All right, diamond turf shoes.
Bigger, the bigger and heavier wheels that you can get, the faster your car goes. That's
Those
exactly how it works.
I think they're fire. They sold out on sneakers and just like that. Now I went to the store, saw them, they were sitting there, so I was like, oh, okay, they're just sitting there. It's a basketball shoe.
Fam, it's the same conversation we always have. People like in Wyoming and stuff that don't have a Foot Locker, they just cop on sneakers because that's their only source.
And plus, I mean, it's better for people to cop on there because they know they can return it anyways, whether they're in Wyoming or not. That's the only reason why I wanted to. I wanted to see it.
I always say Wyoming because I picture middle of nowhere, but same thing.
That's it.
Yep.
All right, Kicks World, real quick, only because somebody had asked me a final thought about Kicks World. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with. I know you're familiar with. You're familiar with.
I watched a little bit of this podcast. Yeah.
So and I will tell you this, like for some, I mean, people are enamored by the concept of it. Clearly the rent sneakers or whatever. My wife, not even joking, the number one topic in our house since the episode. I mean, we went to take the kids for a walk around the neighborhood. Just all she wanted to talk about. Went to my sister-in-law's house. All she wanted to talk about. Try to get their opinions. And I'm going to tell you, and she commented on YouTube. Like I told these guys, we've done 200-some episodes. She has never put a comment on YouTube ever, but this was the one.
That was the greatest comment of all time.
I haven't seen it, so I need to go read it right now.
I don't even want to read it.
Rosie, did she have to sign up for a YouTube account to do it?
I didn't even know.
It was like, it said Rocio the realtor, and she went off.
It has her name on it. I was like, what is this? You even tried it.
It was the greatest comment of all time. I loved it.
I was like, man, come on.
Well done, Rocio. Well done.
And then look, but I flipped her, though, because I'm going to tell you now,
dang, look at you, a reseller.
I agree with it now. I do.
You agree with what?
The service. I do.
Oh, but you was throwing me under the bus.
I need you to explain
20
why.
20 minutes ago out there.
No, that was a different throw on the bus.
For the same thing.
No, it's not.
Same topic.
No, it wasn't. I wasn't throwing you on the bus on your opinion about it. It was something completely different. Look.
Someone said a resounding no and got 9 thumbs up.
Here's the reason why I agree with it. And this is what I convinced Rocio, because Rocio was like, you make some really good points.
Okay, let me hear it.
Let me tell you something. The issues, and I'm going to break down really quick for them, like what they need to stop doing. And they're not paying me for this, but they should. Now, you know how much stuff we just got here and talked about the biggest whole thing is people thinking like, oh, I'd rather own it type thing. Rocio comments. Okay.
Hey, it was tight, right?
Actually, go ahead and read it. Read the comment.
I'm going to just read the one because she threw me under the bus here. She was like, the concept of renting sneakers is terrible in my opinion. Even for high schoolers, kids need to know if you can afford it or not. Basically, I'm paraphrasing. This is just as bad as all those rent-to-own appliance scams. Couldn't believe George said, oh, it sounds better. Wrong. This is terrible.
I didn't even realize she said that.
She did. That's what I told you.
That's funny. Look, I agree with it now only because of so many things that we pay for and don't own. Like, we just got in here and talked about Disney Plus. We don't buy DVDs anymore. Like, why is it with that, oh, I gotta own the sneaker? Well, you don't gotta own the DVD. I pay a landscaping service. I don't go buy my own leaf blowers, my own rakes. I don't go buy my own stuff. They come to my house a few weeks and do my yard. I pay for Netflix, Hulu, Disney. I pay for all these subscription things. I pay for a gym membership, which a lot of people don't even go to at all. They take my money. I can go buy a treadmill and stuff. As soon as I said that to Rocio, I said, we pay for the gym. And we pay a grip of money to go to the gym that we don't ever go to. She went like this, call Lifetime, cancel my, immediately on the spot when I said that, because it makes sense. Now with sneakers, the issue with them is just how it sounds. Nothing we pay for, I pay for DirecTV only for NFL package. Oh, I don't need that. We watch Netflix, all this other stuff. We still pay for that. I don't own any of this stuff. When the last time I haven't bought a DVD, nothing in my life.
You own your house.
I can do, that's completely different, because my home, my home, it doesn't matter what I do to my home. It's going to always appreciate. Doesn't matter. A sneaker, owning it.
Yes, that's why you,
owning
two reasons to own a house.
Yeah, now owning a sneaker, that would only matter if I plan on never wearing it. Just like Johnny had talked about, I went in my closet the other day and I sat here and I said, what is going on in here? Like, it's just this everlasting loop.
Hold on. How much did you sell everything for? Or ballpark. You don't got to say exactly, but like...
I can't even tell you. I was pushing almost 100 pairs, and I at least cut it in half.
Okay.
And see,
so yeah,
I would like.
So let's just assume So we'll assume 10,000. You can't do that with Kicks to Own or whatever. What's it called? Kicks to Rent?
Kicks to World or whatever.
Kicks World. But here's the
If
thing.
you need that money to start like a new business or start whatever, you don't have that. It's the same thing. A sneaker. Listen, it's 2021. A sneaker is an asset now. Even like News World and like Forbes and all these magazines. Fam, there was another topic on the show. The article was from Bloomberg about the boy. Bloomberg.
It's only an
asset class.
It's an asset if you don't plan on wearing it.
No, you can sell used shoes too.
Now, here's the thing. There are going to be specific sneakers that have some money of value to it. I am at a point in my life where I don't care. I'm trying to figure out how to wear my sneakers. If I rent, and let me tell them this too. They need to get rid of the word rent. It needs to strictly be considered subscription. Do not use the word rent. Rent is the bad word here. It just sounds like rent. Subscription, we subscribe to Netflix. We subscribe to Disney. I pay a pest control to come every year or every few months to come to my home. It's a subscription that gets renewed if I don't cancel it. NFL package on DirecTV. It's a subscription that gets renewed. And I only have an NFL package to watch the Cowboys.
But there's no other option for that. You can't buy DirecTV. You can't buy the NFL. You rent it. That's how it works.
Yeah, but
you don't have an option.
Okay, yeah, but the point is the fact is that how much I pay for it for something that I only really care for a small amount of time.
Okay.
I personally, for sneakers, I buy them. But
if someone told you could buy DirecTV for life, you own it for $1,000, you would do it.
Absolutely.
But that's the point I'm trying to make. I don't want nothing for life. We keep buying and buying and buying and don't wear and wear. I don't need.
Then you sell it, but you don't want to.
Everything that I have isn't sellable. Like, everyone just automatically assumes
you say that on every episode, and then you go in there and find like 20 things you BS that you can sell
and make money on.
People be like, everybody thinks everything in a closet is just flames. Or I'm past the like when I used to do when we used to be in the Facebook group selling stuff for like $50, $80 and stuff like that. I buy stuff that I genuinely like, a lot of stuff. All those Adidas last year, I bought over 13, 15, 18 pairs of Adidas last year. I've worn one, and I'm wearing it now. I've worn one. All of them was like super deals or cheap. All of them are Ultra Boosts and stuff like that.
What's your point?
I don't need any of it. So for me personally, honestly, if I was like, I am done with the collecting of sneakers. I don't need to collect it. If I did a subscription for sneakers and they sent me some, I would wear it. I would wear it because it's part of my subscription. I would wear it, send it back. I don't need to be buying stuff and just letting it build up because I have the comfort and the mindset of like, I'll figure it out down the road, and then down the road turns into 6 months, and then turns into a year, and then another year.
So if you save money, are you saving that money?
Now here's the thing. Like I said, I'm envy of Johnny is because he's super duper into cards now. Now I don't know if this was always or just kind of like the last couple years.
No, I actually did this a while back.
A while, okay. See, that's why
before
Johnny's
cards.
Different. Okay, now. I genuinely consider it an addiction. Like, I can't stop. I envy Johnny to say, what am I doing with all three of these? Red toes, black toes, Chicago's, all this stuff. Get rid of these, keep one. I can't do that. Like, I just can't. I am genuinely addicted to buying this and the having and the win for it. So now, like I said, it may not work for everybody, but I can see it being work. I don't own any of my stuff I subscribe to. I can go buy all the DVDs and movies of HBO Max and everywhere. I don't own it. Like I don't own it. I can't get everything. I sit there and waste all my time. Not waste my time, but like I use a lot of my time and my emotions and thoughts in trying to get all these sneakers. What's the one? I pay $75 a month and get to have some Kobe Grinches come to the house, rock them around for my fit, send them joints back, get another one come back, versus trying, losing, collecting.
So those Adidas you're wearing, you would rent those?
No, because these ones I paid, $65? That's
my point. But you're paying $65 a month for shoes. So you might as well just buy them.
No. But see, I can't buy a Syracuse Dunk for $65. Like, I can't buy what I want these because I went to ASU.
Yeah, I understand.
How far does it go? You gonna do it with hats?
Well, rent hats?
How far is it gonna go?
I didn't know where rent. Subscribe to a hat collection? No, I'm not.
And then how long are you going to subscribe to a shoe? Like you said Grinches, right? So you wear them once and then send them back, but you want them again next week, so you're going to pay money to do that again?
I'm already subscribed. I'm paying no matter what.
Depending on what the tier is.
Now, if I sit there and I
see, that's why you can't compare it to Netflix, because Netflix, there's really no tier of like entertainment, right? So like you pay this one subscription and you want either a movie or you want some bum ass TV show, but it's all within the same package. This is different.
Now, that's what I do want to get to. There are things they need to fix and get rid of. There shouldn't be new in lightly worn. It shouldn't be two separate subscriptions because it shouldn't really matter if it's brand new or lightly worn. What am I going to get? I want a brand new one. It's about
the shoe.
I'm going to get a brand new one so then I could turn it into lightly worn. It really doesn't matter.
The other thing that wasn't clear too,
and a decent one.
Yeah.
The other thing that wasn't clear what you asked too, like you're like, if I rent the Travis Scott one for this month or the second month, what happens when you give it back and say month 6, you're like, I want the Travis Scott back. Do they give you that same one or do they give you a new one?
Now, so that's another thing that I have an issue with the program is the fact that they're basing their prices off StockX, Go, like around their resale price. The issue I have with it is that I pay for a tier up to a certain price. Like you guys talk about, sneakers go up, they go down. If you go in there right now, I think the Chinese New Year Jordan 1 Low is at $296. Technically, I could rent it at the lower level now up to $300. But in a week, you see, it could be $350 next week. It falls out of my tier now. That's an issue I do have. Because it's like, you know what? I'm in this tier because like, oh, I love these ones and they're raised up in price. Now they're out. Now sneakers drop so much that like new ones will come in my tier for a short period of time, but I won't be able to have like something in there forever. Like a Grinch. If it was like, oh, I'm sorry, there's Kobe's in there right now. They're at like $275 in that range.
Yeah.
Kobe goes up next week to $250 on StockX. I'm sure they'll raise it to, $350. They'll raise it to $350. Now it's in the other tier. They got to pay more. That's an issue I do have. Also, like I said, the pre-owned and the brand new. A pre-owned and a brand new, the value of the sneaker, they still do resale. A used sneaker should be cheaper.
Mm-hmm. And I like that question too, because how many, say for me, size 11 and a half, how many size 11 and a half Travis's are they going to have? Is it going to be 1 or 2? Say like he rents it for 3 weeks, and then when I decide to rent it, it's not going to be nearly as clean, but I'm paying the same price that he did.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
exactly.
So that's kind of how I look at it too. We're both paying $99 a month or whatever. He gets it first. It's clean as hell, nothing wrong with it. I get it 7 weeks later, and it's like it went from a 9 to a 7, but we're paying the same. It's paying the same rate.
And then George wants it again, and he gets a new one.
Yeah, exactly. Then all of a sudden he gets a brand new pair, and then I get it 5 weeks later, and there's a scuff on it, but I paid the same amount he did.
Right, and that's the issue. I mean, it's a subscription thing, but I feel like the prices should probably come down lower, and you should be able to get more pairs. I remember Laura came on here, and shout out to Laura, because I feel like Laura knew a lot of her stuff, but like I don't want to super duper put her on the spot with stuff that
she did her thing. She did her thing.
You do the smallest tier, which is like $69 a month, and that's lightly worn. You can only get one at a time. Now, I thought like I can get like 3. And, send me the Dunk, send me the Kobe, send me the Chinese New Year, as long as it stays within that $300, which I guess it really couldn't stay in that $300 range, could it? Yeah. I thought I could get...
And maybe they can up the package like that, too. Like Netflix, where you only 4 TVs, now 8 TVs. Maybe a second shoe would be $20 more. And
they
you know what
have
I mean?
tiers, but the tiers jump. It's like from 300, 600, then to like 1,200. There's no like in between there type thing. Now look, am I paying $250, $400 a month for this? Absolutely not. But I do feel like it makes a lot more sense to me now than it did in the previously. Am I gonna do it? No, I don't know. Maybe I would. Maybe I would try. I could cancel it and pause it at any time. I think I'm just over the abundance of sneakers. That's what's getting me.
And it's almost like the fear of not having it when you want it.
Right.
So when you have all those ones or all those, you're like it's at your disposal to say, oh, that's gonna go with this. Let me go get that real quick. What you have to think of is if you do sell that, just put that money away. And anytime you're like, I want that shoe, I'm just gonna go buy it. Don't matter the price.
And see, people keep saying like I would save my money to buy it, but I'm like, but then I just saved my money and now I have one. Like I only have one.
See, and me personally, and I mean, because we're all purists here in terms of like sneakerheads or whatever you want to call it. There's that feeling when you buy something and you know it's yours, right? Versus renting it or subscribing to it, wearing it, and people going, man, those are tight. But in the back of your head, you're like, well, they go back tomorrow. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but see, you know what?
Am I right though? But so
Well, they go back
right.
they do. So and you said this is hey, am I right though?
Yes.
Am I right though? You're just like Redbox.
Redbox hit you with the extra charge.
But that's what it is though.
Redbox make me low key angry because you like, fam, I don't want to pay double for this. I got to get out of bed or do whatever to take this joint back. It's like around the corner.
But that's what I'm saying though. So like, and you even as a purist yourself, and you like pride yourself on like, oh man, when we step out sometimes, obviously not recently because of COVID or whatever, but you're like, yo, I got these, and you feel a certain way. You can't do that.
You can still.
You can't do that because you know it's not yours.
But if that hits mainstream, how many times are you gonna say, maybe not judge, but just be like, man, those ain't his. Those
and watch this. No, dead ass. And furthermore,
funny,
no, he's right though. But furthermore, like if you're wearing them and you like, yeah, I got the Grinch. You can't get these, my fam. I got right now $69.99. It's on the way. I can get them. Before, if you want something that I couldn't, you'd be like, yeah, I got these. I was lucky. Whoop-de-whoop. Like those clots you just got, right?
Fam.
But now there's no exclusivity because I could just subscribe it and I'll have it in 10 days.
I mean,
Cheaper.
that should kind of be how it is.
The feeling is that's just me as a purist.
But you know what you're talking about? You're talking about something that we probably need to outgrow.
No, we don't.
Only you would know. Like this battle you're talking about is in my internal battle. I'm like, boy, I know these got to go back. Y'all don't have to know that. You would never know that. This is what's crazy, Don. I say this on the podcast every single time. Me and George might have 0 sneakers.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody listening to the podcast would never know. I could get on here and talk about.
You right?
Fam, cop these the other day. Nobody would never know. I could be lying about everything I talk about on the sneaker. What I got, I got my 2 pairs. I could be lying.
But you, as a purist, would not like the fact that you are wearing a shoe that is not yours, and you're getting all this false praise. And maybe you would be different.
I think at my age, I think I might be able to live with it.
I don't know, man.
We're almost 40, fam. I can't.
No, not almost.
I'm almost 40.
No, you said we. I am 41.
Right.
So
I'm almost 40. So the like, we're not clout. Whatever ooh, he got those. That's been faded away for us. Like you said, we're OGs and purists. If Johnny walked in here,
no, that's not true. Because if you see someone wearing something, you might want to go buy it. I've been influenced by.
I was gonna say I don't agree with you saying that. You still feel that way.
Well, hold on a second. Let me go back to my ultimate point. I don't have any problem with people doing the service. I don't have any problem with the service itself.
Me neither. And
what my issue is you just saying like now you're okay with it because you equate it to like renting all this other stuff.
I do.
No, because those other things you don't have an alternative to buy.
I could buy a treadmill and weights.
That's fine. You can't buy DirecTV. You can't buy. You can't buy your utilities at your house.
No,
you can't buy.
Bills are disqualified. I'm not talking about water and electric.
What's the difference between that bill and another bill?
I'm not subscribing. Like I need. Those are necessities for life. I don't need Netflix, Hulu, Disney, Apple. What are the other ones? ESPN Plus. I don't need all those.
Okay.
Like I don't need all of those.
Okay.
I do all that because it makes me feel like I have them now. Even though I don't own them.
No, you're entertained. Well, I'm entertained by what's on the service. I wouldn't buy it. I'm buying it because I want it.
No, I feel like it's mine. Whatever's on Netflix is mine.
Yeah,
I own it.
No.
Yeah, because it's always there for me.
Fam.
If I have sneakers always there for me, it's mine. It's always there for me. Who could tell me it's not mine? I can only tell you it's not mine if I rent it.
What example are you using? A renting example, or you bought it because it is yours?
No. I'm saying like for when Netflix, we watch a show, a DVD, a movie on there. That's my movie. I own it. Yes, I pay a subscription to I guess technically just stream it. It's mine because when I go back to Netflix, it's there. When I go back to Netflix, it's there. When I go back to Kick's World,
what does that got to do?
It's there because I wouldn't feel like it's not mine.
Hey, but is it there though? Because they said at one point.
That's the thing.
They said at one point after you wear it a certain amount of times and they sell it. So then what if they're retired? So then what if they retire that size 11 and a half Travis forever?
Which is why I said there needs to be some adjustments in the stuff that they do, like how often they get sneakers, because they don't last forever.
Yeah.
If every single person pays for a subscription, let me tell you, there's going to be something that you could tell going to get rented the most. Grinches probably fly all the time, whatever. that category is. So they're going to retire those. Once you retire those, there ain't no more. There ain't no more Grinches out there unless they're going to go to the resale sites and buy more. Now, one thing I do say they need to do too is stop marketing it as you're tired of taking L's. Don't do that, because I'm under the assumption I take L's because of you. Like, you're clearly taking W somehow to build up this inventory for me. I take an L because you probably end up somehow got them all.
People don't think about it like that.
I know they don't, but it should be.
If people don't think about it like that, then why would they change it?
No. People do think about it like that.
No, they don't.
Some people told me, they was like, yeah, I lose so you can build them up and then I got to rent them back from you. That's what some people have told me in the DMs. Some people have said that. I do.
If someone said that, it would be the first time I've seen a comment like that about this service.
I wouldn't.
First time.
I do not need you to tell me tired of taking L's. Hell, we got them all.
Everyone does that. That's corny. I mean, it is what it is.
Everyone does it, but I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it from a brand new service.
I don't want to hear a lot of stuff from people trying to sell me stuff.
Look, I'm not knocking the service. I wish them the best. Obviously, lower all them. I wish them the best. I hope it works for them. I still don't understand it. Even your Netflix correlation, I don't get it.
We didn't knock the service. We said we wouldn't do it. It's different.
Yeah, I think it's to a specific demographic, and I think they have to figure that out. And then
the service is totally. It's not something to be frowned upon if someone does it.
I think it's strictly for IG clout. That's it. It's only for IG clout.
Why?
So they can get likes on Instagram. That's only it.
That's another thing which I don't understand. I get why it's automatically associated with that, like fake flexing. I get that. But you don't have to fake flex for it.
Okay, so
I don't have to. I barely show the sneakers I own.
Give me one scenario that you would do it and why.
Well, you also ain't using your mom's credit card to buy $100,000 worth of shoes. There's a lot of stuff we don't do that other people do.
Difference.
Just give me a scenario.
I'm just saying, there's stuff that other people do that we don't do.
Like you personally, you have sneakers. You got a bunch of sneakers, but like you took an L on, let's say the Air Maxes.
Let me tell you.
You're like, damn, I really want these. So you're gonna be like, well, I'm gonna rent them and see if I like them.
No. I will subscribe to it, not rent it. Now,
fam, don't do that.
Here's the thing. I can't right now because I'm at 200 plus. 250, 300 plus sneakers with probably around 70 to 80 DS, okay? I can't. It would be irresponsible for me to be renting sneakers, and I haven't worn the ones I got.
Okay, but
now,
aside from all that.
Johnny Gonzales, who was at 100, 200, dropped it down to 50, he's like, you know what, I'm not into the sneakers as much anymore, but I'd pay the $69 to go ahead and grab some Kobe's to rock, go out or events or whatever. I could see that. If I could get my stuff down to a decent amount, and I'm not occupied with the apps and the stuff, I wouldn't mind paying the $60. I pay almost $200 to go to the gym. I've been twice this year, but I'm like, one day.
Okay, but you can't. I mean,
I'm wasting.
Are you gonna buy the equivalent of the?
No, but I could go buy a treadmill if I wanted.
You can,
to.
but
you're not putting a treadmill
resale
in your house,
value.
though.
It's not an asset class. It's different.
I'm talking about me wearing sneakers. I don't care about the assets. You guys,
a lot of people do.
No. Your guys' mindsets and mentality are too selly now. I'm not.
No, a lot of people are. That's the point.
That's cool. That's why it may not be for them. I do not look at sneakers now and be like, can I sell it?
I'm not telling you you're wrong.
Then
you're saying
when you
this
look at a
makes sense
sneaker,
to
what do you
No,
look at?
Just because it makes sense to you doesn't mean it makes sense in general.
No, it makes sense. I'm talking about to me.
That's fine.
I'm not telling anybody else.
That's absolutely fine. And what I'm saying is that doesn't make you can't. In life in general, everyone should be aware of their finances. It's good to be aware of what you're talking about, what you spend every month. Everyone should have a budget. But when you have something that is an asset, you're in sneakers. Most people are in this because, number one, they like sneakers. Number two, they know if they buy something that everyone else wants, it's not an automatic L if you wear it and you get it dirty or you wear it in general. You can get rid of it at some point. Like, I would say 50%, 60% of the stuff I buy, I know I can resell if I am in dire straits. It's an asset class.
But dire straits. I'm not in that position.
No one ever knows when they're going to be in that position.
No.
That's the point.
But there are a lot of people who aren't.
You have a savings account for a reason.
There's a lot of people who aren't in that position as well that are sneakerheads. They just buy and buy and buy. We had that mindset in the back of our heads. I could if I want. But a lot of us really don't. Like a lot of
people,
us.
listen, people aren't lining up. A small, let me change it. A small fraction of the people lining up for shoes or trying on sneakers or whatever are doing it specifically because they want to wear the shit out of that shoe. A large portion of those people trying on sneakers are lining up is because they know they can make money off of it and or wear it a little bit and then sell it later. That's just
it's
reality.
always in the back of our mind.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's an asset class. It's different.
No.
It is.
And you know what?
Fam, the
people
article
that you're
was
talking
written on
about,
Bloomberg.
The people that you're talking about, that might be a specific group of people that maybe.
I think the pandemic changed a lot of stuff. Like there was reselling before, it changed it.
Oh yeah.
There was never like before Corona, there were very few people that had 500 Yeezys. There might be someone out there with a picture with like 10, 20, 30, 40. There wasn't people out there with like 500 Yeezys. It just wasn't. Social media and the pandemic changed a lot of this stuff. I mean, and cards,
Everything.
pop heads. What are those things called?
Funko Pops.
Yeah. People are trying to. People were
running ahead like clippers, bikes.
Yeah.
Pools,
PPE stuff, pools. Yeah, like
everything was reselling.
Like, and when you say the sneakerheads are doing that, I don't think it's sneakerheads per se. I think it's resellers because there's a lot of people out there who have. Like and you can find it on YouTube. Their YouTube channel is how to make money reselling like stuff you can find in stores like canned soup and stuff you can buy for 19 cents and then flip it for $2 or whatever. So those people just exist. I don't think it's all sneakerheads. Sneakerheads are a part of it,
that's
absolutely.
A different discussion. But yes, they do exist. For me personally, in my thing, what I'm talking
it's
about,
any tangible item that is an asset class.
I do not care about that. I don't care about reselling stuff like that. Not whatsoever. Issue is I collect, I buy. Like my closet is nothing but shoes. I'm not getting rid of them.
Oh, and hats.
And hats. I got 60 hats that are brand new. Like, you know how much money that is? I'm at $50 each. Like, that's my whole
You
thing.
can
Like,
sell a lot of
I
them.
don't need them. No, I don't want to. These are mine. These are my collection. This is mine. I'm a collector. There's a difference. I'm not a seller. That's the thing. See, that's the difference between cards too. Now, Johnny might not be included in that.
No, there's a lot of people that only buy for themselves.
A lot of card people, they say, oh, it's a hobby. No. It's a hobby if you participate in it. You don't participate in it. You just sell.
No, there's
So you're a
there's a lot of
collector.
people that just buy for themselves.
Oh, sneakers?
You're a collector.
I'm a collector.
Fam, if you ever hear
You can't
anyone
be a
say,
collector if you're a subscriber.
if you ever hear
Oh,
anyone,
no, I don't want to be a collector anymore.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I want to be Johnny Gonzales. I
You were
don't
never
want to
subscribing to
collect.
sneakers.
in 2 weeks he'll change his mind. Don't worry.
I know
No,
exactly.
I'm not. I'm just not going to stop collecting because I can't. If I have 50 pairs of DS, what do I need subscribing to get some more? Like, I need to wear those first.
I'm still saying renting. I'm not saying subscribing, by the way.
It's
You are renting a pair of sneakers
There's nothing
for a
wrong.
fake
Listen,
flex.
There's nothing wrong with
That's
the
what it is.
service in
Fake flex on
general.
who?
It's not
Okay,
for me.
look, real quick before we end this.
Yeah, we got it.
So you don't want to do it on IG, but you're okay with fake flexing to an event, like you just said.
What's fake flexing?
Showing
Walking
up,
in
saying,
pair of sneakers?
saying, look at these shoes that I do not own.
Don't nobody say that.
Well,
I mean, he's talking about body language, like wearing
You know what I
it, and
mean.
then you like doing
Body
whatever.
language. Man, if you don't
Or like
Right,
I said,
relax.
you're
I'm
gonna
trying to
show up
help.
to the
I'm trying
event.
to. Yes,
It's
that's
gonna
what
be
he
in
meant.
somebody's mind. You're gonna show up to the event. It's gonna be in somebody's mind. Like those are rented.
Fam,
You love making
wouldn't
stuff
a
ridiculous,
You know, a lot of things people would get away with a lot of stuff, i.e., CEO stuff.
I'm not saying
a lot of people would get away with a lot of stuff. They stop showing
I don't
off.
think he's saying that we would think that. He's talking about the people renting it would want to feel that everyone assumes that.
you know that.
No.
You know, yes, absolutely.
If I wore a pair, if I got a pair of Kobe Grinches from the service and I wore them to SneakerCon, well, what everybody gonna be? What? What's it gonna do?
No, because within conversation, oh yeah, where'd you get those? Oh yeah, I rented them.
Fam, who is asking where you get? We're all sneakerheads. Nobody's like, yo, where'd you get the Kobe Grinches?
You've never
Store?
Stop it. Okay, stop it. So no one's ever come to you and say, where'd you get those? You cop those. Oh, where'd you get them from?
If
Never,
I've worn,
ever.
Because I've worn stuff that people have never seen.
Don't
before.
do that. You
Ain't
can
nobody
wear.
asked me
You
where I
can
got
wear.
Kobe Grinches.
You can wear a pair of all white Air Forces. Someone's like, "Oh man, you got those? They just sold out down the street. Where'd you get those at?"
Fam, somebody asked me, and I'd be like, man, get out of here. You don't belong to SneakerCon if you
Stop.
can't find out Air Force One. That's what I would tell them.
All right, whatever. Hey, listen. Shout out to Kicks World. I wish you guys nothing but the best. It's not for me, but I wish nothing but the best for y'all.
Fam, Kicks World might be signing up. Be on the lookout.
No, he's not. Rocio won't allow it.
Uh-huh.
Wait.
Rocio agrees.
Oh, so it was her. So she would.
We talked. She was like, give me some really good some points. So she was like, God, Kind of see it. She canceled her gym membership on the spot as we're talking about it.
So what you're saying is then me.
She goes to the gym.
So I'm no longer under the bus. Then is what you're saying.
The comment on there is null and voided.
Okay.
She was like, we can go buy a treadmill. She goes to the gym to run a treadmill. Treadmills are down the street right now. Probably $300, $400. Go get that. We pay $100.
I think they're a little more than that, but I got you.
We pay almost $200 a month for the gym.
Yeah, but
we own the treadmills.
Oscar too, I assume, right?
Yeah, he lifts weights. Like, we go buy some weights. That's the thing. $200 a month? Fam, I've been maybe 4 times.
You gotta utilize the whole gym then, maybe.
Fam,
you know what I
and
mean?
what's crazy is
the basketball
and what's
court,
crazy is
the pool.
Fam,
give me that free. Give me that.
what's
you can
crazy
do that.
is it's a lifetime.
Yeah,
and that's a
lifetime.
tier. We're not even the Onyx tier. Onyx tier, you could go to the special lifetime in Scottsdale. We're at the silver gold
Special one. The special one's at Camelback, isn't it?
Wherever.
I think
it's
it's
at.
Scottsdale.
It's in
That's the
Scottsdale.
newest one.
You have to be Onyx to go there, even though it's a lifetime.
Well, the one they just built at Camelback has like a bar on the roof and like all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Fam.
That's crazy.
There's
So go work out and then go get drunk. Tight.
Yep.
Let's see. What's next, fam?
Talk about Nike real
Oh, you're talking about Nike, lady?
quick. Yeah.
Or do you want to read that ad real quick?
It's up to you.
Go ahead and read that real quick.
All right.
We can talk about these cards.
Wait, are you taking Nike Lady off the thing?
No, Nike lady, we talking about it?
Oh, all right.
We have to.
Well, yeah, people are very excited about today's episode specifically for that reason. I think there are better topics on the episode myself, but from rare dead stock to the latest release, you can find the exact sneaker you're looking for on eBay. As the original sneaker marketplace, eBay is the place to go cop the pair you've been eyeing. And with eBay's authenticity guarantee, a team of independent professional authenticators perform a rigorous inspection of the sneakers you purchase before they're sent to you, so you can shop confidently knowing your pair is the real deal. And for the sneaker sellers out there, eBay has eliminated selling fees on sneakers over $100, or I should say $100 plus. So if it's 100 even or higher, making it free to sell or flip your collection. With other sites taking as much as 25%, you're going to have a lot of extra money left for, Gregory?
4 sneakers, fam.
More sneakers and sports cards. Check out ebay.com/sneakers today. Whether rare, dead stock, or latest release, find the exact shoe you're looking for on eBay. With eBay's authenticity guarantee, your sneakers are meticulously inspected by independent professional authenticators. A team of experienced sneaker authenticators verify the box, logo, stitching, and dozens of other inspection points. Each sneaker also receives an authenticity guarantee tag that includes a digital stamp of authenticity and is customized with the sneaker's details. Authenticity guarantee also protects sellers with a verified return process. It's free, FREE in all caps, to sell sneakers of $100 or more on eBay. And thanks to eBay's authenticity guarantee, verified returns make the whole transaction worry-free. With other sites taking as much as 25%, you're going to have a lot of money, extra money left for more sneakers and Donruss Optic, Panini Donruss Optic football.
All right. CEO lady and Nike. Who wants to go first? Because I got a lot to say.
Not me. You can't have a lot to say because it's just like one of those things where just humans don't belong on this planet, living together, and should be shot to the moon.
Damn.
Let me just say first what I just got done talking about someone on Twitter.
Explain the situation. Let's explain it first.
Okay, you do that, and then I'll go.
So supposedly the Ann Hebert, whatever her name is, so Nike VP of Marketing in North America, something, whatever, she had to resign from her position at Nike in Portland, Oregon, due to the fact.
I don't know if she had to. Like she probably did. We
Oh,
don't know
no,
that
I'm
part
sure-
yet.
I'm sure she had to resign.
I think she was
Right.
given the option.
She probably had to, but she resigned. So it's like
25
save
years.
face.
Okay, well, she resigned
Right.
from Nike due to the possibility or whatever the reason of her son being a reseller using a credit card to purchase sneakers.
A corporate Amex.
It was a corporate. It was American Express.
Yeah, Amex.
Oh, Amex. Okay. I don't know rich stuff like that.
I don't know if there was a Nike logo on the card, but that's what I'm under the impression it
Rush
was. All right.
And now he bought sneakers from Nike, right? Mm-hmm.
From many different places.
Okay,
He
everything.
he had a bot too. Like he was
Right.
running
He had
bots
Discord
and
and all
whatever
that
else.
stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, obviously everybody, equates that to like taking L's and look at this, Nike backdooring, all this stuff. Now,
number one, he told on himself. So he's a moron. He's only 19. I get it. We're all, when we were 19, we were stupid too. We bought sneakers because we like, I don't even want to say the word show off, but you like to have nice shoes on your feet. I mean, that's kind of the whole point. I don't know anything about him in terms of like, does he like wearing sneakers personally? Does he?
Every picture he's wearing them.
I know, yeah. I mean, I saw he had, what's the one you have?
He has DOERNBECHER. He had a lot of stuff on.
Well, of course he had those. He probably got them for free. But what's the one you loved that was like shoe of the year 2 years ago? That like has the thing hanging off the back heel?
Oh, Sakai's?
Yeah, I saw a picture. He had Sakai's on. Anyways, he told on himself. He snitched on himself. And not only that, he snitched on his parents because after that came out, someone found, all the sleuths on Twitter, that his dad was the one who set the LLC for his company up originally and then transferred it to him. So the kid did more than one. Like you saw the tweet I responded to today, someone who used to work from Complex or whatever. And I understand the sentiment that like a woman worked her way up and then like in a men's world or whatever, and then her stupid son, who's also a man, is the one who preferred downfall. So I understand the sentiment. I don't think that's a bad general point. There's no way this was a one-time only thing. The kid did it multiple times. The dad set it up. The mom knew about it. To assume she's not in on it is ridiculous. She's a moron because she's a VP at Nike. Like the thing I said on Twitter, you like save it for the show. Fam, you know how much cooler it is to say, my mom is the VP at Nike, than it is to say, I got all these shoes over here that I cop with a credit card. It's way cooler to say, my mom is a VP at Nike than I'm a reseller. Who cares? Who cares? You made 20 grand off buying, what was it, 600 Yeezys? Fam, you probably could have asked your mom for like 100 grand. Like, what you doing? Well, you know what I mean. Like, what are you doing?
Definitely not needing the money.
So, number one, he's a moron. Number two, he snitched on himself. And number three, he snitched on his parents as well. Because after his mom, they found out about his mom, then everybody go research his dad and found out the dad did the LLC.
Oh.
Yep, go ahead. Go ahead.
Look, it's not even, I mean, to just add on to the point that you said, like, the first thing, I mean, I wrote it on here too. Like, I wrote abuse of privilege.
I love it.
Like, I don't care about the sneakers. Not one bit.
Well, neither do I. And he shouldn't either.
I don't care about, everyone's like, oh my God, no wonder L.
Oh, yeah, they're mad.
Right,
yeah.
Sneakers. I do not care about sneakers one bit. I care about looking at a 19-year-old kid with literally opportunity, just
the world handed to him.
The world in his home. He was birthed by opportunity, and he had it all there. Just like you said. Yeah. Do you know how much I would give up all my stuff to be like, my mom could be like, hey, LeBron is coming to the campus today. Do you want to come? Oh, Tiger Woods might stop by to run. Yeah. Do you want Serena? We might go head on down to Wimbledon to hang. Do you want to come? It's so much better than that. He decided to be something that is internet stuff.
Right.
He decided.
Well, that's what Don was talking about earlier.
IG clout.
Now, a person like that, like, remember when the plug was to get yourself a pair? Like, he was set. His plug was set. What does he need to be everybody's plug for?
Well, so here's the ironic part is Nike obviously does not allow botting. They have that statement that says,
don't allow it.
Fam, your mom works is the VP at Nike and you botting sneakers like
it's probably much harder for her to just be like, let me get 1,000 pairs for you or something.
No.
Whatever.
That's not what I'm talking about, though. I'm just saying, like, not only, like, you're violating the terms of service, which and using the, I'm assuming it's a corporate card. It could come back that it's her personal card or whatever. Obviously, she would have a pretty high limit if she's a VP at Nike. But using that to go against the terms of service of Nike is crazy. Damn. And then you buy an Adidas. So I remember years back, my stepdad worked for Coke. You weren't allowed to take anything Pepsi, into the building. Like if you got lunch at like Taco Bell, you couldn't go inside and eat it. Coke outlawed any other product. I don't know how it is on Nike campus. I'm assuming you cannot wear Adidas to work if you work there.
Bro, my daughter's campus, like for her school, like she can't even like wear Yeezys and stuff because they're a Nike school.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
No, yeah. When I worked at Nike, if you wore like Adidas slides to work, like when I worked at Nike, they would send you home.
Yeah.
Like it's a real thing.
So I'm assuming on the campus it's the same thing. The whole thing was like
Doesn't make sense.
And like I said, like that, like you had the world at your hands. It's not like, oh, he's an 18-year-old college dropout. Fam, why? Like, why are you an 18-year-old college dropout when you have the colleges anywhere you want to go? Like,
I'm sure he can get into Oregon.
Huh? Yeah, fam. Like, you have, like, your future set out for you. He can say, Mom, I would love to work here. How can I get going in here? And you have that option readily available to you. He's not us, like, yo, I'm trying to get to Nike one day. No, he's already there. He has it. The only plug he needed was his mom and himself. Mom, can I get the Off-White 5s? Sure, got you. I'm pretty sure that was an easy ask. Stuff like that. Can I get the deal? Sure, got you. All you need is your plug. All of a sudden, the plug has like it's been like, if I got a plug, now I got to supply like the world. What do I need to supply everybody for to be a what do you need to be a fam? You're not out the mud. You ain't like worked your way up. You ain't figured out how to get something out back door. You did something. You cheated. It was like he had the cheat code for life, and he cheated as a reseller. Like, you're not even like a hard-working reseller. Like, you cheated on both ends. Like, you have no creativity, no entrepreneurial skills. You have no nothing. You decided to do something because you're not good. You decided, I don't go to school. I can figure out my own plug. Like, you abuse it. Now, whether the mom, all of them knew about it, I find it really hard. They knew about the business. They know about the business. All the other stuff, I don't know.
No. So someone commented on that, not on the post that I made, but someone commented on the one that I did the retweet on, and it was funny. It was like, the picture was like he was on like a back patio of a house. Mm-hmm. I highly doubt it was his house. So it was like, you think the mama didn't know what all them?
Of course they knew.
7,000
Of course they knew.
Sneakers on the back patio.
She definitely helped.
Look, I mean, look.
No, I don't know if she helped, but she obviously, a 19-year-old can't get a credit card with a $100,000 limit. I know that from experience from getting a credit card when I was 18 years old. There's no way the credit card was in his name. And I think maybe they even said it was in her name.
Yeah, it was in her name. They said it was her name.
So, again, I don't know if it was a Nike card or whatever.
I think it was just her.
It was her name. That's how they got found out.
Yeah, but your name would be on a corporate card if your business gave you one. Your name would be printed on there. That's how it works. You have to have ID if you use a credit card to buy something. So... and he didn't do it one time. They talked in the Bloomberg article about that one specific thing where he bought 600 pairs of Yeezys or whatever, and it was $100,000. Man, that's not his only purchase. You saw the pictures. Yeah. There's no way she didn't know about it.
I mean, he got a bigger warehouse. He kept
if you do that and like 100,000 hits the credit card, and she's like, "Oh, what happened?" But fam, if you did it for 2 years, or you had all them shoes, it did happen. Like, she's paying the bill. It happened more than once.
Look,
I just don't feel sorry for her because she got caught. That's kind of your abuse of privilege. They all knew what they were doing. She knew what was going on.
She's a moron.
They're all idiots. They got caught. It's the privilege. I don't feel bad for her whatsoever. She's an idiot. 25 years, fam. 25 years she dedicated to that company. Even like you said, being a woman, she got up there, VP of Nike. Like, that is the epitome of what you want. Outside of being Phil Knight or, Mark Parker, whoever, that's what you want to be. And she ruined it so her son can get some IG clout. Yeah. That's what it's for, sir. It's IG clout.
There's no way you look at it. That's the only thing he could have did it for.
1,000%. Like you said, it's not for money. They had the bread. It's not to get shoes. He had the shoes. It was strictly for IG clout and for whatever. That's it.
I don't even understand why is the kid of a Nike whatever, even if you were a lower tier employee, why are you a botter? I guess I also don't understand that. Why would you, even if you didn't buy $100,000 in shoes, like say you spent $10,000, what do you need to bot for?
Because he probably knew the insides of how to do it.
Like, fam, what?
Well, why are you saying why do you need to bot?
What's the glamour or glory, or like what's the point in?
See, I don't understand the point. I have a hard time saying that
like,
it wasn't for the money. Like, that's why, I mean, everyone's like, they had money.
I don't know.
I mean, like, I don't know.
Well, I think it's both. I think it's both. I mean,
I don't know if mom is just like, oh, son, you need 10,000? Like, if he can make 10,000 by, clearly, like, he had money at his disposal.
I would imagine a VP at Nike probably is comfortably in the 7 figures. Now I don't know if it's
1,000%,
100%. But like the like I said, the reselling the sneakers, I don't even care. Like he clearly wanted to be just like 2J Kicks and all of them. Cal, he wanted to be something that
that's what he's saying.
He's not, right? And my thing is that like I don't know their financial setup. I don't know who the dad is. I don't know anything about these people. But like you might have altered like your way of living now. Like
she's gonna have an impossible time getting another job at least until she will.
Yeah, they're still white.
You have to. I understand that, but you have to explain. It's national news. It's trending on Twitter.
Gained way too much exposure.
You have to explain away what happened to get a job at that level from anyone.
You're right,
and it's not as easy as my son stole my credit card.
And the option of like resigning.
Yeah,
like, you can.
If it happened once, it's explainable. But if it was 2 years,
more. Like they said, like they made.
Of course
they were
it did.
aware
You
of
saw
it
the
in
one
2018.
Yeah,
so.
You saw the picture on the back patio. There was Yeezy boxes, Nike boxes, Jordan brand boxes.
Everything.
Yeah,
I saw a Facebook post today where somebody said if you know coaches or specialists across all Nikes, reach out to them because names are being dropped left and right and people are being fired like crazy all over stores. So that means it's deeper than just Eugene, Oregon. It's every single outlet that possible. Mercer,
I would
Vegas.
imagine. All Nike.
And if he did it at the Nike corporate store, like the employee store, that should be even another higher level because they don't limit. So he could go in there and then spend $100,000 in that store and where everything. Now, when I went in there, they didn't really have anything that was worth.
That was available to us.
Well, I didn't. So you can't go to the on-campus store unless you're an employee or have some like high special level of privilege or whatever. I know that story well. A lot of people don't even realize that there is a store on campus.
Yeah.
So that's where they keep the Off-White and all that hype shit. The corporate store, which is what people call the employee store, which is now like in a brand new building or whatever, and is way different than when you grew up hearing about it in the 90s. It's not the same je ne sais quoi or whatever. It's a completely different experience. It looks like a regular outlet store. They have better stuff than an outlet. But still not like, don't think you're going to go in there and get all the newest releases. Like, I'm sure they do GR Jordans or whatever because I've seen the lines before where the employees line up on Saturday or whatever. But I went in there. That doesn't mean you can't make money. If you spend $100,000 in that store, you can flip it and make money. Now, you're not going to double it or anything like that, but you can make some money. So the conflict of interest using a VP's corporate credit card or whatever, go in the Nike store, employee store, gets up 50% off and then flip it is insane.
And the option to resign, I mean, like you said, I mean, you can argue if they were like really wanted to take some legal action, they could probably argue some type of embezzlement in some type of way.
Right, which is why if they threatened it, that's why she would have agreed.
She resigned so quick.
Of course. I mean, she probably, she can retire. Like, I don't know. I mean,
I saw a picture of her. She looked young. I mean, I know it's 25
really
years,
young.
but
I was like,
she's like 35 years old or something.
As a cashier. I'm like, she looked like 46 at the most.
Oh, I thought she looked younger than that, but
yeah, and I was like, man, so
no, they're all idiots. I don't feel bad for none of them.
They're all idiots. Him himself, he's just the biggest idiot. All you need
he's a kid. He's 19.
He snitched on himself.
He's the kid, but the opportunity that was just
you're right.
I'm talking about the rest of his life, man. You get to go to any college at your disposal because you are privileged. You get to have access
tells
to
me that will be happening
privileged.
to him now. They probably send him to a boarding school or something like that.
But see,
go live.
Silver Spoon kids don't have that mentality like you're saying. Silver Spoon kids don't say, I can go to any college I want. They're like, why? My mom or dad is a gazillion.
But I think it was different before social media, though. Social media made it worse.
But Silver Spoon kids, they use their family's money and show off on social media of the stuff that they have. Like this man,
or what they can acquire, like he did.
Yeah, but like a Silver Spoon kid, like, oh, look at my Mercedes, and I got on Dior's, and I'm wearing Cologne, and I got on Supreme, and I got on all this.
Yeah, but now
this cat's goal was to like have 80 pairs of Off-White 5s.
Right, but now the way social media is, that's more clout. Especially with the way that the matter of fact, Marcus Jordan.
What up?
You put that. You retweeted that thing. Marcus Jordan is the number one clout chaser in the entire galaxy.
Big fact.
Why is he chasing clout? Oh, you're Michael Jordan's son, fam.
And
you had direct access to everything.
I mean, he bid it on DB1s in the auction. I'm like, what are you bidding on? You can't get DB1s.
He has a pair.
Well, I mean, regardless of that, like he's the number one person in this. Like,
Look,
he's like the
Jordan
main
can't get
puppeteer of all
DB1s,
these
then
geeks.
I was gonna say if he can't get DB1s, we're screwed.
Jordan gave his son, instead of a high-paying position in Jordan Brand, he gave his son a retail store. Like, that just tells how goofy he is, okay? Like, I mean, Jordan didn't say, hey, you're the VP of marketing for Jordan Brand, or you're head of whatever. He said, oh, you want to just take a trophy room store?
I mean,
Now would it be different?
Yeah, but
if
he
this,
probably did that because he's a weirdo nerd who wanted to create his own like brand logo. He was like, I don't want the Jordan logo. I want to create my own logo. Weirdo.
It's a lot of confusing stuff. Like, the layers of this is just like amazing. Like, and the layers of like him wanting to I honestly just don't care. I just can't believe that was what he saw for himself. Like, whether it's for social media or actually, I got a business, look at me, West Coast streetwear, whatever it was called. Whatever the reason, I just can't believe somebody of privilege saw that for themselves. Like, I don't get it.
would you feel different if she gave him a retail store like Jordan did Marcus?
I don't know. I mean,
honestly, that's what they should have done.
they should have just
And
opened up
it's-
a boutique.
Yeah. So,
And
we
he-
feel different though because it's kind of the same in a
Definitely
sense.
should not have been doing any interviews.
Not if he's botting to supply his store with stuff. Like, I don't look. Nepotism is something that, like, I feel like it sucks, especially when there's a lot of people out there with missed out on the opportunity because it's like, I'm Jordan, I hire all my kids, and I don't even give anybody else a chance. I understand that. But I mean, like, to me, I honestly feel like if I'd have worked my way up, I'm giving my kid a job if I want to.
And we're supposed
or whatever.
to, yeah.
Like, I don't care what anybody says. Now, that just wasn't the case here. Like, if they gave him a store, cool, and he had to apply to get Nike just like everyone else and had to like apply to get Jordan Brand. But even with her, it's not bad that she has the plug to automatically get him all
I was gonna say because he's not gonna have to apply for
he doesn't
it.
have to. I'm not mad at that. Like, my mom works at Nike. Like, I gotta be able to do something. Like, what's wrong with that? Like, it sucks for like the mom and pop man who really wants to try to make it out here. I'm sure whoever owned High Point, whatever name was, he didn't have to like wait as long to get. I mean, he had Yeezy 1s and Yeezy 2s and stuff like that. No one else did in Arizona.
Yeah.
So it's like,
So they should have just opened a legitimate store, and then this would all have been okay. She could have been VP. He could have got his IG clout with his store, and then we all have been cool.
Like, what's the point?
That's it.
I just view it as too much work. I don't want to do all that work if I'm privileged. What the heck do I want to sell? Now, it's not too hard to sell. I don't want a storage unit. I don't want to stack boxes.
I am kind of curious if he had like how much help he had with that because he didn't set all them boxes up himself for that picture.
Yeah, no, of course not.
Can't
Yeah,
be.
every picture of him,
When
his
you-
face is blurred out. No one else's is just in the picture with him. Everyone, I'm like,
It's him and Yeezy Busta.
I'm like, this is just, it's just amazing that you could just make that decision for something this silly and that's it.
Well, that's why I say the botting thing because people look at botting as if it's like some exclusive like fraternity or something. Like you can use a computer. Congratulations. I mean, I don't.
Look, man.
The people who really know how to code are not making sneaker bots, fam. They're working like Alan for Snapchat. He showed me his pay stub from last year. Well, he just got a raise and he asked his boss what the number was, and his boss says, "Let's just say you'll like the number." I'll just say that. That's someone who can really code. He ain't making sneaker bots, fam.
No, look. Either way, all y'all are still taking L's on Saturday on sneakers.
Yep, that's true.
We're still losing. Like, it's not like he had the entire supply. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Like,
That was a lot of Off-White 5s in that picture, though.
One thing I hate about
That was a
sneakerheads
lot.
is sneakerheads
Yeah,
have the
man.
most. Sneakerheads have the most theories and stuff, and typically 95% of the time they're right. But when they're proven right, it still baffles them. I'm like,
You know what?
We've been saying this stuff forever.
So the only
and they find out it's true. They're like, "Oh, this is crazy." I'm like,
The only thing I can
All
think
this stuff is
of,
true.
the only thing I can think of is like the rush of like being able to check out and then also selling it because like that's kind of how I feel with like doing the sports card thing. It's like if I can get something for retail, kind of get like a little rush, and then if you pull something fire out of the pack, get another little rush, and then if you sell it, then you get another little rush. So that might be why he's doing that because it's like a adrenaline thing. Because I can't think of another reason.
drive your BMW
But then-
fast.
What's more adrenaline than being hi LeBron, how are you doing?
Right. That's what I was trying to
But
make on social
that's
media.
young-minded, like you said, like if you take pictures with LeBron, Tiger Woods, you know what I mean, and you
His-
have those later on in life and you're 40, you're like, oh yeah, this was me and LeBron when I was 19.
See,
like that is so different. It's the
Is
mindset.
his social media clout. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know, that's his social media clout.
Yeah, you could do that too.
Serena, we're talking about Every
But look at, so that's why I brought up Marcus Jordan. Marcus Jordan can go hang out with them every day, but he doesn't. He cares more about selling, backdooring all his shoes. Weirdo.
That's what I said about Marcus last podcast, whatever podcast it was. It's just like, he's trying to make a name of himself for sneakers. Like, how bad are you? Like, who cares? Like, and now look, you want to do something for yourself, cool. But like, I just feel like if I was Marcus Jordan,
Ronnie Feig is opening a store in Paris on like one of the most famous blocks in world history, and that man Marcus Jordan is celebrating backdooring his shoe on Nike Talk. What is it?
Man.
Nike Talk.
Oh man, hey.
MySpace.
Whatever they're doing, whatever, we're still taking L's like we said, whatever, man. Clout is different for me. The clout to me is, like you said, my mom works at Nike. Like I said earlier, my friend, mom worked at Nike, and she would get us a pair. To me, if I could get a few of the homies a few pairs, like, hey, mom, couldn't like me and the homies get like 5 pairs, that's enough for me. I don't need to be a person to supply the world. I don't need a resale business.
The one thing...
When did the plug become more than yourself?
So the one thing I will say, the one positive thing I will say about the situation is I like the fact that a Silver Spoon Kid, to use that terminology, did have some like aspiration of himself to not just be like coattails the entire time. So I do like that. He had some kind of like spirit to do work.
No, he didn't.
He did.
No, he didn't. That's the whole point I'm trying to say. He cheated on both. He didn't do work.
That's fine, but what do you mean? It's a lot of work to do that job. I mean, that whatever that job is. So
you know how hard it is to stack them boxes? Like,
at least,
like,
at least he didn't.
make it look
at least
like
he
a
didn't
chair
lay on the
sit
couch
on.
every day. That's the only positive thing I'll
crazy.
say about it.
I mean,
They're all idiots.
Yes.
to me, if you're gonna reseller, I envy, not envy, but a reseller who like be out there in the streets really trying to get it. Okay. All right, like, but a man who can say, "Here's my $100,000 credit card limit, thanks, mommy." Like, I don't see.
There's no real grind.
There's no. He probably wasn't even shipping that stuff. Like you said, he probably had done me though.
Yeah, of course he did. He's not doing that.
He cheated on both ends. He cheated in life. He cheated, and he cheated in resale. He's whatever. God bless.
Yep.
All right, what else are we talking about? Is that it? You want to talk about cars now?
Yes, sir.
Look at his face.
DB1s? What are we talking? DB1s. All right.
Yeah, they're whack.
What?
Well, I mean,
Don't do that.
they are whack.
The DB1s are whack.
Them DB1s.
Johnny did text me today asking about where like the auction thing was, so Johnny might want to talk about them.
They're okay.
I tried to bid 1,000 on them, and that was it. Because I knew I'd get outbid.
That was a starting bid.
I was like,
He started it off on the 9.5.
You think they're tight?
I did bid on.
I think they're probably a top
what's them,
5
Back to the
DB.
Future joints.
I mean, that's not saying much about the DB.
Yeah, that's-
sure, you want to put it at
definitely
top
not
5,
saying
I'll give you that.
much.
It's
Oh, okay.
because all top 5 are in that one shoe,
I mean, but
and they're whack.
top 5 in DBs aren't whack. Because we would say DB3, DB4.
Yeah.
I'll throw this DB1 in there.
Nope.
That's so. There's two. That's
All right, let's start from the original
Two
DB.
was
We
fire.
go DB4, DB3.
Yep.
Somebody probably say DB6. I don't
You'll
care.
throw
Yeah,
DB6
but you
in
don't
there.
like
I'm a
it.
big fan of 6.
Yeah, see, I don't like it. Doesn't mean it's not better than the rest of the other.
I understand that's fine, but you can't call it fire if you don't like it.
DB9,
I like the DB9.
maybe.
I would maybe
I don't
even
like
say
nines,
that.
but I like black. It's hard to ruin black and gold. I mean,
Yeah.
I know Johnny likes it. I remember that post you made when you got those at the outlet.
DB9 and then DB,
I would personally say the 2 before this one.
DB2, the green one.
Yeah.
I don't know why
I like that one over.
was.
I like this one. I like that one over
The
the.
one is better than
Yeah, I
the
like
No, it is not, sir.
I don't know.
They suck.
no,
but
they don't.
they suck.
They're
But
not.
but I mean, I hope they make
13
a ton of
trash,
money
10
for
trash.
the kids.
Yeah, no, that's what it's all about.
That's what it's all
So
about.
please,
They're done actually pretty well.
Oh no, they
definitely
suck.
suck.
They're done pretty well for a opposite what the type thing. They took the best elements off.
I don't
of
think
all
any
the
what
shoes.
the
Oh wait, we
shoes are
forgot
good,
the
though, so
5.
it
The
doesn't
5
matter.
actually is the top 5. I forgot about that.
Black light.
All right, well, all patent leather.
The DB1 what the is whack.
And you said the Black Light 5 is better.
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't. All
And again, I mean, they're all whatever, but that 5 is better than this one.
There was a black and gold 14, wasn't there?
No, there was a black and pink with the little pizza on it. Little pizza.
it was a girls'
pen.
women's
Yeah.
sizes or GS or
There
something.
was like a gold 14. So
Nah.
Yeah, DB1s, they eye to me.
They're whack.
I would have paid $1,000 for them. But then I
You
would
probably could have paid 10 and still been able to flip it. I mean,
Maybe.
That's reality.
Well, whatever the auction situation
But they're not gonna
was,
sell
they
for
like
10,
restarted
so.
it because like they got some weird bids that they thought were,
That's what happened. Okay, never mind.
and they said, "Well, we're gonna stop this because they couldn't tell if the bid
If it was legitimate,
or
yeah.
whatever." I mean, even when I tried to bid on Nike on eBay for the 1,000, an alert popped up and said, "Sorry, you gotta contact this person to get pre-approved the bid." So I said, "Oh, okay, well, I ain't doing that," and that was it. So who knows? These
Yeah.
ones,
They're whack.
okay.
They're whack.
We talking about cards or whatever y'all want to talk about?
Yeah, no, I just needed to pull up real quick because like people have been telling me there was like some smoke, so I wanted to make sure we're good because you were sneak dissing your boy a little bit for a couple of weeks.
No, I didn't.
I heard it, you did. So I just want to make sure we're straight. We good?
I don't know
Because
what
we
you're
family,
talking
but
about.
no, you know exactly what you're talking about.
What'd I say?
So the first week, I think he brought up cards when Andy and Rico were here. And he was saying something like, you can keep that same energy when Dom pulls up talking about sneakerheads and cards.
Oh yeah, because I mean that.
Okay, but no, that was a little smoke. And then later on, you're like, yeah, I know sneakerheads in the cards, blah, 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 like that. So that was number one. And then last week,
But you ain't the only one though.
no, but it was directed towards me because it was right after he said my name. Then last week, when Mark and Laura were here, and Mark was like, yeah, I think Don does, he sets his phone up this way when he's doing his videos. Here come Greg as, or maybe he should get a tripod. Like I don't own a tripod with a ring light attached to it, Greg. Stop it. That, my guy, was actual smoke. Because am I lying?
The sneakerhead thing? Okay, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
No,
But
it was.
I feel like no sneakerhead should be involved in selling
My
clothes.
man said, or maybe you should get a tripod. Like I don't own a tripod.
I don't know. I
Like-
just saw hands dancing.
Wait, like meaning what? Like going out and trying to take all the product and then reselling.
I don't understand this. I just don't get
Wait, but are you talking about opening it and then trying to like make money off what you open, or you just resell the sealed
I feel
box?
like it's trespassing. I do. I feel like sneakerheads who are involved in cards are trespassing on someone else's genre
Hold on.
and culture.
Because you want kids to have availability to get it, or for what reason? Why would I care about some 60-year-old old white man who's been in the cards for 60 years?
No,
I don't care
it's
about
not
him.
that. I feel like
You know the people you see in the lines when you watch a video on YouTube? You see cats that look like that. 60-year-old old white dude with a mustache takes all the boxes. He's first in line, takes all the boxes and leaves.
Don explained it.
He's putting it in his hobby shop.
Don explained it the best earlier. We were talking about renting sneakers. He said we're purists. We have a certain feeling of stuff like that.
Yeah.
When it comes to sneakers in our genre, there has never been more complaints about anything about people entering our genre.
Sneakers
our
started
culture,
with us.
Entering our genre and culture and reselling. That has always been an issue. And now all of a sudden,
You might get mad
maybe
about
not-
that.
Maybe you didn't, and maybe I didn't back in the day, but that has always been an issue. So when I see
People get mad
when
because
I
they
see-
can't get a
when
shoe. They
I
don't get
see-
mad because
when
little kids
I
come into
see-
buying
when-
shoes.
Quit throwing ages with stuff, okay? Little
New
kid and
people,
old man,
new
all this
people,
stuff.
kid, whatever. It doesn't matter.
No. It does.
No, it
And let me
doesn't.
tell you something. Like, you know what's funny is Johnny and Don being here is very funny because me and Johnny's first interaction ever on social media was me and him arguing about resellers. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about black and gold 7s, whatever that pack was called, and the white
The
and gold
GMP,
7.
yeah.
Okay.
And I remember when it first dropped, and I don't know if Johnny couldn't find his size or a pair, or he was mad because people were buying it. I don't know what it was, but he said something about reselling, and he said he was like sick and tired of it, or something. And I said, if I bought it for like $350 in a store, and I go into the parking lot and someone gives me $500, I'm giving it to him. Johnny said, I would never do it, never.
All right.
But now I don't know Johnny's situation in cards because Johnny, I don't know. Don.
Fam, you change your mind every 2 weeks. Like, don't do that.
Don. Let me tell you something. Don is the homie. I've known Don for a very long time. Nike. When me and Don first started conversating at Nike, it was for one of the DB releases, the Puerto Rican, whatever. I don't know what it was. Some
95, Air Max
whatever.
95.
And me and Don was cool. Me every weekend, we go to Nike Twitter. We go to Nike based on Twitter releases, all that stuff. Me and you every single time. This is when I said, "No, Don, boy, Don is a real one, boy. He don't play around." Every single time. Oh, the release. It was He Got Game 13s. You and I up there chopping it up with Don. Don had his clipboard at the front. Every single release we went to. Remember that one white dude that would come?
I remember.
This one white dude would come every single time. Now we knew something was fishy about him because he never.
Size
he-
13 man or
He
whatever.
didn't even look like he was a size or a sneakerhead whatsoever. Now he could have been coming from work. He could have been going to work afterwards. We didn't.
I know
know
where he's going with this.
You knew what he was doing, right? We all knew it, but we never said nothing about it. On this particular day, Don, as a Nike employee, said, man, fam, you just up here to resell. And dude said, nah, fam, nah, I'll put it on. Don said, man, just get your sneakers and get out of here.
Yeah.
And you here every single week, you don't wear no 13, you just here to resell. And the man was like, fam, I'll put it on my shoe right now, fam. I'll put it right now. Don was like, no, it matter. Get your shoe, get out of here. As a Nike employee, that was Don. Reselling.
Okay, what point are you making? This is a long story.
I know what he's doing.
The point was that in our genre and our culture, it is extremely frowned upon when you do so. Now, I don't have a problem with people. Like, I feel like anybody who has still been buying cards when the genre was dead, okay? It may not have died, but it was dead, all right? When you would drive by a car shop and be like, fam, how is this still open?
Right.
When they were going out of business, it was dead. Anybody who was still even dabbling in cards, when all your sports card shops started buying Pokemon comic books and Magic cards to try to stay in the game, when it shifted a little bit, people who were still remotely buying cards then, oh man, that's theirs, man. Applaud to them. Here comes Sneakerhead. It somehow comes back. Here comes Sneakerhead. $1 out of nowhere.
Bro, sneakerheads aren't the one buying buying cards.
Oh no, it's not just sneakerheads now.
It's barely sneakerheads.
There are articles, which I'm gonna make sure I send you guys to. There are articles out there about sneakerheads, how they have changed the game when it comes to anything of popularity. Sneakerheads were out there trying to buy Kylie makeup and stuff. These are
No,
facts.
this is resellers and botters. Those aren't
exactly.
sneakerheads.
Stop.
Those aren't.
No, it's true.
Those aren't
It's true.
sneakerheads.
He's right.
Stop.
Those aren't sneakerheads.
So I will say though, in my defense, just because you see me copying sneakers doesn't mean I'm not collecting cards. Because my 11-year-old daughter is named Honest, who is after a Yu-Gi-Oh card, who had been collecting Yu-Gi-Oh for I don't know how many years.
That's why I said I don't know yours.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I've always collected cards, but like you said, there was that era where sports were just not there, or I wasn't paying attention to it. But I did from about 2004 to damn near 2016, was still doing Yu-Gi-Oh off and on. I would stop, sell the collection, and then I would need to buy some more Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And then it was like, oh, basketball's back out. Oh, this is back out. And really it was when my son was born, he started playing basketball. I'm like, I'm going to start him a little basketball collection. Because I had just recently found my collection in the garage. And like you said, it ain't worth shit now. The Grant Hills and Jason Kidd rookie cards. So I'm like,
I got one of those too.
It wasn't like hot. It wasn't on fire.
It wasn't. You could still stroll into Target and buy Optic basketball.
I'm cool with that. That's what I like. See, Johnny is a collector.
You really stuck on a sneakerhead thing.
I wouldn't say I'm a collector. I collect and keep. So now when you start to get your collection, you have to pick a couple of players because you cannot collect everything.
Yeah, you can't.
This is why, and that's my thing. It's not about the cards. Whatever, cards. It's about the people that I see involved in. I'm like, what are you doing? Yo, you get to come. I'm like, fam, you were talking about cards. Like, don't invade on somebody else's territory. Like, it just bothers
But just
me.
because we weren't talking about it doesn't mean we weren't into it. It's just now that it's a bigger thing, you can enjoy it with other people. I didn't just get into Pokemon yesterday. Like, I wasn't like crazy collecting, but I have Pokemon cards in my mom's garage. It's just
That's another thing too. That's an excuse that everyone says. Everybody got something at their mama garage and basement and stuff. We all
But I actually
got something
do,
at our
though.
Mamas, we do.
But,
Everybody.
but whatever was in our garage didn't have a resurgence like cards. The cards made a resurgence, so it's like, oh, now it's a nostalgic feeling. It's not sneakerheads out there ruining shit. It's literally us. It's not.
Wait.
Sneakerheads are not ruining anything.
So
when I go to wait at Walmart or Target sometimes, I don't see sneakerheads in line.
No,
it's
you
me.
the sneakerhead.
I'm the
Why?
one person.
I bet the people in line are like, look at this sneakerhead.
No, they looking at like, oh, his Nikes are cool. Look at my Skechers. I'm about to go get some Pokemon.
Fam, you know who's in line?
Stop
No
it.
joke. Like old moms. Like
Big facts.
Man, there was old moms in line at Nike with me.
You'll be surprised on who's in line.
so it's not a sneakerhead.
Yeah.
Old people.
And then
In
sports
line
cards.
at Target.
We've always been into sports. Sneakers and sports go hand
so
in
that's
hand.
the question that I have is like, when you were a kid, you had cards, did whatever you did with them. You still have boxes of cards at my mom's house. So what is the difference between that and someone who was buying all along? Like, you come back to it, you put it away, come back to it, put it away. What's the difference between that person and so why is the person that was buying the whole time okay with you and the person who bought before and then stopped and buying again not okay? I don't understand the difference.
And then furthermore,
It's like a 25-year block in yours.
And then furthermore, in correlation with sneakers, right? You said this a little bit before. SBs died. They didn't just slow down. They died, right? I didn't hear you talk about SB once. The second the resurgence came, you were like, I gotta get me an SB. I can't believe I'm not wearing dunks. I gotta. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. It is the exact same thing.
That is a sneaker. That's it.
No, it's the same thing though. It's the same thing.
No, see, like it wasn't like basketball cards are still in. Everybody's buying football cards.
No, cards. They didn't die, but it severely left. You're right. But just like certain pockets of sneakers do the same thing, and we don't talk about them. And then all of a
Sneakers
sudden,
never left though. That's all that matters.
cards never left either. He talked about it. Card breaking has been around for years. Even when you quote unquote it died, people were doing card breaks for years. So it never left.
But it never left. But those weren't people that I.
I think there's a difference between you're mad at people, I think, who go into a store, buy a box, and then
there are people I talk to on social media right now who are 100% sneakerheads out there chasing Happy Meal boxes.
Relax.
What are you doing?
The people you're talking about are the ones that go in the store, they get the sealed box, and then they put the sealed box on StockX or eBay. But that's not what I'm doing. That's not what he's doing. That's not what he's doing. Completely different. It's just like sneakers, just like anything else. Someone who's getting 10 pairs of something and flipping it, are they keeping one? Are they buying two and selling the second one so they can pay for their pair they want? It's different.
That happened with Concords.
Yeah, it's not the same thing as like someone who's going in a store, fighting or doing whatever, and then just flipping the sealed box. Like if you open the cards, Don's doing stuff on social media, opening the cards. I don't see a problem with that. If you get a big card that you don't want and
for
you sell
a personal collection.
Because listen, this is an eBay sponsorship, fam. eBay has been about selling trinkets their entire existence. That's the whole point. You break it open, you see what you get, and like, oh yeah.
Well, you said you.
I don't want this
for your collection.
For the most part, I mean, if I can get something that'll flip, of course we're gonna flip.
Listen. Hold on. Let me say this. Hold on. Let me tell this part. So I told you I went in Target. They had tons of blasters of Topps 21 paper. I pulled a Joe Adele variation out of a $20 blaster. It's like a $75 raw card. I'm not a Joe Adele fan. I'm not an Angels fan. Someone out there is. Fam, I sold that card for $75. Why? I mean,
now he can buy who he likes.
Yeah, either that or I can go buy. Because my thing is like, I have fun opening the stuff.
Yeah.
You ain't buying no other cards. You ain't building your own collection.
No, but that's the point he made. You don't collect everyone.
You don't collect anyone.
I have cards I sent today to PSA, the grading company, and depending what comes back, I may keep some of those cards myself long term or give them to children or whatever. Who knows what you're going to do with it? It depends. Like I have a Michael Jordan card I've had since I was a kid. I sent it today because it was in perfect condition. If that gets a good grade, I may keep it. I don't know yet.
I know. You ain't keeping it.
No. It's the same thing with sneakers. I keep some sneakers. I sell some sneakers. Same thing. What else have we resold? Hats. I keep some hats. I sell some hats. Whatever.
You.
No, whatever. Not me and you. We. Universal humans. People are flipping Hat Club pins online. Are you mad at those people too? Those are sneakerheads.
I am.
Okay.
They're selling.
I'm just making sure.
They're selling pins that come with the hat for almost more than a hat.
Keep the same energy. So are you mad at the buyer?
I think I don't care for resellers now.
Why are you mad at me specifically?
I was gonna say, I think
you are mad at me because you came from me. I'm that sneakerhead in the sneaker or in the car.
No, you're not the only person.
Because people have been flipping Starbucks cups. People have been flipping everything.
Collectibles.
Fan, the energy is for me, but it's cool.
But here's the thing. This is I had a conversation.
YouTube was the only thread that I have of text thread of people.
Yeah.
Listen.
Everybody all of a sudden was like, go to my mom's house to look at the basement.
Yeah, because if you can make a couple bucks that you can spend on a vacation or spend on whatever, why wouldn't you? Stuff just sitting there.
Absolutely.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
Would you be excited if you went in your closet and you got a pair of pants out and you found $500 in the back pocket? That's the same thing as going into a garage and finding a $500 card.
I like that.
Look, I mean, that's a pretty good example. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I mean, you just go in there and find a $500 card. You're like, damn.
I got so many sports cards and Shaq rookies, all these cards, and I was like, man, I should just set these joints on fire.
Shaq rookie's hitting right now. You might want to do that.
I might set them joints on fire.
Well,
that's why I might break them.
Bring it into my house.
You know
first.
what is contrary? That is contrary. You like to talk about contrary all the time? That's contrary.
You might be right.
No, I am right.
But I just feel like, you know what? People who have been in a genre who complained about this specific type thing for the entire process of a genre should just stay out of it.
Now, having said that, I will say this for myself personally. I won't speak for anyone else.
You hated
I don't understand.
No. And I still kind of do. And
I hated resellers. Like, but there's a time where it flips, where you're just like, either I'm gonna do it or someone else is gonna do it.
Bro, I told you that. Okay, so when I used to work No, listen. I was such a purist and I hated resellers until when I used to work at Flight Pound back in the day. And I told you that one day when I watched a 12-year-old kid collect a check for $1,400 because he sat outside for like 3 hours to get shoes. I'm like, man, if he's let me get a little bit.
But you knew that all the time. You just got bit by the bug.
I did, but here's the thing. But I'm still not full into it. But what I was saying is there was a moment, and I'm just speaking for me personally, where I even stepped back and went, okay, you look nuts. When the Happy Meals came out and everyone was like, yo, this Pikachu that you can get out the Happy Meals going for like 50, 60 bucks. So I'm in a actual line buying Happy Meals, and like I've never given my kids Happy Meals personally. Like I don't feed them McDonald's like that. So I went and gave them McDonald's, and I'm like, did I just literally go against me saying never buy McDonald's just so I can get the card? And
you went against what you believe.
And furthermore, I didn't even give. I gave
Don't
them.
do that.
I gave
you
them.
acting like incredulous right now. Don't do that.
No, this is
relax.
Hey, I'm keeping it a buck though. Scott meal. No. My kids have never. I did. My kids have never had a Happy Meal until this Pokemon card came out.
And
you gotta stop. You gotta stop.
And you know what's funny though? But you know what's funny? I got that Pikachu, and I was like, okay, now it's kind of all worth it. Did you see?
You did something for as long as you possibly could. Didn't give your kids McDonald's, but you hit that Pikachu and you was like, hey, they'll be all right.
Hey, but they'll never eat it again. But I did get that. But I'm not gonna lie. I sat there and I was like, damn, Don, did you really just do that?
You did that. You should have been like, man, I feel crazy.
No, I did feel crazy for like 3 hours. And then when I saw what that Pikachu was going for, I was like, okay, we all right then.
Johnny, how often...
I'm gonna be honest.
You consider this your business?
It's kind of turning into that, and that's what I was gonna mention. Is like when you start opening so much, you just
you're doing it like almost every night, right?
You just accumulate so much stuff that you either like you just got to get rid of it. And so now I do like card shows and stuff, so I make money there. Plus on what I make on the product, and it's just like I said, I get to keep who I want to keep, my players that I collect, and I get to just rip for people and just open because, like you said, it's fun.
It is fun.
I just hit $1,000 card for some guy that barely bought 2 fat packs and a blaster. He barely bought his third item from me, and he pulls $1,000 card.
That's that downtown.
Fat pack is just a little pack that comes with like
that was
20
JJ.
cards.
He wanted a shout out. Shout out to JJ. You pulled a big one downtown.
To a downtown. A blaster is just a $20 box, and then you have a mega, which is a $40 box.
Yeah. So pretty much. I mean,
excuse me.
I don't want you to know anything yet. You know way too much.
Oh, I know everything.
After sending a lot of you got an Omega San Francisco Alpha Omega, whatever y'all talking about. Y'all got the Genesis 101s, whatever. I'm like, what are you talking about? When did you learn all this?
Hey, George knows a lot. We've always talked, but once cards kind of had the resurgence and he went through to his mom's house or wherever it was and got all the cards, bro, he's sending me types of stuff every single day. We talk hours on end about cards. It's not just some little fad. Like, he's got some shit, fam. Like,
he needs to go to bed.
Another thing is...
Well, that's also true, but
I don't know if we can say his name, but this old boy, he spent some money on some cards, but he bought an $800 box and sold a $21,000 Zion.
Oh, yep. And you know
that seem pretty nice, $21,000?
You know what it is.
That is such a gamble.
That's what it is. But
that's all it is. But at least you get cards.
So, but if you get it at retail, it's not as big of a gamble. He's talking about like a hobby box or something.
On a
of
box.
course, that's just like.
But here's the thing.
The lottery.
So I don't know if you guys saw what
you got to gamble.
Did you see what?
I'm sorry. What's the most you've made from a card?
From a card just like.
I don't care.
There's difference between licks and just selling single cards. Because I mean, I do at a show, I can sell cards, $100 here, $50 here. Right. But if you're talking on a day's work of maybe hitting like 3 stores and getting product, I went home that night and sold it to this dude that has a site that I sold it for $7,000.
Boom.
1 day's work, $7,000.
Now Johnny's rich.
Now,
You know what I'm saying?
Now, we're talking about pickups and stuff like that. You two not being that super duper into sneakers. Don is.
No, I'm always into sneakers. Yeah,
And so
always.
like,
I mean, I think based on his employer.
yeah.
yes, but like it's like one of those things. Yeah, but his employer does cards too. Like,
Well, they do everything. I
do
mean,
everything.
StockX.
Legos now.
Okay, StockX basically is just like whatever you like. They're that Nike kid. Whatever I can make money on, I'm going to make money on. I mean, that's what it is. Like that, and it's like I was telling Laura last week. The Kicks World thing sounds like a good business plan because they've set themselves up to make a lot of money. StockX saw stuff early. They set themselves like StockX did a collab for Topps cards or something already. Like, huh? Bam! How have you done a collab for cards?
You just ask.
Yes, we can call Josh personally.
Are you that into cards?
Yeah.
Okay.
In the sense that, like,
Define
again,
that into cards.
I was gonna say, like, what you got to be a little more specific. Like,
Johnny sounds like he's into cards.
No, but he's different though. He does breaks on his channel.
Yeah, but I mean, like, when you know the routes the trucks take and...
Well, I don't know if you want to say all that, but
Well, I mean, ain't that like a thing?
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm not gonna say what,
but I don't know.
I'm not
Okay,
gonna say what, but I mean, like, when
Alright.
you know, like, yo, go here at this time between this
well,
day,
then, and
go
then,
here
yeah.
at
So,
that time between this day, like,
yeah, people.
That's like
into
homework.
you
Yeah,
can figure
gotta
out
do
the
homework.
Yeah, you can figure out the schedule.
And then-
do you like work too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just don't even see how you could do both.
and then now, like, with me having kids, like, I share that with them. Like, they're obsessed with Pokemon cards. Like, so if I buy a box, you know, and then I'll pull whatever I'm gonna pull. Like, they'll get I got each of them their own binders, a Pokemon binder, and we'll all sit down and I'll be like, okay, here's 200 cards, you guys go through them, and they'll be like, oh, I like this one because of this. They're into it, so it's a lot of fun for me because then I'll come home and be like, hey, y'all, guess what I just got? I got the new Shining Fates that just came out. So like, ooh, let's rip it. So I'll rip it with them. I'll be like, ooh, we got this, we got that. They'll put it in their binder. They show their mom. They show my parents. So it's a lot of fun, bro.
And then
So
you pillage the ones worst stuff out of the packs first, and then you say, here you go, kiddies.
no, not necessarily. They got some Charizards. They got some Charizards, bro. I'm telling you.
You see his face.
Let me get this Pikachu.
Yeah, no. I mean, look. I hooked them up. It's a lot of fun overall. I enjoy ripping. I enjoy, like, it's the thrill, just like how it is with sneakers. It's another thing that we're thrilled about. It's like the chase. You know what I'm saying? You hit that sneakers, you're like, cool, got him. It's the same thing when you open up that NFL optic and he's like, boom, I just got that that downtown Tua. Like, it's fun. You know what I'm saying? Or like in the Pokemon game, when you pull that rainbow Charizard or that rainbow Pikachu out of a $40 box that is now an $800 card.
So a person that pays $21,000 for a Zion,
That is a
right?
collector.
So he's keeping it.
Absolutely.
Most likely
That's
keep it.
Their space.
That's like a painting. He is collecting it. If you're spending $21,000.
Well, hold on. Let's talk about even bigger than that. Luka just sold a 1-on-1 Luka signature with a patch. Just sold for $4.6 million.
That's irresponsible.
Okay, that's what I was going to say. Relax. Can I make my point first? Luka is in his third year in the league. He is trending to be a Hall of Famer. He has a lot of years left to get to that point. I understand it's a 1-on-1 card. It's not graded.
I thought it was
Some-
graded.
No.
Oh.
Someone 2 weeks ago or whatever got a Mantle 52 PSA 9, which I think is the highest grade. I don't think there's a PSA 10 out there. I don't think any because the card's old.
Pop.
So for $5.2 million. Number one, it's Mickey Mantle. Number one. Number two, he's in the Hall of Fame. Number three, he's dead. Number four, the card is already 60 years old. It makes sense to buy that card. I don't care that Luka card is a 1-on-1 and has an auto or whatever. We don't know what's going to happen in his career. That's the point that, like, the long-term investors are trying to make to a lot of these people. So that dude who bought it for 4.6 probably is just hoping there's another boom next year at some point and he can sell it for 6 or 8 or whatever.
Even like 5
Because that's
or
not a
something.
long-term keep. Whereas the Mickey Mantle is. Number one, it's graded. It's Mickey Mantle, and he's in the Hall of Fame. So that's why, like, a lot of these vintage cards are going crazy right now because Vince is going into the Hall of Fame soon. Paul Pierce, I think, goes in this year, right? Or in 2 years, or next year?
I think so, yeah.
And those
All
are
Paul
worth money?
Pierce's rookies are like this.
Oh, rookies.
It has to be a rookie card.
Yeah, the majority of the cards that are popular that are worth money are rookie cards.
Rookie or like a short print, like the Luka's a 1-of-1. They only made one.
Wait.
Unless you're a
get it, but-
unless you're a superstar like
Okay,
like
so Johnny, if you get a
So the $21,000 card probably was what, out of 10, out of 25, like that?
I think it was projected out of 3 or 5.
Oh,
And it's
okay.
a rookie.
Yeah, it was a rookie Zion. Yeah.
So then, like, if you get I'm trying to think of somebody who's not a rookie.
well, like, okay, so for
like
example,
LeBron.
Tom Brady,
You get a LeBron.
Tom Brady
Okay.
cards right now are off the charts. He just won the
His
Super Bowl.
first card in his Bucks uniform.
He's
I'll
literally
give you an
like the
example how
greatest of all time.
How it fluctuates is when the bubble came back, okay? Rookies for 1920 had already been out. Bow's rookie card was maybe $4, $3. He had that first
And then
bubble
the
game where he
bubble,
went
yeah.
16 and 10. His shot he went to $20 to $25 each, just based on that one game. And that's the way cards fluctuate all the time.
Doesn't even make any sense.
It doesn't, but that's the way the market that it fluctuates. It's just the anticipation of.
It's like
you know
Travis
what?
Scott wearing
He's
an
gonna be
SB or whatever, same kind of thing.
Yeah, the Newcastle or whatever. It's the same thing, similar. So it's like they're really long-term investments because like a lot of people had Giannis Prism rookie cards, but they didn't know if he was going to pan out because of how far he was drafted. Now look at him. Now I was just looking at right now. PSA 10 went for almost $4,000.
Yeah.
And people could have probably they could have been in a shoebox because they didn't know back then he was going to be what he's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
So these Keldon Johnsons, these other people, they can be the next Giannis. They can be this next big guy, and you're like, damn.
I did make one smart buy when I
let
was
me go
buying
get this.
singles. I got a Dame rookie,
Yeah, see, so like,
and I paid like $80 for it, and it's already $150 raw.
Nice.
So I did make one, and I sent it. It was one of the ones I sent to PSA today.
That's dope.
So I did make one smart buy when I was
So
buying.
you got to do a
singles,
little
but yeah.
homework, know what you're buying.
And then on the flip side, like Pokemon, if you're one of those that like to sit on it, that value never goes away.
I know
Because-
nothing about Pokemon,
Pikachu
by
don't
the
get
way.
hurt.
Yeah,
so,
Pikachu
like,
can't get hurt. Charizard's always gonna have that fire flame for you.
What does but like it's a game though. Like
There's just a-
what's
there's
The
its own
same
little
thing. The
world.
cards are rare.
well,
the rarity
those
of-
are just strictly because they're rare. Pokemon cards.
Yeah, but
Because-
there's
Yeah,
its
of
own
course.
little world too. Pokemon has its own little world.
It's
They have
its
own
entire
buyers.
world.
The,
yeah.
the whole
I'll never understand
So
that.
the whole thing with the Charizard originally, correct me if I'm wrong. The whole thing about the Charizard originally is because it was the most powerful card in the game, right?
At the
like
time,
from the
yeah.
first set. That's
Yeah.
why. Okay, yeah. So
Right,
that's why.
but to me,
So a lot of
like-
people didn't have it.
if you play the game, why are you getting rid of your Charizard? I don't know how to play the game. I just figured like you throw a Charizard.
Well, I don't think when you lose, I don't think they get your cards, do they? I think-
They can, yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
you're
if
like,
you're betting or something,
Yeah.
sure, but like,
So think of it like this: if there's a common Charizard and then there's a Rainbow Charizard, like it's two different cards basically, even though it's almost the same thing. That's like having a 94 or whatever to the 2018 same shoe.
Do you do
the
Pokemon
94?
too?
Yeah, I just recently started because in November all of my people were asking me like, "Do you sell Pokemon?" I'm like, "I don't. I only do sports." So I bought a couple Pokemon. And it was just flying faster than my sports was. So I started buying Pokemon, and it just kept on selling.
yeah, now like wrestling cards and
Everything.
and
Fortnite,
MMA cards,
Fortnite.
yeah, Fortnite.
You know,
There's-
Star Wars
there was
cards.
a-
You see
yeah,
that?
Star Wars.
Star
There's
Wars
a
like
Fortnite
movie.
card. A Fortnite. I don't even know who the character is because I know nothing about Fortnite other than just watching it play. Some Fortnite card that's a graded PSA 10 just sold the other day for $90,000.
Yeah, the Knight or whatever.
Fortnite.
It was. It's like a foil or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fortnite.
These are
And
fictional individuals. They have no stats.
Caesar.
They
Yeah.
haven't done anything.
But it's something someone
They're
enjoys,
not even
man. Come on.
so hold on. Let me give you.
Enjoy, unless you got the original sketch from Fortnite. What do you get out of that, even as a collector?
But because it's only on Series 2, Series 1 is considered that sketch. That's that first run. This is the first time you've ever seen a card
Right.
of Fortnite. So that's why.
It's like when Yeezy makes a Yeezy colorway or whatever for the first time, the first one always sells really well, and then all the other ones that come after it are always trash. You know what I mean? Like the one you like that's $200 that
Yeah, but see,
has
that
feet you
box
wear
is
or
up,
whatever,
like-
or not feet you
I,
wear.
I understand what you're equating it to, but like I equate this being a Yeezy. Like he's done something. Fortnite man ain't did nothing. Like these
Well, no, no,
pictures-
no. I'm not
in
making
the video,
that- I'm
in the
not
video
making-
game space, he did.
I'm not making that
In the video game space, he did.
to
comparison.
them are fictional cartoon people.
But it doesn't matter. In the
value
video
of
in the
them is-
video game space, people put Fortnite as one of the best video games to come out in a long time. There's a whole crowd for that. So yes, he did
little
something.
pockets everywhere.
I
For
don't have
everybody who
the-
collects certain things.
See, I don't have the mental capacity. My wife was like, "You don't even."
That's why I
try
only
it."
do sports. Why do you think I don't do any other things? I know
You'll-
nothing
you'll-
about it.
You'll eventually.
No, I won't.
Yeah, you will. You will.
Fam, I've never liked fantasy anything.
doesn't
Sci-fi,
matter.
I love, like Star Wars and all that kind of stuff, but I've never
these are
liked
Star Wars
fantasy
cards, right?
stuff.
Star Wars cards are popping.
They're worthless. I'm not buying Star Wars cards.
Oh, no, and I don't either. No, like I said, I stay in my lane. I know sports, and I don't even do all sports. Like
As much as we talk about sports on this show, you think I'm not going to collect sports cards?
You didn't.
What are you talking about?
he did.
Did
Yeah, and then I am again.
Oh, did.
and then I am
The
again.
last card I bought, I think, was when Garnett was drafted. I think that year. It might have been the last time I bought a card.
Well, then let me get it.
I don't have that card.
I'm a buyer.
Just saying, Fam, I got a books of cards.
Well, then let me get them.
Vintage is actually coming
If you don't
back.
like cards and you don't want to,
The
let me get
funniest
them.
thing was we started talking about grading it one day or whatever, and it was after the show. I don't think it made it, but he was like, "Can you just send the book in, like the sheets in the book?"
You can't.
Like, no.
Why not?
Let me take that headache off you. Let me get that.
Why
wants
can't
them
you
to
send
look
the
at it.
entire book in?
Antique Roadshow.
Oh wait, we got a good one here.
When someone's doing a favor for you, essentially, like you got to follow their rules.
Y'all
I mean,
laughing at me like,
no. The reason why, fam. Listen,
book, look at this geek.
take us.
He wants to send the entire book. Stupid.
He having fun over here, boy. See, more tension, more. There's that smoke. I like that. Yeah, bring that in, boy.
He did the book. He did the book. Oh my God.
Come on, man.
Look, man.
You good?
Yeah, you can't send it.
All right,
they won't evaluate a whole book. You got to send it all.
Well, let
in
me
a
explain this
specific
to
way.
you a little bit more layman's terms. A raw card means just a card by itself, not graded, no nothing.
Sell on eBay.
So
Okay.
this, say
You
it's
could,
worth
yeah.
like $50.
Cool.
You get it graded and it's a 10. It might go from 50 to 1,000
Which don't
or
exist,
50 to
right?
500.
10? You said 10 don't exist.
No, well,
And
It's rare, but it does.
No, PSA sends out a lot of
BGS
10s.
yeah,
BGS doesn't
BGS
have
10
black
does-
label 10s. It's
yeah.
kind of
So
hard to
there's
get it.
two separate companies.
there's more
There's
than
more
two.
than
Oh,
that.
there's more. Okay.
But
I
those
don't
are the
know
two
about
that matter.
Those are the two that matter.
PSA
yeah.
or B. Or
I don't know
back,
about
yeah.
PSA. Okay.
Well, actually, whichever one does the flawless, I don't know if that's.
There's
not-
SGA.
It might be SGA because I saw a new label the other day, and it said flawless on there, which I would assume is the equivalent of pristine or whatever.
Yeah.
And the card, whatever it was, sold for like $400. So I think that is if they do some like fancy new label, it'll catch. But anyways, hold on. So you have the raw card, $50. You send it to PSA. They give you a 10. It might now be worth
Well,
1,000.
How much does that cost? to
It
send a
depends.
card?
They have different
How
levels.
fast you want it. That's it.
Yeah. So here's the thing you can be mad about with sneakerheads, and I actually want to talk about this with you guys. So with you hate people coming into new stuff. So PSA submissions, normally the slowest one is what, a month? Value if they
45
weren't
days.
backed up
Yeah.
is normally like a month or
45,
whatever.
Yeah.
They're 9 to 12 months right now. So they just doubled their prices basically the other day.
So how much does that cost?
So well, it
The
depends.
slowest.
So the slowest one
$50
used
If
to
you
be
have-
like
if you have an
for
account,
Pokemon,
15.
it was $10 per card, 12 or something for 70 to 17,
yeah.
and then 15 for Ultra Modern. Now it's doubled. It went 20, 20,
It was like 27,
or 20,
something
and
like
then
that.
25. But so those value submissions are backed up from whatever it is, 45 days or whatever, to now 9 to 12 months. And the reason is sneakerheads, or this is your version of sneakerheads, are now sending shit that has no business going to PSA. They're sending like a fucking Giannis parallel from 1920 that is like if you get it graded at PSA 10, it's like a $50 card. So that's pushing all the real stuff that people should be. The only things you should be sending to get graded are rookies, rookie parallels, and like when a guy has a new jersey, LeBron goes to the Lakers, gigantic card. Brady goes to the Bucks. I understand that, even though it's a veteran. You should never, in other words, you should never send a veteran or veteran parallel unless it's numbered, serial numbered to like, 5, 10, 25, 50, something like that. So the reason why they're behind, like told you I had a Giannis card to sell from that break, just a bunch of nonsense. And I went on eBay to see what it cost. The first 20 listings were like Prism and Mosaic from 1920, and they were all slabbed, and they were
Yeah.
like 45, 40, 35, 60 bucks.
What does 1920 mean?
Just the year.
The year.
The year.
The
2019.
NBA year. 2019, 2020.
Oh, 1920. I thought you
Yeah.
meant the year 1920.
No, 19 to 20.
2019,
Oh.
That
2020.
whole rookie class. The
The
1920
NBA
rookie
season.
class, yeah.
Okay.
So all these cards that have no business being graded, like in other words, if you paid, say you sent a value submission and you paid $20 for that card to get graded and you sell it for $45, did you make money? Because you paid for the card somehow in the very beginning. You paid for the service.
Yeah, if you bought a blaster at 20 and paid 20 to grade it,
And you waited 9 months to get it back or
and then
whatever.
sold it for 45, you made $5 for 9 months of kind of
So
work,
they
basically.
double their prices basically to eliminate all this bullshit from going that shouldn't go.
And that's
which
if,
I
and
agree
that's
with.
if it's a 10. If it doesn't,
Yeah, if it's a
it
9,
nines, then you're negative.
Yeah.
So you have to really be like, you have to really know what
You have to be
send.
selective what you send in.
You have to know, like, is the margin better? Like I was telling him earlier, like I have a Donovan Mitchell rookie card. Dude wanted to buy it at the show, and I looked it up, and it was raw 100, but the 10 is 600. So the margin there of profit is too big for me to even sell at 100. But if it was like 250 on a 10, I wouldn't even grade it. I would have just sold it raw for 100. It's not worth waiting that time or putting the 75 for a 10-day.
These shows?
Yeah.
You look up on YouTube. They don't care about Rona or anything. It doesn't exist.
And they're going to spend
you gotta wear masks,
thousands
but
of
still,
dollars. They're going to spend bags.
Oh yeah, I saw something to do about the refractor LeBron rookie PSA 9 Topps Chrome or whatever it is.
Talking,
Topps refractor. That's $100,000 card.
And 25 vendors
all day.
And then you figure on the big end, this last one there was like 50 vendors. But I mean, everybody's making 1K, 2K. So there's a good 50, 100,000 in that space. So people spending.
Well, so the top end stuff, like
hey,
the top end stuff probably is not selling at those shows because a lot of people have stuff that's like 6-figure cards. Like that stuff's probably not selling there.
Don't knock it.
But certain things might.
I'm not knocking.
You might. Oh, you're knocking it. But you might have a unicorn. That was
no. But I'm just trying to explain like the basics of why people have gotten back into it. Because they think they can buy like a lot of like Giannis like pink camos for $10, 10 Giannis pink camos for $10, and send them all. Fam, I'm just giving you an example.
Well, what does it mean? Not everybody knows what a
So Johnny earlier said you have your base card. Say you pull a Giannis out of 1920 Prism, 2019, 2020 season Prism. Giannis is like, what's his 6th year, 7th year in that set? That's like $1 card or 25 cents or 50 cents. It's a worthless card. It's a veteran base card. But parallel means it comes like with color, like pink camo or
numbered.
mosaic
Purple
or
disco.
Prism or whatever. Yeah, they have all these ridiculous names.
Yeah, I remember when we...
They didn't have all the shit like they had refractor and stuff, but they didn't have all the stuff they have now, fam. They have like some have like 20 parallels for one card. It's insane.
What does parallel mean?
It's parallel
Variation
to the base.
Yeah.
The
So you
base
have
card
the same
and the parallel
and
card.
then you might have a pink one, which is numbered to 88.
It
You
is
might
the
have a
same
purple one that's
picture and
numbered to
everything.
50, but it's the same card. And there's people that will collect the rainbow. They'll try to get every color of it.
It's just the same
card,
picture
but-
of the same guy, but with like it's more limited, basically.
Yeah, and so the one that's numbered to 5, meaning there's only 5 out there, is obviously worth more than the one that's numbered to 199.
Yes.
Because there's 199 out there.
Or the one that's not numbered.
So if the Giannis has no pink color,
It's just base. That's a
It's just
dollar
a base
card.
and it's just a little bit,
50
yeah.
cents, $1. It's just
still
what willing.
Giannis
It's
on a
what
card.
it's what people are willing to pay for it. It's just like sneakers. Sneakers are only worth what someone's willing to pay for it.
And parallels are a lot more rare than a base. A base you're going to find in every pack, whether it be a fat pack or a
Yeah,
mega.
that's the main thing they print.
Parallels a lot of
That's
times.
why rookies are valuable, even in the base card, depending on who it is. Like the card I sent today, Zion variation. It's a variation picture, but Zion base variation is like a $65 raw card. It probably was like $150 a couple months ago before the market went down a little bit.
But
like,
that's a lot harder to pull, which is why it's a $65 card.
yeah, it's more rare. So, but anyways, the reason why PSA is behind is because people are sending stuff that has no business being graded. Like you don't need to slab a veteran red, white, and blue that you got
what does
from
slab mean?
the plastic slab that the card comes in.
Oh, I only know about slabs.
Yes.
Are you from Houston? Okay.
I only know about that. Rhino Fulvo. That's it. Look, I get it.
Join us, fam.
Never. I couldn't.
You have cards at the
I
house.
don't have the mental capacity to add something else to it. I can't stop sneakers. Johnny can stop sneakers. You could. I think you could. I think you essentially could.
I can
but
try,
You're around
but-
it too much.
Yeah, for sure.
George can.
Slow down. There's also
See,
a lot of
I
stuff that I don't care
And
about.
I think Corona did help this because, like, you're saying you can't do it, but a lot of people are doing it just from home, and that's why I tell
Yeah,
people
they're
it's
always
literally
home.
like having company without having company because you have like 12 people in your live and you're chatting and you're
That's
this and
true.
that, and they're with you and you joking and you're like, oh, you hit that, blah
That's
blah blah.
music
you
in
just
the
chatting,
background. That's
music
the
in background.
only reason why I do the personal breaks. Because, like, it's one thing to sit at a table and break open a blaster and be like, oh, man, look what I just pulled. I wish I want to rap.
I mean, that's fun. That's fun for me. Hannah doesn't even care. I'm like, look at this card. She's
Yeah.
like, "Eh."
So then, like, I'll go live, and then, like he said, when people are like, "Oh man, go for this! Oh, you just pulled that. That's tight." So, like, to me, it's fun. It's just another avenue to enjoy, and with friends of yours and about sports, about whatever.
Yeah,
like,
we
it's-
talk about everything. We just don't talk about cars.
Is
we
this
talk
gonna
about
die again?
sports.
no.
It won't dive, I don't think, for vintage like Hall of Fame type players. That's why I'm saying, like, why spend $4.6 million on Luka when you can buy LeBrons, Kobe's, and whoever else that you already know is in the Hall of Fame, and those cards aren't going to go down over the long term. Like, yes, Luka might get in the Hall of Fame, but
I think it only dies based on the effort you put into it.
some stuff is going to, like, Bull is going to die. Keldon Johnson is probably going to, like stuff like that where
You'll
people
see
are super hyped.
Yeah,
super hyped about rookies at the very beginning. And then by the second or third year, which rookies are actually.
But then there's a new rookie class that comes next year.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be
people care about
cracking.
the next set.
Why
So
is
like
it?
Zion cards are probably not going to go down unless he gets injured.
Cards. Will cards in general
No.
go back
sir.
to what it was?
Vintage
No, sir.
will not.
No.
That's what I'm telling you. Vintage will never do that. And vintage, I don't think, did die ever because people were still selling, like, say you had like Joe Montana rookie or Jerry Rice rookie. People were still selling those for multiple thousands of dollars. They just weren't selling it for like $100,000 or $50,000 or whatever.
that's
you're
Now
selling.
that there's other platforms that are involved in it, no.
The craziest-
you just saw right now, Undefeated literally just puts something on their Instagram that they're doing a card, a card collab.
Fam,
Ben Baller did one.
So yeah, did you not see it?
I saw Ben Baller. I didn't see that.
You didn't see the Undefeated one? I'll show you in a second.
So like I said, it's
gloves
like-
on or something like.
It's like just like I said, it's effort because like I said, I remember collecting Yu-Gi-Oh and people going in to buy Topps Chrome basketball and this and that. So it's always just been there, but the effort wasn't there. You didn't really care. So the collecting has always been there. It's never going to die as long as Panini and everybody is still putting out stuff.
Yeah.
It's a Topps collab.
So the craziest player whose value shot up recently wasn't Zion, it wasn't Luka, Mahomes. I saw a video, dude was buying Mahomes rookies, like silver prisms raw for like $200 a year ago, 2 years ago or whatever. And that card now is probably
A couple grand at least.
Yeah, probably more than that. I mean, well, look it up.
That's just such a gamble.
And that's a card that was like printed a lot too. That's not even a numbered card. It's
I mean, he gets hurt and never the same, and you out all that money.
So yeah, right. So it's speculating. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's all it is. Because when Joe Burrow got hurt, people were like, "Oh, I'm dumping everything." And you buy it. Oh, I'll buy that. I'll buy that. As soon as they see him walking and doing everything, went right back up.
As soon as they saw him walk.
No, that's true. That's
It
true.
is. Stuff went right back
That's
up.
true.
And I was like, let's go. I got
I'm sitting
all
on
this
all
stuff.
that.
I just have a
Right,
really hard
absolutely.
time of understanding who's actually collecting cards. That's my thing too. Like I don't know who's like an actual collector.
Yeah, but
Like, is there any George? Let me ask you, George. Is there any card you crack open, you'll keep? Any player, anything that you'd be like, I'm keeping this for my personal collection.
I think Mookie. For some reason, since I got back into cards, I think I've had like a higher appreciation now for Mookie because as many stars as the Dodgers have, the one that put him over the top.
Right.
Now baseball is random, but the one that put him over the top was Mookie.
Right. Now,
and his name's Mookie. It's fucking awesome. Like how cool is that?
Now it's selling like crazy.
This rookie is, yeah.
Okay.
And I actually bought 2 megas that has his rookie in it. Now I'm not going to open them. I'm going to keep the boxes sealed because I'm treating the boxes.
Might have his rookie in it.
Right, but that's what people pay for. It's speculating. So I bought 2 mega boxes, and a year ago.
You don't want to keep
No,
Mookie rookie?
no, I don't. Well, I don't know if there's one in there. That's the
Open
thing,
it up, find out.
fam. I'm not opening those boxes. No.
So yeah, and
Crazy.
so like it just depends on like the QB class, the rookies in baseball, the rookies in basketball. You have to look at the class and how good they're projected to be. The value of the boxes will go up. So Prism football came out around December, November-ish, and those were kind of reselling at about 100, maybe 90, 100,
barely,
if
yeah.
that. Them boxes are like $230 right now.
I feel like when we
2
talk
months
about
later.
when we bought cards was to have dope collections.
And I do. You should see my Tatis collection. I have a Booker collection, a Kobe
Yep.
collection.
Yeah. So
You can't collect everybody.
Bro,
That's the
I'm
thing.
currently if you look at like what I do like in auctions and stuff all day, I'm buying up. Like I just won this. I'm buying all Michael Jordan cards from back in the day, and I want to get them slabbed up and just have them. Like I'm buying all these old school Michael Jordan. Yeah, to keep.
Bro, did you see that 91 upper deck? I don't know if you were in there. It's that huge card.
Yes, I saw that.
yeah.
I just
5x6.
ran into
Bro,
it.
I'm buying
It's
all
big,
the
it's
Michael
like
Jordan
8 by
cards
10.
to sit on.
And it's numbered.
Because
And it's numbered.
Every
Yeah,
year.
it's at the show.
Oh, I got
I didn't
these
see that.
for
Yeah,
$13
I
for the
have it.
entire
It's at
set.
the show.
And
I
they're-
know that was the
for
junk
all
wax
of them.
era,
Yes,
but it's kind of
for all
crazy that
these.
that card is
Michael
really not
Jordan,
worth
And what's
much.
crazy is
Set
upper
cost
deck
$13
slabbed it. They put
Bro,
like
you'd be
screws in it.
surprised.
It's a
For some
big
reason, a
plastic
lot of
piece,
these cards
and
are
it's
kinda
numbered,
cheap.
And I was like,
So while they're
for that? And he was
cheap, I'm
talking to some
buying
other
as much
people,
as
and
I
he was like,
possibly
"You said 50,
can.
right?" He
I
was
don't
like, "Yeah." So he gave me 50 and then a Kobe poster. I was
pack
like,
like
"I'll
that
take
should
them."
be 1,000.
Now his rookie card, Michael Jordan's rookie card, goes for
Probably
insane
like,
amount.
That's not even a unicorn. It's probably so rare.
Especially
No, there's a
an
lot.
alien.
There's a lot of them,
But a
not as
10
many as there were back then. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
there's a lot
but
of
he's
them.
like showing like a set of like 5 Michael Jordan cards that may cost $20.
So
Yeah.
here, let me tell you the difference between like
So
the.
Michael Jordans are worth nothing.
not all.
No. It depends. It depends if you buy raw,
Let's
you
gamble,
buy a
Greg.
slab or whatever.
We're
But
gonna gamble with some Topps Chrome. We're gonna let Greg open a pack and
But-
see if he can pull something.
here, so let me tell you real
I
quick.
don't even want to do this because
But
I might like
Let me
it.
hold
I was
on.
about-
Let me
alright, I
give
like
you
it.
an example of how things have changed. In 1986, when that Fleer product came out, it averaged.
Yeah, I already like the feeling. I don't want to.
Here,
Come
listen.
on, do it.
That Fleer 86 product averaged 3 Jordan rookies and 3 Jordan rookie stickers. Now, in 2021, you buy a hobby box, you're lucky to get that big rookie
Pink
that you're
parallel.
looking for.
That's a parallel.
Okay,
It's different.
so what is this? What,
So 3 packs and then one
so
pack.
these don't come in your pack.
No, they're
It's a
they're
separate-
That's a
Yeah,
bonus.
they're a
bonus.
parallel.
The
That's what I was
parallel.
talking
Pink.
about. They're worth more than the other ones
thought
if you
it's-
get a good player.
So then, do like packs like these have shiny
Yeah,
ones too?
they have refractors.
Yes.
They have
They have refractors.
autographs.
I can open these.
Yep,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Rip
See,
'em.
I knew we were gonna rip something. I got stuff in the car. We should have been ripping all night.
I don't know what this means. How much time we got left? How much things we got left on the camera? Dang.
So you want to hit a Luis
you
Robert,
got plenty of
Kyle
time.
Lewis.
Clayton Kershaw.
Yeah. I would say
I
out of the
love that.
update, Rosarena is the best
Rosarena.
I
one.
got a Hank Aaron. I don't know what that means.
Okay, that's a refractor probably,
I mean, I
like a
know
little
what
shine
means,
to
but,
it.
like, does that- I got a Todd Frazier. I think we talked about him.
So what you're looking for is you're looking for the RC red and blue logo.
Oh,
CJ Crone. He's actually from here. Hannah knows his dad.
y'all know everybody though.
All right.
Nice. He was hanging out with Bellinger. Everybody.
All right.
All right. What is
See,
this?
he already got the
Ooh,
breaking
Anthony
hands.
Rizzo. Okay. Yeah, because I don't want to mess up nobody else stuff.
Oh, those
Rizzo,
yours.
yeah, all right.
Those yours.
Unless you get a
Cameron
Rosarena in
Maiden?
there. Nope, you're looking for the RC.
What RC?
For rookie,
The little
it'll be
Oh.
up top or on the
Yeah,
on
the
bottom.
little
It's a
RC
shield.
logo.
Alex Verdugo.
Hey, Doogie. All right.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
Dodgers.
to go back to the Mahomes thing, Mahomes Silver Prism PSA 10s are now selling for $11,000. And there was a video this dude was buying them not that long ago raw for $200.
He just had surgery. It should have went down.
So you got a prism,
there's
you got a
a rookie.
refractor in there, I think.
It was Gavin Lux.
Ooh,
It's a
that's
good
a
one.
good one. It's a good hit.
Oh yeah, so I pulled that one out of that
2020.
out of that mega that Don
Rich
gave me.
Hill, Zach Davies.
Well, if you got nothing in those packs, you probably got something
RC, right?
good in the
Yeah.
pink pack.
Debbie
Who is it?
Grulon?
So let's see. You might have something good in the pink pack because there wasn't much in
Why?
those. There wasn't much in the main packs. Normally they'll give you a hit in
When they
that.
package these at these companies, do they randomly do this? Or
That's what they say, but who knows?
Because I'm like, if you're like, well, those aren't good, then these might be.
That's
Rich
what they.
Hill.
That's what they say,
He's
but
pink.
They're both
And
pink.
a Chris Bryant. I like Chris Bryant.
not much in that
And they're
cello.
both pink.
Yeah. See, it was okay, but it's
That wasn't
it's
bad.
So like,
it's
yeah, for like,
Now, how
But
much
that's
money-
so-
so
but
retail,
how much
retail
does that
that's
cost?
$10 retail.
$10 retail.
So
Now,
you
is this worth anything?
maybe
Gavin Lux might
Yeah.
be probably like 5 to 7. And
Yeah,
then
you
got
might have
some
made your
rookies
money
in there.
back.
Yeah, you might have just made it back.
So how do I make it back? On eBay?
yeah.
You just
Yeah,
got
because
them.
that Gavin Lux you can sell
or
for
you
$5,
know
$6 on
people
eBay.
who-
That's you. You can have them. You don't want to take it?
No, I don't.
or you know people who are buyers. Like that's what Johnny
After
was.
the DS or something?
That's what Johnny was saying. He did a personal sell to the one guy.
I mean, I'm not.
How'd
gonna
that
lie to
feel?
you.
It was
felt
tight.
good, but like, I'm not
Alright.
doing it. Like, I don't even want to get. I you know what? I just don't have the mental capacity to add another addiction to my stuff. I just don't.
It's fun,
I
man.
just don't. So
It is a lot. It's time consuming when you break stuff and sell it in lots and break stuff and sell it in singles. That's
So you
why.
don't
That's
plan on
why.
ever stopping.
That's why I wanted to send something to PSA, and I'm going to send another value order to PSA because it's easier to sell slab cards than it is raw cards.
I got 12 cards coming back. I'm excited.
Yeah, I have
the
a
rainbow.
bunch.
Yeah.
on
What
the way
level did
back.
you send it at?
Oh, so you've sent
10
something
day,
to get
but
it?
it's
Yeah,
gonna take,
I have.
it's already on
I've
like
sent
three, four, or three,
25
Yeah.
Pokemon cards
Damn.
currently.
Yeah.
Value.
Through
That's
a
going to be a
group or
while.
through your
I
own?
through-
sent,
we have a-
and I
we
think
have a-
7 or 8.
Oh, you guys have a group submission?
Yeah,
sports
so
cards.
it's like us, 3 of us just
Including
paid
a
$20
numbered
each,
Zion, which I cannot
$60.
wait
Oh,
to
gotcha.
get.
Okay.
And so it's just
But
like
that's a risk doing the long PSA.
Well, the Pokemon cards, no, because there's is never gonna run out.
Yeah,
of
okay.
Yeah, but the Zion, no, I expressed that. So the Zion I should get back in a couple
That's
weeks.
the 99, right?
Yeah, that one was numbered to 99.
It's
He
not
didn't
a
know that was
risk
number.
if you send
I
the
know.
right
That shit's
guy.
46 out of
because
99.
Zion is likely going to go back up at some point because, fam, Zion the other night had like 36 and 16. Like,
All.
yeah. So, like, knock on wood for whatever.
Yeah, so that's the
but
card I pulled.
it's not the same as like. That's why earlier I was trying to say, like, Keldon Johnson had a hot streak. Bull had a hot streak. These Tyler Hero right
for
now is like
300.
way down from where he was.
At the end of the year.
There's not one on eBay,
So,
which means I could put it for a lot.
yeah. Well, that I thought about grading that Joe Adele variation because it would have been
Not
pop
a lot.
one.
Pop
It would have been
one,
pop
yep.
one.
That's when we call it eBay 101, right? So like this Zion that I have is 46 out of 99.
wasn't
Clearly, there's not going to be
perfect
another
centering. It was, like,
46.
off a little bit.
So I will have the eBay 1 of 1. So I can say
Series
this is
one
the only
paper
number
card was so
46
thin, too, like,
Yeah.
blue laser
Top
Zion
card grade
rookie
because the color,
from
you just never know.
NBA Hoops out
Bowman's
there.
even worse.
Give me $5 grand.
I mean,
Oh,
hey, man, more
and-
power to it.
And by the way, there's lots of information you can find online. You can find out how many times PSA has graded a certain card, a
So
10
when we
or
say
9
pop,
or
we say,
whatever.
it's a pop 3. That means there's only 3
Population.
population
Yeah.
report, basically.
Oh.
Now, the one
So, like-
issue that you can run into is like sometimes they can lie because they'll grade a card and it'll be serial numbered, and then the person will break the case and then send it back in, and that can screw the pop report number up a little bit. But like, it's probably more rare than. It's not a big problem right now for them, I wouldn't think. But there was a video I sent Don. Someone had I don't think it was a super rare Jordan, but it was a PSA 7. He cracked the case, sent it in, and got a 10. So I don't know how that happens, and that's a bad look on PSA.
That shit was crazy.
Because it should have never got a 7 in the first place. I mean, if you get
got a 7, that's too high or
if you
too
get
low?
no, too low.
Too low. So if
anything-
if he got a 7, then he cracked the thing open and sent it again and got a 10. That's 3. That's
Wait,
off.
what is cracking open?
So when I said slab, it's plastic. Oh, you got a
Puts
picture?
It puts a plastic over the card,
So here.
and it has like a tag on it.
right.
You can crack that open
So here,
and then
look.
resubmit it if you
That's the
wanted to.
plastic slab the card is in.
Oh, they actually crack open?
If
can-
it's like
yeah.
a 7, you can crack it back open. So what the
Yeah.
guy did was cracked it back open, sent it in again.
Those are sealed?
Yes, it's sealed. You're not supposed to be able to get it out.
Okay. I don't think
So basically, with most modern cards, anything in 8 or less is worthless. Like, you might get your money back if you have a good player in an 8, but you want a 9 or a 10. That's the only way
they
you're
don't
going to
keep
make money.
records of the stuff that they've graded already?
Yes,
That's,
it does-
what we said.
that's
The
what the pop
population
board
is
is.
pop. So it's like we say pop 3. That means there's only 3.
3 in
10.
existence.
Right, but you said he graded it, got a 7, repopped it, and got a 10.
That's what he's saying. It could be a
You
little off.
can. It might. But that's only if there's like, if you notice something has like the Zion Prism rookie right now has 15,000 PSA 10s. So some of those might be regrades. But if you notice something is like pop 1 or pop 2 or pop 3, who cares? Because people only know there's 3. Who cares if
still
it's been
low.
regraded? It's low as shit.
Well, I appreciate the lesson.
Are we good though? I just want to make sure we all right.
Relax.
Now I had people. Hey, real quick, shout out to my boy Darius, who I work with. He was like, "Hey man, D Gray coming for you, D Gray." I was like, "Nah, what you mean?
A few people
you
did say that to me, though, and I was like, man, stop it.
you got to listen to this." And
And
after,
I probably was talking about you because you guys had just like started talking about it.
oh, you definitely were. You had smoke.
I was in there.
You had
It wasn't-
smoke.
It's for everybody.
No, it was for me, but it's all good because you my guy.
I've already been doing it a year. I started last February.
Yeah.
See, Johnny needs to plug me with some product.
Johnny should be
Helps.
like, nah, I'm not helping you guys.
I'll pay over retail too. I'm not worried about that. I just ripped 6 mega boxes last night that I paid over retail for. I mean, I'm
You gotta
not.
let me know what you want.
But this is the homie, so I expect like some kind of help.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I would help Johnny too, and I would help Don. You don't care, so I'm
shout
not
out
gonna help
to
you.
Bruno real quick. Bruno is my guy, bro. Bruno like literally sponsors my
Putting in
fucking
that
lives.
work.
He puts in work, bro. That's what we were talking about. The dude like spent like $1,000 that night, and then the dude came in the next day and hit the downtown. And it was just like, damn, poor Bruno. You know what I mean? He was trying to hunt for something and didn't get it. But Bruno stays in my life. And
That's the
following.
gambling.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that too, right? Yeah, but that like Don
Sounds like a
did
bad
too.
addiction.
I still think the hangers are the best in optic. by the way,
hangers are the best.
because of the value, what you get
Well, you
in
get
there.
so many rookies in there. That's why.
Yeah,
you get
and
the 3
color.
scope, and then you get the 3 whatever. Then you get
Anybody
the variation.
who
That's like
is in
7
the
rookies.
and
lives,
silver, I think,
Yeah,
in most of
Money
them.
like that, that's a problem.
No, but see, that's the thing. If you spend a lot of money up front and then you get stuff graded or you sell it, that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to build up like a bankroll. It's almost like gambling. You build up a bankroll and then you have more money to spend on other stuff. And then you just keep flipping it over and flipping it over. That's the whole. That's just like any business.
Put it this way.
Any business.
Everything I open, I don't pay for.
Dude, that was a flex.
You know what I mean? Everything I open, I don't pay for. Like, I could get this Topps Chrome right here and just rip it all, and I didn't even pay for it. Everybody else paid for it because of what I sold on my live.
Because you're
So I open for free. So that's like buying 4 Concords at $800. They're $200 each. Selling 2 for $400 each. You just got your 2 pairs for
and then
free.
just wearing one. Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's the thing.
That's just how you. It's
Hi, man.
like anything.
I'm just glad we are.
Open
Well,
for free.
and so to go back to the hate sneakerheads thing, I understand what you're saying, but really what it is just capitalism more than anything else. And that's a conversation I actually had with my chiropractor yesterday. He was doing, fam, listen, relax, you. You don't want to laugh about this kind of stuff, but like, people complain all the time about, like, you hear people complain about gas prices, right? But then they'll go,
and buy gas.
No, that's not the point I'm making. They'll complain about gas prices, but then they'll go say, I love capitalism in some other regard. Like one part of their life works for capitalism and one part of their life doesn't work. And that's how everyone is. You just have to accept it. Like, that's just how it works.
I understand.
No, I know, but a lot of people like to get political about, like, capitalism is good or bad, but they don't realize, like, there are things where it helps you and things where it doesn't help you. Cards right now, it's helping people who can get stuff for retail. Gasoline prices is not helping anyone except Mobil, Chevron, and whoever else.
And that's a topic within the car community too, is how, like, Target and everybody is, like, limiting on how much you can buy because it's not necessarily a necessity item. That's the biggest argument.
Yeah,
like,
that's a whole other conversation.
This is a want.
It gets deeper later.
But if you go into Target, you can go buy, all the bread if you want to and just clear it all out, and they're not going to say nothing. But that's an actually, like, need. People need to eat. But for cars, they're going to be like, nah, you can only grab 2 boxes.
Why?
Exactly. That's the biggest argument. Because
they don't want, it's like sneakers. They don't want people fighing, whatever.
Yeah.
That's what started it. No, fam, there's been videos of people, like 50 people fighting in a store before for cards.
No.
Just like sneakers, same thing.
No more. I can't.
But it would be the same thing for
I can't believe
Funko Pops or anything people are willing to pay over retail for. You're gonna have the same problem.
Yeah. As long as there's a market.
Yeah.
There's a ton of Starbucks cups, everything. Starbucks cup just dropped today.
I see somebody like, yo, I'm getting the black Starbucks cup. I was like,
yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it either. But cards are something that at least there's some fun in ripping stuff open. Like last night, fam, you can ask Hannah. I was depressed after I ripped the first Bowman boxes. I ripped the 2 Chrome monster boxes after that because I was like, I can't end like this. I don't have nothing here.
Bro, no, he texted me. He's like, yo, I'm about to get into these Bowmans. And I'm like, cool, I can't wait. I didn't hear nothing.
And then I ripped the Chrome and I pulled a Trout X-Fractor, which I just have up raw right now because there's no reason to send it in. And then a Jordan X-Fractor and a Rosarena X-Fractor.
Oh, that Rosarena is
back
good.
to back to back to back. And I sent the Jordan. The Jordan's like a 70-ish raw and the Rosarena's like 50.
What does Hannah think about
Sent this to PSA. I don't know. She may not be thrilled about it, but I'm not taking losses because guess what? I can sell sneakers or sell whatever to get the money back.
So you speaking of wife stuff, my wife was not with it at the beginning because I'm running around trying to get some of this shit in the early mornings.
What?
Oh, I took her.
But
with
when
me.
she seen that $7,000 come up, she was like, "Okay, I understand now. I understand now."
I think that's my whole thing too. Is that like all of us in here are married, and I'm just like.
I'll be at home. Like I say, it's company without company. I'll be at home.
And I feel like, shouldn't we be doing something else? I don't know what to explain.
We do.
Again,
we work, we hustle, we take care of the kids, we
that's
do all
part
of that.
Part of it is pandemic.
And a lot of times you'll see too, like when we rip, like when he rips, the kids are in bed already. Well, for the most part, your little man.
My little man.
Hey, your little man is the star of that thing. I don't care what no one say, but no, like I said, same with mine. Like she wasn't really with it, and she still kind of doesn't understand, but she rolls with it. You know what I'm saying? Like she knows it's me. It's what I do. I'm
not
going to
put us in the poorhouse. I've done.
No.
I've done good financially. In turn, like I have.
We do it responsibly.
Yeah, I'm not asking. Like I'm not saying it for that. It's just more of the time. Like in the time, I don't mean like even running around. The like mental capacity of it.
Oh no,
is
it takes.
It's
Fam,
the, like,
I'll take a picture of the table when I get home and I'll send it to you.
Yeah, but
ridiculous.
I'm saying like. Even in my home, my wife, like, just the sneakers is always like this.
Yes.
I'm not, like, on the streets anymore, but it's just like this.
Yeah.
It's just that all the time. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. That's why I'm asking, like, spouse-wise, like, don't they, like, okay.
Hannah takes stuff to UPS store for me when I can't make it. Like,
It's just-
like I'd
it's just
box it
part
up.
of it, you
Can
know
you
what
take
I
it for
mean?
me? She don't
I
mind.
would have to quit sneakers.
It's a marriage, man.
I would have to quit sneakers, not slow it down. I'd have to completely stop sneakers to get involved in something.
Well, you can. You can just subscribe to sneakers and then get into cars.
I need a car subscription where I just rip and I send them back.
Well, then do
Rip
it.
it and I send them back.
It's too risky.
Damn, if they had a car subscription where you could just rip and have fun and then send it back, I would do that. I would pay like $100 a month
All
for
right,
that.
listen to back.
All I want to do is open the packs. That's why I don't buy singles no more.
That was cool, but I didn't get nothing of like I'm sending.
But now you did one.
But you said it felt good. And you enjoyed it a
so
little
look,
bit.
I rip. Listen, I ripped 5 of these. This is Chrome update, but the same year Chrome, I ripped 5 the other day, and I pulled Boba Fett rookie, Luis Robert pink.
That was a good
I
one.
don't have that. I have sepia and
That was
I
a
have
good one.
base, and I think I have refractor. I don't have pink.
Okay.
That's the only one I don't have.
So I pulled Luis Robert pink and Jordan pink, and Boba Fett base rookie and something else out of 5 cellos. Now I paid over retail for them because they're a little more. It's not as expensive as basketball and football, but it's a little bit over retail. But what's the thing? You just got when you do one, you're super gambling. If you do more than one, you have more chances to get something in there that can repay for. Like if I sent those, I'm not going to send the Robert yet because I think I'm going to send it value. But if I sent the Robert and the Jordan out and got PSA 10s in that, I mean that might be almost $1,000 in 2 cards. So that pays for the cellos I ripped plus whatever else.
It's also too much work to find cards.
It's gambling.
It's fun.
It is, but that's why I talk with Johnny about like the lower end product. At least not lower end in terms of what the card. You can tell the cards are like.
Every time I
Topps
go to a
Chrome
store,
is nice.
Every
I
time
love
I go
Topps
to a
Chrome.
store, I mean, I just walk by it just to go look.
Yeah.
It was just clear.
Yeah.
I'm like, how do you get a card?
That's because Johnny
So
just
I'm-
left.
Yeah, I'm not going to ask for favors on like stuff that you can really make a lot of money on. But if
you
something's
get it,
retail and
boy.
it's sitting there, that's why I asked them like, yo, if you see Topps Chrome just sitting megas or whatever, let me know. I'll buy them all. And then like Optic, I just want to tag along with them. Like I'll help Johnny out if there's like a limit or something. I mean, I don't care. if I can get one and you get one and you get one, I'm fine with me.
Yeah, we got to work at that.
For
Definitely
sure.
got to work at that.
For sure.
Anyways, this coming up is going to be the most controversial part of the show, obviously. So
Let's do this and get out of here.
Man,
That is
about
late.
that.
But I blame this.
And this is all
All right,
preference.
yeah,
That's-
I
I blame
appreciate
the
the
studio.
lesson. And obviously, you guys are always welcome back. Like, whatever. Like, you guys are
You sure?
family. That's crazy.
Nah, no, you was crazy.
no, I try to tell people like all you got to do is DM Greg and ask what's the next day you have an open spot, and then she'll show up. I mean, it's that simple.
It's chill. Y'all got to come in.
You
It's
sent the
always
text.
fun.
You said, "Are you open next? Whatever." Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody coming.
I
Show
said,
up.
cool, come through. Yeah, for sure.
Top 10 funny people?
Yeah, we'll take
Actors / comedians / entertainers / whatever. Sure. Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Okay. Because
Funny
all these could be
people.
broken up into categories. Technically.
Yeah, they technically can.
That's why I just did one specific category.
Once we do this, technically, you might as well eliminate doing.
Nah, I took everything into
Comedians.
accountability. You know,
Okay.
stand-ups, shows,
And
This is gonna be
movies.
interesting.
Everyone's going to be angry because all these lists are going to be trash.
Yeah. But they're
I
just
think my
preference.
list is trash despite having some of the most entertaining people of all time, but there's a lot
I
of
think
people
mine
you
is
could
trash
like.
now.
There's a lot of
considering
people
how
you
you
could
guys acted out
scoff
there
at.
in the lobby.
Nah.
All right,
No,
well,
you
it's
said.
preference.
Well, you said the one guy who's number 1 or should be number 1, not even on your list. So that's yes. Obviously, I'm going to hate on it.
yeah.
What?
You should have replaced him with who you have. Once you run through
Fam,
it.
I
if
did
you don't
comedic
have if you don't have him, I'm hating. It's that simple.
I did comedic actors.
All
He's
right.
a comedic guy.
All right.
You go first.
You
We're
wanna
gonna
go
let
first?
them.
I
We're gonna
got
let
no
them go
honorable mentions
3rd and 4th.
So-
Yeah, go ahead.
Number 10.
Any?
No honorable mentions.
0.
Wow.
I mean, of course I got some, but I don't got time right now. 50
Okay,
people. That's
let's go.
everybody.
I mean, just read them off fast.
Everybody.
Let's go.
Everybody.
Dave Chappelle. Everybody. All right.
The fact he just the
Yeah.
fact he just said that. What? Watch, I bet you look
Wow.
somebody.
Probably.
What?
Number 10. I'm reading all 10 off too. I got Red Fox.
Okay.
Red
Respect.
Fox stand-up is hilarious to me, especially for the time. It's the comedic timing. It's the using the audience. It's the cigarette. it's
But
the
you said
drink.
movies,
Thank
so
you. No. Now I got him at
I know.
10 because it's really super duper known for Sanford.
still potentially
Seven of the classic.
the greatest comedic cast of all time is Harlem Nights, and also one of my favorite movies.
Facts.
The cast is
Awesome.
insane that they
love that
got
movie.
all those people from one movie.
I love that movie.
Number 9, I got Kevin Hart. I
Nope.
find him entertaining. Sometimes funny, sometimes not. But he's an entertaining person. I like Kevin Hart an awful
Yeah, I mean, I
lot.
don't think he's whack. He's just corny. It's
Not
just
in my
like,
top 10.
Not even in my top 20.
Hey. Number 8, I got Adam Sandler.
Yes,
Now,
absolutely.
Adam Sandler, I have Adam Sandler here because his movies, it doesn't matter how old they get, they were forever.
Oh yeah.
No. He needs to be on there.
Okay.
Yeah, and
I like that so
SNL,
far.
and I know people don't watch SNL, but you know, and
No,
SNL.
no. He's
In that
I'll be
era, we
honest,
did, but
I
I'm saying
forgot.
like,
I didn't forget about him, but I didn't put him in my top
Adam
10.
Sandler?
Yes, but he is.
He's up there.
yeah, no.
Yes.
fam,
But you
he
can
just
also
did.
argue
He's
that
relevant
they have a
again
lot of
now
black
because he
stuff,
just
too.
did that video the other day of the hit the golf ball, Shooter McGavin. I
Yeah.
was dying laughing at
Adam
that.
Sandler is like probably 50-50 whack and fire movies. Like his movies are so fire.
Well, his
it doesn't
movies
matter.
now are whack, but they're still funny because he's
His first like 5 movies
Number
were
7,
hitters.
I got Jason Sudeikis. I like him.
all right.
a lot.
Okay, hey, I wasn't expecting that. That's
I like
good.
him a lot in a lot of movies because like,
Honorable mention for me, but I
feel
get
like
it.
he's regular, but it's the funny that like I'm accustomed to and I like.
And
facial expressions.
The soccer coach show is super corny,
haven't
but
watched it yet.
hilarious
I haven't
though.
watched it
I mean,
yet.
it's great TV.
Like, people keep telling me to watch. I gotta
Great
watch.
That was
TV.
good. That
Number
was good.
6, I got Will Ferrell.
All right.
Will Ferrell number 6 because his movies that I don't care what it's stuff now. I'm like okay, but like the movies from the you watch Step Brothers.
Oh,
stuff like that?
classics, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh no, come on. Yeah.
Unreal. I didn't watch Step Brothers.
Talladega
until last
Nights.
year.
Yeah.
Talladega
All
Nights.
Old school. That's
Almost
Frank the
any of
Tank.
those
Frank the
movies.
Tank, yeah.
I mean, even Elf.
Saturday
I
Night
wasn't a
Live.
fan of Elf, but I watched it
Will
last year.
Ferrell.
And I was
Saturday
like,
Night
this is
Live, Will
funny.
Ferrell.
Their roster is untouchable in terms of like who's been on shows. It's just like it's like it's
All-star
written. It's so
cast.
corny now. I don't get it.
Number 5, I got Paul Rudd. I love Paul Rudd.
Yeah,
Paul Rudd is
He's my
to
honorable
me
mention. I like that.
And
he
a
probably
regular
should be
us.
on my honorable mention list.
It's the
but
facial-
but if he wasn't Ant-Man, you probably wouldn't put him on there.
Stop that.
You're a, I
God,
mean, you're a
I don't-
Marvel stan. I don't know what to tell you.
That man's cool. I mean, cool is the wrong word. I'm not a child. But
I was like, yo,
I like
really?
Ant-Man. I mean, forget Ant-Man.
No, Marvel's
Paul
cool.
Rudd.
I mean, we're not nerding out for it, but like, yeah, you go watch the movie theater. Marvel's cool.
Number 4. Oh, I love Marvel. Anything Marvel. I've watched it a billion times.
No, anything would mean like you're like
Love
buying
it.
like figurines and stuff. You ain't going that far. That's all I'm
I
saying.
mean, I might now since y'all selling Miles Morales for 10,000, whatever y'all talking about. Number 4.
Yeah, maybe the Jordan ones.
Number 4. This might be a little surprising. I got Kenan Thompson
That's
Ooh.
very
Ooh,
surprising.
That's super surprising.
because 1, he is the longest standing black actor on SNL history. 1, 2, and every character he plays on SNL is funny. And he
Because
does
it's the same
a
character.
Phenomenal job. He does the Steve Harvey. He does like
I like- no,
Jeopardy
I-
host. He does the like man.
The what up with that is one of my favorite things he ever
does a
done.
phenomenal
That joint's funny.
job on
He's
there,
cool.
and Kenan
Where you-
Thompson does not get enough credit.
Where you got Kel at then?
Number 3 might be a little surprising too. I got Anthony Anderson. Anthony Anderson
Okay.
is a very underrated.
He used to be funnier,
actor.
but I do like Blackish.
Oh,
Blackish is
come
fire.
on. He is hilarious on Black.
No, but it's network TV. So he used to be like more like
Right.
Anthony Anderson 20 years ago or 10 years ago was nothing but cussing and all that, whatever else.
I'm a huge Anthony Anderson fan.
Okay.
I think he's not giving enough credit and flowers and stuff like he should be. Number 2, this is a slash. I do got a slash. I got Jason Bateman / Donald Glover.
Damn.
/ Donald Glover.
Bateman should have been on my honorable mentions.
I couldn't do Bateman because
He got that dry sense of humor. That's
Jason
really
Yeah.
good.
Bateman, Paul Rudd, Jason Sudeikis to me all have that dry humor that I like.
I do
where
like
it's
him, though.
You don't even have to say anything to make your point with them. It's just like it's a little subtle things here and there that can literally make an entire scene.
the Donald Glover pick is good.
Donald Glover,
Not at 2, but the
stand-up
Donald
is
Glover's
funny
good.
too, but I don't really count that much. And he is a funny person because his dry humor as well. He can be surrounded by people who are intentionally trying to be funny, but it's just the like subtle.
I used to watch Community, but I didn't think he was like one of the funnier characters. Like I didn't watch it for him.
He wasn't one of the funnier.
Now,
characters
Atlanta's
in the movie,
fire,
but
but-
like him and the Abib, whatever his name was,
Yeah.
that was funny to me. And my number 1, I got Eddie Murphy. I mean, Eddie Murphy, movie wise, older. I mean, the Beverly Hills, the 48 Hours, stuff like that. Coming to America. Coming to America 2 comes out this Friday. Like it's a lot of those movies to me that like are always forever funny. I love staying up late at night watching stuff from 80 and 70s and
Life.
stuff, Trading Places, Life, like that. I feel like Eddie Murphy, even some of the newer movies, he was still funny in the movies. The movie may have sucked, but it was still Eddie
Like
Murphy.
Bowfinger, he was
still
funny in.
I mean, even like a lot of the Eddie movies at the end show the bloopers and the credits. It's just hilarious. It's just him. Like, so I have him at number 1. Hopefully, Coming to America 2 is still just as funny.
I hope so.
It's gonna be corny, but
I think it has too many people in it, and I think for some odd
It looks
reason,
too slapstickish already,
Well,
but I'm gonna watch because it was one of my
like,
favorite, 10 favorite movies of all time.
High
Probably.
definition 4K makes it look whack to me. Like, I'm so used to it being so grainy and like in the streets. And
I also want to know like how many people are still alive from that. Like who's
Everybody.
they're all in there.
James Earl Jones
James
is
Earl
in
Jones,
it.
I know James Earl
His
Jones is
wife.
alive, but the other dad's alive too.
Yeah. Oh no.
The girl's
no.
dad.
No.
No.
John Amos died?
John Amos passed. Yeah. John Amos
okay. Well,
passed.
then he's gone then. So
But no, everybody else for the most part.
You
is
were
gonna
like,
be in
well,
there.
you just basically did. Well,
I mean, you know what I mean. Shout out to John Amos.
That list wasn't as bad, but Kevin Hart should have been off.
Dang, I think I went super old school on my list.
Oh no,
Dang.
my list
Alright.
is different from his.
No, because you
drastically
can't go
different.
the one I'm surprised you didn't put, since you picked a lot of movie people, was Jim Carrey. I got Jim Carrey honorable mention. Not my first honorable mention, but he's at the bottom of the list.
Thought
But
about it, but like,
he hasn't done anything good in a while. But he used to be like, fam, people went crazy for Jim Carrey movies.
oh,
What?
that's what I messed up on. Never mind. I'm not gonna say it because you guys probably got it on your list.
So just
Okay.
say it.
Nah, because I don't want to go.
All right, honorable mentions. I'm just gonna run them off real quick. Chris Rock, Kristen Wiig. You don't have any females on your thing?
I was gonna put females, but it said
Try my
actors.
best.
Like, yeah, I didn't put.
Oh,
I did because my wife asked me because we were
I don't have
going
any
over
females
that.
on
I didn't put any in my top 10, but I definitely got Kristen Wiig and Melissa McCarthy in honorable mentions. Fam,
Melissa McCarthy is
either one of them.
hilarious.
Oh, come on.
Even Maya Rudolph.
Kristen
is
Wiig,
funny.
yes,
Maya
but
Rudolph.
Yes.
and Maya
Rudolph
Rudolph,
is
yeah,
funny.
but
Maya Rudolph.
McCarthy not so much to me.
Oh, you
Yeah,
smoking.
McCarthy's
Not at all.
moments. Maya Rudolph.
Yeah,
No,
she's
you
funny.
tripping. Kristen Wiig is like the funniest dry humor. I mean, I don't know if you like Sarah Silverman or anything like that, but Kristen Wiig is by far, to me, the number one.
She's a bridesmaid.
Yeah.
She's funny too.
Tina Fey should be honorable mention as well.
I saw that, but she's not as
Yeah, Tina Fey's
she's
definitely
not as
honorable
funny to
mention.
me as Kristen Wiig. Kristen Wiig is like,
Oh, Tina Fey's funny.
Yeah,
what?
Tina.
I can argue. I can argue that
Smoking.
Tina Fey.
She's a good.
Genius.
She's a genius writer. She's not a genius comedian.
comedian.
No, genius writer.
funny.
Larry David, obvious reasons. Bill Burr. I wanted to put Bill Burr in the top 10 because Bill Burr is literally stand-up and movies and fantastic in everything. I don't know if you saw that movie. What's the one who's on SNL right now? Who's like Pete something?
Pete
Looks
Davidson.
like he's dead.
Pete Davidson.
Oh, that New York, Long
so
Island,
Bill Burr
or whatever.
played the stepdad in that
was
movie.
hilarious.
And
He did
is
great.
fantastic.
He did
yes.
great.
I haven't watched that yet.
It was a good
So
one.
and his YouTube stuff is all funny. Like he has a YouTube channel with like where he hires other comedians to be on there and stuff. It's fire. Jason Sudeikis, definitely dry humor, out of this world. Will Ferrell, you have to mention, I think, because Will Ferrell basically started like that frat pack or whatever, like all those movies and all that. George Carlin, stand up and movies he's been in. Like he's passed away, R.I.P. But George Carlin definitely. Ryan Reynolds, right? Fam,
I
come
don't
on.
find Ryan Reynolds funny.
He's okay.
No, he's super funny to me.
I just
Jason
I like him.
Jason Segel might be the funnier than all of them of that like group.
of that pack.
Yeah, like actually Seth Rogen's probably the funniest, but Segel is like
Who's Jason Segel?
he was in
He was in
can't think of
not Knocked Up. Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
yeah, Forgetting Sarah Marshall, and then the other one where he was like 10-year engagement or 5-year engagement or something like that.
Gross to me.
Oh, you smoking. And then Jim Carrey was the last one I had honorable mention. Just
better
I'm surprised
life
no
you
one mentioned him. What?
How much battery life you got? Mine's about to go.
Oh, two bars still.
One more.
Number 10, Seth Rogen, genius writer, funny in everything he does, dry humor. I watched the interview the other day with him and James Franco about when they fake interview.
Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, Kim Jong-un. Hilarious. Number 9, I wanted to put him higher, but I just have so many personal favorites. But Zach Galifianakis, I don't know. Man, what? Zach Galifianakis stand-up Between Two Ferns show and movies are all funny.
Talking about the Hangover guy, right?
Yeah. I don't know if you've seen Out Cold, but that was
the
where
show
his
on FX?
career. No, that was basically where his career started. And one of the funniest movies I've ever seen in my entire life.
I think he's funny, but like,
Oh no, he's super
top
funny.
10. God
Yes.
damn.
Number
Will
8.
Ferrell? You got Will Ferrell off the list and Zach Galifianakis?
Damn, are you serious? Is this a serious question coming?
1000%. Like Will Ferrell? Like, what are you talking about?
Will Ferrell doesn't do stand up, or if he did, he doesn't do it anymore. So
His movies are enough.
number 8, Robin Harris. Assuming you guys know who Robin Harris is.
Okay, yeah.
The probably to me top 5 stand-up comedian of all time. Died
Bebe's
young.
Kids.
Bebe's Kids. He was Kid's dad from House Party. Definitely to me one of the top 5 pure stand-up comedians of all time. But he was also good in movies. Like he was dynamite in House Party, and Bebe's Kids was hilarious. Number 7 is someone that none of you are going to mention, but everything he's in is hilarious. Everything stand-up is funny. Jason Mantzoukas. I don't know if you know who that is. If you ever watched The League, he played Rafi in The League.
Okay, yeah, I know who that is.
He was funny in
Like that
everything.
little skinny little man. It's like, he's kind of hunched over. Oh, okay.
No.
I don't know who that is.
No, Jason Mantzoukas. Look him up. You'll recognize him. But everything he does is just like gut busting. Number 6, Adam Sandler. Obvious reasons. Number 5, Richard Pryor. I don't know how you can make a list of anything without Richard Pryor on it.
He's not on my list.
Number 3.
And, I mean, I love Richard Pryor, but it's not.
But I'll tell you why.
Before my time.
Well, I'm older than all of
Red
you.
Fox
So.
is too, but like I didn't go back and like watch a lot of Richard Pryor stuff. He's clearly in a lot of movies that I watched that are older, but like I was more enamored by everybody
Richard
else.
Pryor is like flawless stand-up comedian. So, number 3 and number 4 are probably interchangeable. I just didn't know how to do it. But number 4, Bill Murray. Number 3, Chevy Chase. All those Chevy Chase movies from the 80s are Caddyshack is one of my favorite movies of all time. I can watch it even now, still relevant, hilarious. Ghostbusters, Stripes, anything with Bill Murray or Chevy Chase from the 80s. Fletch, all the Fletch movies. Dear God. Fire, you smoking. Number 2, for obvious reasons, Eddie Murphy. Both his Delirious and Raw are both classic stand-ups. And then all the movies he did when he was younger were good. Up until probably like, I don't know, Beverly Hills Cop 3, maybe. That might have been like...
Nutty Professor was really good. The first two were really good.
Good and watchable, but it's not a great movie. So I'm saying like...
That was the thing. Even the new movies. Like, I don't care about the movies, but he's still great at them.
Oh, yeah, he's funny, but like... Fam, like what's the one where he...
Dolittle.
Yeah, like that ain't for me. And what's the other one where he was the like android or whatever?
That was
Dave? Is that Dave?
Oh yeah, Dave. And then Norbit wasn't good.
Yeah, that stuff ain't for me.
Daddy Daycare.
And, yeah, not for me.
I mean, the movie, Eddie Murphy is phenomenal in him still.
No,
Not really.
Okay.
No,
He's still Eddie Murphy. He's still funny. And I think, like I said, he's number 2 funniest person of all time to me. Number 1 funniest person of all time, whether you're talking about movies or stand-up, is Dave Chappelle. I saw Dave Chappelle live before the Dave Chappelle show came out when, he was at like, I think it might have been at like Celebrity Theater or
'cause I went to
something
that show too.
small that, now he would be in. Like Hannah and I went a couple years ago and he was in Dodge Theater and both the up top and the bottom were completely sold out. But I don't think there's anyone who knows comedic timing better than Dave Chappelle in history. I mean, he's a genius. There's no doubt about it. You can make the movie argument, but he still has classic roles in movies. Bad movies, but classic roles in those movies.
Classic? What's a classic
Stuff
role?
you would remember, yes.
Oh, so it's not
Like-
classic. I just remember it.
Oh, I didn't say classic movie. I said classic role, like a memorable role in a movie that might suck. Like his role in what's that? What's the movie with Eddie Griffin?
Undercover Brother.
Yeah,
he killed that.
Yeah, Dave Chappelle was incredible in that movie. But he might have had like 10 lines or 15 lines. He had that many lines, but I remember the role.
Who's going next?
And he was in that Martin. What's that
I
movie
know
where
that.
Martin's a fake cop? He was in Blue Streak.
Blue Streak,
Fire.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I told him earlier.
Yeah.
Blue Streak.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
So my list, I strictly did comedic actors because I couldn't intertwine the two because then it would switch drastically. So I did strictly comedic actors. So mine's gonna be different from your guys's. Quick honorable mention: Paul Rudd, Ben Stiller. Can't believe no one said Ben Stiller yet. Love Ben Stiller in movies.
I'm a fan.
Hilarious.
His dad's funnier though.
Oh no, for sure. I have Bill Murray specifically for 2 movies. I love him in Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
Really love him in Stripes. I honestly say lines from Stripes all the time. All the time.
I have it on video at the house.
Yeah, all the time. I got Jack Black as a honorable mention. Love Jack Black. Leslie Nielsen.
Shit.
He is the king of slapstick comedy.
Naked
Airplane, Naked Gun.
Yeah, Naked Gun 3 and a third.
Yep. And then I've got John Witherspoon.
Pops.
Yeah, Pops. Rest in peace, John Witherspoon.
You got to coordinate.
Yes, sir. So, all right, here we go. Number 10, we've got Mike Epps. Mike Epps, super funny in movies. Obviously, we saw him in Next Friday as is his standout, and he's just been killing it ever since. Super funny. Number 9, I have Adam Sandler. Like you said, can't go wrong with that. Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, Big Daddy. His first 5-6 movies, he killed. You know what I'm saying? Then he kind of got corny. Grown Ups was funny, but everything else, whatever. But I got him.
Once he got the Netflix deal, it went like this.
Yeah, exactly.
An underrated movie, though, Grown Ups, because he does stand-up in the movie. There's a lot of stand-up stuff. Or not. No, sorry, not Grown Ups. What's the one where he's like thinks he's dying?
English?
No.
Spanglish?
The one where he thinks he's dying. Seth Rogen's in it. It's like one of Seth Rogen's first roles.
I don't know if I've seen
Funny
that movie.
People.
I know. Oh, yeah,
Funny People.
Yeah.
Underrated movie. Great movie. A lot of it's done around just doing stand-up comedy, whatever. So.
Got it. Okay. All right. So number 8, I have Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen is super hilarious.
Yeah.
Incredible writer.
Yep.
Funny as hell. Pineapple Express. Super bad. I mean, he's funny as hell. I like him. His laugh is infectious. You know what I'm saying? So number 7, one that I'm really surprised is yet to be said. Robin Williams.
Yep.
I thought about it. I really wanted to.
If you want to talk about stand-up, great stand-up, movies, great impersonations and everything he does.
People call him a top 10 stand-up comedian of all time.
Yeah, I mean,
I would have, like, him and Kevin Hart remind me of each other.
Not
but
at
they
all.
went directly, like, I feel like they had the same formula. Like, it was like a little bit.
This might be a little insensitive, but Kevin Hart wouldn't have I don't see him going left on the depression train that Robin Williams went down.
You know what I mean. I'm talking about their acting comedy.
Yeah.
Like, in movies,
Yeah.
I feel like it was
But
like...
see,
Yeah, but Robin Williams didn't do a ton of that. Like, he did Mork and Mindy, and then he did... He did Mrs. Doubtfire, I guess.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
But he also did... what's the one with Matt Damon? He was unreal in that movie.
Yeah.
oh yeah, serious movie. But I think his impersonations too. He was just funny in general. Number 6, I have Martin Lawrence.
Thought about it.
Not even just movies, but because I enjoy his
His first
stand-up
two
more.
stand-ups
And
were good.
yeah, exactly. Like You So Crazy, one of my personal favorite. Love You So Crazy. Run Tell That was good.
His first two stand-ups are classics.
Yeah, for sure. And some of the movies he did, I mean, Life he was great in. Blue Streak you mentioned he was great in. So I gotta have Martin. And bro, his show is iconic. So
Right. And that would be the main reason.
he was
why,
one of the
bro.
first ones on a TV show that played like 7 or 8 different like.
Right. 100%. He's OG.
I mean, he was Shanae, he was his mom, he was the white dude Bob, he was Jerome. You feel me? Like
was everybody.
Martin was funny, so I got Martin on there.
I should have had that. I messed up on that one.
Number 5, I have Chris Rock. Again, my personal favorite. He's probably in my top 3 for stand-ups. Love him. His movies wasn't the greatest, but
Never a
I
Chris
think
Rock
I was
stand-up fan.
influenced.
Bigger and blacker, right?
yeah. Chris Rock's bigger and blacker.
Listen,
his
the
other stand-ups.
Robitussin thing will exist forever.
Yeah,
Classic
that
stuff.
and then like
But I think I was influenced by Schultz on that because they were saying that like Chris Rock isn't someone who's naturally funny. He's just a genius, and he kind of figured out how to game the stand-up game the system a little bit. And ever since I watched that, because those dudes are comedians, stand-up comedians, and I kind of was like influenced, like, really? Like maybe Chris Rock's just too smart and kind of figured out how to like be funny, even though you're not naturally like he's not Dave Chappelle.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what
yeah.
I mean? And I was like, damn, that's gonna ruin fucking Chris Rock.
Yeah,
for
I don't
me.
know. I could still listen to Chris Rock, even just talk about certain things, and it's funny to me. I mean, everyone hates Chris. I love that show. Even Pootie Tang, that movie, it's super whack, but it's hilarious.
It is super whack. There's no doubt.
No, it is. I'm not gonna lie. All right, number 4, I have Will Ferrell. Been in some of my favorite movies. I mean, there's what can you say? Number 3, kind of surprised you guys didn't say this one either. Will Smith. Will Smith as a comedic actor has done some, really good funny movies.
He was on my action stars
because
list
it's
at the
like,
bottom, but I don't think funny.
The action in his movies or drama in his movies outweigh the comedic, because he does do some funny stuff in them, but in Bad Boys, the action is just so
Yeah, but then, like,
Martin outshines him comedian wise.
Well, for sure,
in Bad
'cause he's
Boys, so
actual
that's why.
comedian.
Yeah, but I don't really think Martin's that funny in Bad Boy. I think he's like
Oh,
annoying in Bad
especially
Boy. I
number
think Will
2.
is funny
The
in
second
Bad
one, he was
Newest
really
one
funny.
he might be,
Even
but
in the
first,
other ones,
no,
he was
good.
too complaining.
Yeah, we don't like the complainer stuff.
I feel that. Number 2, I'm actually a little upset about the disrespect you guys have for Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey comedic actor is one of the greatest of all time.
I think he's one of the smartest people.
No, Ace Ventura, one of the greatest movies, both of them. And then he had Dumb and Dumber. He had The Mask. He had Fun with Dick and Jane. He had, bro, these are classic movies.
The one thing that I
In
always
living color, he
What's
bodied it.
yeah.
man.
Where he takes the shit on the line.
Oh, that's God, what movie was that? Oh, but bro,
Fire
He
Marshal
is.
Bill. I will always remember
Me,
Fire
Myself,
Marshal
and
Bill.
Irene.
yeah, exactly. Fam,
Oh,
what
yeah.
are we
Phenomenal.
doing?
That's a
Even
Farrelly
Liar-
Brothers movie. They don't do bad
even
stuff.
Liar,
like-
Liar, Liar, he was funny in
So
that.
that wasn't say is Liar Liar. I don't
Bruce
know if you're-
Almighty, he's funny.
I don't know if you remember, but one of the things I will always remember about Liar Liar and when they do the cut scenes at the end, bloopers.
Yeah.
And he's in court doing whatever, and the other actor, instead of saying her line, is like, over actor, and he just like breaks
Yep,
and
and he
starts
started
laughing.
exactly.
I love that
Yep,
scene.
exactly. Hey, bro,
Because he overacted like every like goofy,
yeah, he did that.
Injury,
and then he takes that little piece of paper and he like makes it into like a little swan or something like that. Bro, listen, Jim
Carrey should
Carrey,
be.
the disrespect. No, listen,
It's
he's
just
up
not like
there.
he's right
It's
now.
hard to make a top 10. Let's be
No, I feel
be
it.
honest.
But I feel like sometimes with like Jim Carrey, it's like, man, I just feel like he's just you don't really hear or see from you
Every-
have to find Jim Carrey.
Listen,
sometimes.
everybody
He'll
named
pop
here
out every
tonight,
once in
I
a while.
think, except Kevin Hart, I would like seek their movies out. Kevin Hart, I would just be like, all right, it's on.
Yeah, okay, and then
Yeah, like I'm entertained.
And I'm
like,
angry I didn't put Mike Epps in my honorable mention.
yeah, I
I'm
had
angry-
to.
I'll say what I was gonna say. I'm angry I didn't put Jamie Foxx in mine.
Oh, you took one of my honorable mentions.
Oh, okay.
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx should be.
Yeah,
and
for
I'm
sure.
talking about it talent-wise, but his movies don't lean comic. All of his movies are actor dramatic.
His older whack movies were
Yeah,
coming like
Booty Call,
Held
but
Up,
those
Booty
were
Call,
whack.
yeah.
But Jamie Foxx show was
Tommy
iconic.
Davidson made that funny, though.
And the Jamie Foxx stand-up, I Might Need Security, that is hilarious.
Yeah, it is
All right.
for sure. Okay, and then number one, comedic actor Eddie Murphy, by far my favorite comedian, Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, of course. I would have Dave Chappelle on my comedian.
But that's what I'm saying. So that's why it was hard for me to do it. But Eddie Murphy, by far, number one. You mentioned Harlem Nights. My second favorite Eddie Murphy movie is Boomerang. I probably
Wait,
quote
what's your
that.
verse?
Great movie.
It's Coming to America.
Okay.
It's Coming to America, then it's Boomerang, and then it's Harlem Nights.
Yeah,
And then Trading Places.
I think Trading Places would be either one or two for me. Harlem
But-
Nights and Trading Places. Oh, and Coming to America. Those are the top three. Is like you can put them in any order.
See, to me, I'm an '80s baby, but grew up in the '90s. And Boomerang, to me, like,
Yeah, it's a great movie.
I love that movie. And it was Martin Lawrence in there. It was
Yeah.
It was
Pops.
good.
I like
Yeah,
Maverick.
Pops was in there.
Gotta
Bang,
coordinate.
bang, bang. Like that's where he started.
So
in there.
Mrs. Purley is his wife in that movie. That's
Yeah,
what a lot of people
exactly.
don't realize that. She trying to hit in
Exactly.
Friday After Next.
Exactly. So yeah, that's my top 10.
What you got?
all you,
Got it.
sir.
All right.
It's
Get
on
that
you.
mustache lined up.
It's on you.
After all of those, I don't got too many more different other than, like I said, Jamie Foxx, an honorable mention. Bernie Mac, honorable
Yep.
mention.
Yep.
Definitely should be up there
We
for
didn't
sure.
mention Bernie Mac, honorable mention.
Rest in peace to the god.
Yeah, so only a couple though.
He's a god. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah,
Like he
he's
could go
definitely a
on
god.
top 10 easily, movings and stand up.
And
like,
definitely stand up,
But
yeah.
to me, it was just like Robin Harris or Bernie Mac. I'd rather Robin Harris. To me, is like
Yeah, it's all preference at this
Stupid
point.
fun.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
and this last one, like I said, I just try to squeeze them in just for preference, and I think it's more relatable. Is I'm gonna go with George Lopez.
Oh no, you
yeah,
have to.
he's good.
Yeah.
Like, the show.
The show, yeah.
The stand up was good, but I liked the show that he did on ABC or whatever. That I always laughed at that show.
Yeah, so I got George Lopez number 10. Number 9, Cedric the Entertainer.
Okay.
I thought
Good
about that.
one.
I
Very
thought
good
about
one.
it.
the
I forgot that
Entertainer.
one.
I
Very
don't
good.
know.
Kings of
Right.
Comedy, the first one, is one of the greatest stand-ups ever.
Yeah.
It really is. I mean, you just got to be honest. It
I
is.
think it's an entertainer movie-wise is what my thing.
So he had like Roscoe Jenkins. He
Right.
had what did he have? He had another one.
Where was the one where he was the preacher?
He
That
was
was
in
Big
Life
Mama's
too, I think,
house,
wasn't he?
Oh, yeah, he was in Life,
Was
wasn't
he
he?
in Life?
Yeah, he was
in
one of the
Life.
prisoners in Life.
he wasn't a
he
prisoner in
wasn't
life.
in
No.
Cedric
Bernie Mac
was?
was.
No, he wasn't.
No, I know
Bernie
Bernie
Mac
Mac
was
was, but I'm pretty sure Cedric was.
Yeah, he was the priest in Big Mama's house. That was funny with Martin. He's got a lot of movie like roles that were funny, so I like.
They're
that one.
almost similar though.
And the
too.
show, the Steve Harvey show, he was funny on that show.
Oh, he was hilarious.
You know what I'm saying?
What's the
So-
other one where they're like competing as families?
That was Welcome Home, Roscoe
Yeah,
Jenkins.
Rocco Marshall Jenkins.
No, but there's another one. Remember, that's
Those were
that's
Steve Harvey and him were always
no.
competing?
So I know Roscoe
Oh.
Jenkins. That's what Mike Epps, and that's him and Martin Lawrence competing.
Yeah.
There's another one where they're a family. Remember?
Ooh, I remember.
Oh, the
And,
Johnson Family Vacation?
Johnson Family Vacation.
Yeah.
Oh, that okay.
Yeah,
See,
Johnson
that's
Family
funny. Yeah,
Vacation.
no, that was a good
So,
pick.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess
So
he
number
was in
8,
Life.
and I think I got him a little too low, but trying to fit him in this, man, I'm gonna go with Will Ferrell.
Okay.
You know, he's still
No,
in my
I mean,
top
always gotta
10,
have
but
Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell, you got to have him in the top.
I gave
10.
him credit for the entire starting the frat pack or whatever they call it. Like another guy who could be in here that no one, well, I don't know if you are going to say him, but Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn.
He's only like funny in 2 movies to me.
Oh no, that's
Wedding
I'm a
Crashers
big
and,
Vince Vaughn guy. Yeah, but Wedding Crashers is like
Owen Wilson.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Will
Probably
Ferrell.
rather have Owen Wilson than I would do.
He's
Oh
good.
no, Owen's not funny.
So number 7, Mike Epps, which everybody I think
Had
some
to,
of them said
yeah.
already. Number 6, we're gonna go Chris Rock.
Okay.
Number 5, D.L. Hewley.
D.L.
Okay.
Hughley.
D.L.
Okay.
I like his stand up. Has he been in movies?
I think he's really been in too many
He had a
movies.
TV show.
But
He's had
TV
some.
Well,
shows.
the TV show was good.
But his stand up,
Comic View when he used to host Comic View, he killed that.
He's one of the smarter comedians too. Something didn't go right at some point.
Well, he's a dickhead. I mean, like more so than a lot of guys. That's why. Like he'll tell you how it is. I mean, that's
He
why
is
people like him.
He's a really smart comedian.
He is.
Like,
I like DL. That was a good pick. I like that.
D.L.
one.
Hewley will say some shit to like for the situation that a lot of guys they'll beat around the bush or they won't tell you. Like he don't care. He'll just say it.
Yeah. So number 4, Jim Carrey.
Of course.
Number 3, Martin Lawrence. Mm-hmm. Number 2, Dave Chappelle.
Yes, sir.
Number 1, you already know who it is, Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy.
So everybody had Eddie in the top 2.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, we had him number 1.
Okay.
We want to be. I mean,
You had Dave Chappelle number 2. You didn't even have him on your list, so you take a step back.
comedic.
You had
actors.
fam. No,
Bro, Blue
no.
Street.
You couldn't even decide what the list was. You just said like
do the gut.
funny people basically by the end of it. Fam, you had Kevin Hart in there and no Dave Chappelle. Fam, that's all I gotta say. Shut up.
That's big facts.
Hey,
Women be shopping when he did that in what was that? Nutty Professor. That shit was hilarious. Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, of course. It's like, fam, they was on that stage.
Bro, you gonna wear those out? You gonna wear those out right now?
You doing all that noise?
No, he's over here just
He's
drawing
been doing
on
it.
him.
He's been doing it.
He's been drawing on him. You drawing on these
Oh,
sneakers.
no, I was just like, man,
trying to change the
whole
colorway.
All right, let's go home. It's late. Anything else? Anybody? Nothing.
Nope,
Johnny,
that's it.
Appreciate you coming.
I got
Don,
nothing.
appreciate
Thank
you
you for
coming.
having
All right, no
me, sir.
doubt.
Appreciate the shoes.
Appreciate
the
it.
cars, all the stuff. That's
I got a favor to ask Don when we're done though.